This is Q Talk America.
The following broadcast contains adult humor, language, and topics, along with partial nudity. Actual knowledge is used sparingly. The show is a result of a lost bet and a bad game of rock, paper, scissors. It's the show with Clayton McKee. And now, a man with a face for radio, Clayton McKee.
Well, good evening, everybody. It is 7 o'clock on the old atomic clock on the wall. This is the show on Q Talk America. I'm Clayton McKee, and currently alongside Kat Carlson.
Kat Carlson.
Look around to your left, look to your right. We're the only ones here.
Well, hi, Clayton.
Hi, Kat. Well, God, I'm good. I knew it was going to be a duet this week.
All right.
No, it's not. Al Perkins is running around somewhere amuck in the house.
Preparing delightful beverages,
and
I'm sure.
This just in. Breaking news at the top of the show. Marnie's late.
Say it ain't so.
Yes, and she's bringing Ernie with her, so they're both late.
You don't say.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. They text me.
Look at the shock on my face.
I don't know. Mom says she's not getting video, just audio. I don't know. Reboot, Mom. Check something. I don't know. As far as I know, everything's coming out of here well.
I know I'm here in person, so.
Yes, you are.
There's that.
There's a lot going on. Look at these. Yes, Al is almost here.
My goodness, they're so chatty up there.
They are. Their chat room just went to crazy.
Richard, I enjoy the parenthetical title. I'm going to go ahead and leave it. I'm glad that you...
If you're not in the chat room, feel free to do so. Go to qtalkamerica.com. The banner at the top of the page will show you where the chat room link is.
It says chat now.
It does. Right now. It's a demanding.
Right now.
Yes. Richard's got audio and video. So there's our litmus test right there, Mom.
Oh,
my gosh. And just as eBay advises me that there's shit I should bid on, we'll turn off that sound. There's eBay's...
Buses?
Yes, actually it is. That actually is the Silver Eagle bus notification.
I'm bringing snacks.
Anytime people post things that have to do with Silver Eagle bus, I get a immediate notification.
So every time some old guy in Wisconsin tries to sell the transmission out of one that he stole from the junkyard, you get the notification?
Typically, they're not those on eBay. What you get on... Now, that's part of the network... that I belong to, that is the Silver Eagle bus owners on Facebook.
Sure.
All those old boys. There's a brake part. There's some
Swapping parts all over the place.
widget that this broke and he's got one and he needs one. That happens all the time throughout the Facebook thing.
Sure.
And the interesting thing is, because they're just good old boys that got nothing better to do, somebody's got a part in North Carolina, but somebody happens to be coming cross country to a guy in Utah.
Just herk it in the back of the truck there.
We're going to take a 250 mile, out of our way. We're going to go see Bob and Martha.
Because we got shit else to do.
We're going to get that widget, and we're going to put it on a bus and drive it to Utah, because we're going that way.
We're going that way.
So,
and you know what? We're going to put some cheese curds in the cooler.
Oh, God, I would love I do love cheese curds, yeah.
Someday I want to be a retired old guy.
You're so close.
I know. I just got to get retired and old.
No, you need to be. No, all headphones and everything's adjusted to normal.
Apparently, we've decided to separate them.
Yeah, well, I think it's more fun to separate them and watch them flounder back and forth. It'll be more fun.
They're not going to be making out, are they?
No, because that's why you're here. You're here to break it up.
I'm the buffer.
You're the referee.
Break it up.
You're the referee. Here they come.
I need a whole lot.
I don't want to break up the Marnie vibe.
That's why you're sitting over there.
Sit next to me.
God.
I'm going to be in the...
It's a shame everybody can't be here for the pre-show meeting, and then we can figure all this shit out. God damn it.
That's a shame.
We are 133 shows in the series in, and you still can't figure out what we're doing.
Well, maybe time is different.
That's a big
Huh?
Maybe time is different.
No, time is all the same.
In the toque.
Oh, somebody brought the Danish butter cookies.
I did.
Good.
Cookies.
I almost bought a tin of them the other day.
I bought two because they were half price.
Of course they were after the Christmas.
Turns out the Danish are on sale now.
That's good to know.
For reasons yet to be determined.
We don't want to ask them questions about that. Can everybody hear?
Great Danes, why are you so cheap?
Is that a race? But I feel like that's racist.
Great Dane. There are dogs on sale.
And I'm just telling you that I'm cleaning out the Christmas wine.
We got to pull that mic closer to you because oddly,
I'm cleaning out the Christmas wine.
Ooh, it's a pretty color.
I have the end of my bottle from last week mixed with the end of Katie June's bottle from last week.
Well,
I'm not a proud woman.
That's classic.
What is that, Ernie?
We went wine tasting yesterday at my favorite winery, Page Springs, and we brought back 2 bottles to drink One is called the Mule's Mistake.
Is that two
I call
bottles?
it the ass's oops.
I think I was getting it's 2 bottles,
That's
2
good. That's
drink,
good.
2 night. It's kind of what I was getting out of it.
because there's
I
another
do
one
love
for
an-
tomorrow night.
I
Alliteration.
I love an alliteration.
That is good.
You're
That was
welcome.
On a
You're welcome.
Tuesday.
Thank
On
you.
a Tuesday.
By the way, for those of you just joining us, this is not Katie June. It's
Nope, not.
Oh,
some people know her as Ernie. It's Erin. That would be
People that know her know her as
Marnie's
Ernie.
girlfriend.
Yes.
Then followed by Kat Carlson. Marnie Ryer. Al Perkins is now seated in here. What is that? You've worn that before, and I misquote the color.
It's still teal.
That's teal.
yeah,
All right,
the whole
got it.
time.
I do always
Got it.
say the wrong color with that shirt.
Well, it kind of reminds me of the '90s color that Chevrolet did on
it's
several
not
trucks and cars.
aquamarine.
No,
Oh,
it's
well,
not.
I would accept
Yeah.
aquamarine in
Would
a
you?
pinch.
I
Yeah.
feel like you said like lavender
lighting,
once or
perhaps.
something.
No, I did. I think
No,
I
he went somewhere
Yeah,
really.
something
really
way
off.
Way
Yeah.
off. I think I got a combination of
He
that.
went baby blue or something
No.
really like.
The sweater. I think a combination of that sweatshirt and the color of his pin marker thing. It just threw me off. I think that's what did it.
We need a little Christmas.
Right this very minute.
Nope.
There we go.
Was
Done
it too
with
soon?
that. Done
Too
with
soon?
that. Done. Goodbye, Christmas.
Richard, that's a good idea. You got to keep an eye on those buses for me. Thank you, sir. Very good. Mom's got it. She can see and hear.
Hooray!
Not just in real life, but on us too. So
In general.
there's a lot going on with
Oh,
that.
someone's already used a parenthetical?
Of course they.
Oh, yeah, you can get rid of that, Dr. Ben.
No.
Dr. Ben. Come on.
I
Come on.
enjoy the parenthetical.
I do. Well, I do too.
Yeah.
I brought it.
Dr. Ben Carlson, parenthetically.
For this show. This is our. I don't know about you
No,
all.
you know what it needs? Knee cat.
Oh,
Kneecap.
I like that.
I don't know
Not
how.
kneecap. For
I don't
those
know.
of you that are misunderstanding.
All of a sudden I stutter, I mumble, what?
For
never
all
know.
of
For the
the
other
for all the listeners around the
Mini-
world and the ships at sea. By the way, this is our final show of 2014. You may have other shows, but we will only be doing this one, and then the year will go up one,
Yeah.
as if by magic. And then next year we will start anew with shows in 2015. This is show 196, and I always say that really cool. If I get lost in the recording somewhere, I can go back to the beginning and figure out what the fuck show it is.
Yeah.
It helps me for posting them.
And just on a quality assurance note,
Sure.
QA as we call it. Did you know that the same show's been on a loop on the website for about 3 weeks? It's Frau Her Hair has been the only show playing.
That's a really good show.
It is a funny show,
unless
but-
you just happen to just be catching that. But no, there should be like 15 to 20 shows in the stack.
No, it's Frau Her Hair. It hasn't changed.
No.
I've been checking all week to make sure it's not just that I keep catching the same show.
You
but
know
I'm
what
like,
would be really great is if you could let me know that days ago.
I wrote it down today. I was like, you know what? I should make a note of that in my pad.
And look at
Just to
how
keep the
well the
bubble-
system has worked.
Let me write it in my pad.
Yeah, exactly. As we keep
Kill
the bubble
Al.
going, yeah. Hit her with a mallet or a club.
Parenthetically.
There's always time for one more.
Always.
Oh, I brought all sorts of treats. We have Danish cookies, we have Kellogg's cookies, the good people of Michigan, and then somewhere, and they're already gone, which cracks me up. There's chocolate-covered hoo-ha's somewhere.
Oh, there.
Chocolate covered.
And then I brought right here these things.
No, those are left over.
Those are from last week.
Then I also
They're still
brought
delicious
Pez.
here. I'm gonna eat them.
Okay.
Oh, Fez.
Which will be reindeer shit, apparently.
It is.
Or, well, whatever
Well,
it
a
is.
reindeer.
Barf.
Yeah. Throat.
So
shit.
Tracheotomy.
Just for
Tracheotomy.
today, I thought it would be kind of fun to have these coasters on top of the other coasters, so everyone can pass those around.
We're multi.
Extra protection.
Oh,
Those
cute. That's cute. Is there a bird?
It's
Thank
a
you.
two-condom kind of date.
Oh, and it's got
I met him.
drink suggestions on the back.
It sure does.
Ernie's bar.
It is tonight.
I didn't know you had a bar.
Oh yeah.
And then we
It
can put
looks
that
like
one over
this.
there.
So you know what that?
and that'll be an extra
so you know
for
what that
Katie
tells
too.
me? It's Ernie's bar. The bitch is the one making the biscuits tonight. She's gonna be up making drinks.
She's the bartender.
Biscuits.
Well, it's a parenthetically.
I don't know how to make biscuits, but I can pour you a drink.
Well,
If I could
either
just
works.
add a correction to the vodka martini, I would like you to cross out lines 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
just 2 and 3.
Right.
2 ounces of vodka, cocktail glass. Martini's done.
I would just also like to put an S on the end of that olive. Lots of olives.
No, not in mine. You keep.
Oh, I
that-
thought you said ass.
Dirty.
Yeah.
They said ass.
Dirty
in the end of
ass?
that. Well, no, I thought you said ass at the end of the olive. I'm like, oh.
Marty, try to find my chocolate-covered hoo-ha's while you're out there.
It's getting,
Bag
I
of-
believe, bag of notepads.
she has them or she knows where they are. Now, if you'll, for those of you who listened last week, hoo-ha was used for an entirely different meaning. I'm not sure what hoo-ha chocolate-covered items you have brought with you.
Well, they were the same as the ones you had. I really
Oh,
did.
these?
I don't.
Were they these?
Well, yeah, but they're new and fresh.
Well,
Like the goji berries?
Something.
something like that.
Yum.
It's all good. Oh, you could look at those. I had those with cheesecake the other day.
They're winter, so they're not as fresh as they should be, but
Pushed out.
it's a berry. It's a berry.
It's a cold winter.
And then if you'd like to compare them to the Kellogg's version of that said berry.
Or berry.
I like her doing R&D.
Exactly.
R&D in Studio C. I think it's lovely.
Oh, hello, Bag. Harrison's having weather-related
Internet issues.
Oh, sad.
Seems like.
I'm like, Interscope. That's not right.
No. That's a old movie company.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Hokey smokes. Well, Ernie, you're the first one to my left tonight, so we start with you. What's been up? And I don't mean what's been up since the last time you were here, because it's a 3-hour show.
4 months.
Quick summary.
Don't be Alabama.
The clock says you have 4.5 minutes.
And go.
And go.
Well, we had Christmas. I just
Set
got
a
the
timer
timer.
would be nice.
Oh,
I
God.
could do it.
We had Christmas, and one of the things
A lot of other people had it too.
Yeah, and one of the things that happened on Christmas is we got a stray dog.
Do we really call him stray?
Well, he might not be stray anymore
Did
because
you
I think
kidnap
he's
a
gonna be
dog?
living at Marnie's house.
Well, you
Is this
lost
another
one.
hostage scenario?
No, it's,
Yeah.
it's another hostage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, because I remember the last
Oh, you're the
hostage.
Patty
hostage
Hearst.
in this.
I think I am.
I-
Patty Hearst is very afraid of this
She
dog,
is.
too.
He's German Shepherdy. He has the
he's-
biggest ears. He is the cutest fucking dog.
Sorry.
And I feel a little bit guilty because I'm in love with him.
Because you stole him from somebody else's yard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no. He's very much stray and
Yeah.
no chip
He
and no
had been for a
collar.
couple
and,
weeks, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel a little bit bad because I'm in love with him, but he can't live at my house. So I love you, girlfriend.
Oh, we've already transferred custody.
Well, we found him on her street.
Sure not.
So
I don't know
so
where
there's
custody
so
falls
there's
into
that. And we
now.
have named him Huck.
Huck Finn.
And he has an appointment tomorrow morning to get his shots.
You know, if you name him Huck Finn, he's going to fake his own death.
That's what we're
Freak you
hoping
guys
for.
out.
Like anything.
He's going to hang out with someone that's now called slaves.
Right.
Now called slaves, or was it?
No, because they changed all the words in the book, and they
Right.
Oh.
They had to. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Ridiculous, right?
Because they used the N word for the longest time, right?
and now they went with the much more politically correct slave boy.
Slave boy.
You there, slave?
Correct.
I felt soothed somehow.
Somehow better. Just a slightly less repulsed than I was previously.
Oh,
Okay.
Dick, it's cold all over.
So that it?
So
Christmas
that-
and a dog.
And then yesterday we went to my favorite winery up in Cornhole. What's it really called?
Cornville.
Cornville. And
Parenthetically.
and the whole thanks you.
yes, yes,
Corn and all.
and oh good God.
Not the corn again.
Yeah, whole corn as it's listed in the phone book.
Right, please. Oh my.
The end. Cat.
Oh, nice handoff there.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
It's a
Thank you.
good exit.
Thanks. I
Good
tried.
exit. Well, I'm a much happier, more well-rested person today.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I've had 2 days off in a row.
Excuse me.
Very
Was it
nice.
no, last week? I recall that there was a tired issue, and I somehow designated you as was it the bitch of the show? You had a title last week,
Tire gauge hole.
huh?
Something.
What the fuck?
A tire.
Oh,
no,
the tire.
no. Long before we got to the tire gauge portion of the show.
It was
I
tired,
believe
bitch.
the word was bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. So tonight that role is not.
I mean, anything could happen
Okay.
at this point.
And
but
her
no,
sister's cranky, moody,
Right.
dumpy,
same last
sneezy,
name,
grumpy.
bitch,
Yeah. And my
Easy
little brother,
bitch.
shut the fuck up.
bitch. Yeah.
No, very happy. It's been a busy week full of work and in-laws and hilarity and
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that been
No,
going?
they're good. They're good. You know what? I make good friends because I said today, this afternoon, I was at home and I was like, I think I'm going to go out. I'm going to go to the liquor store. My mother-in-law's eyes got real big and she said, really? Will you pick me up some wine? And I said, well, duh. Yeah. I supply the liquor and they're nice to me and
Deal.
Good
and,
work.
and I work a lot and I don't have to see them. They think I'm amazing.
Yeah.
And you are.
I like the way it works.
I mean, it's working out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So she's passed out in a recliner somewhere now, and you escaped to come play with us.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Seems to work.
And,
I have
and
nothing but good things to report about this story.
and everybody says, Kat, you work so hard. Have a wonderful time. You really deserve this.
There you go.
And you do.
Done.
Done. Peace out.
Win.
That's when you know you played it well.
Give me a little.
You should go out and get as fucked up as possible.
Yeah.
You work
You know
so
what?
hard.
Take a cab home if you need to.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
And done.
Good stuff.
So
Very good.
I picked up something unusual, and I was tasting the sparkly things that they had out as tomorrow's New Year's. So I've got something pink and sparkly in a glass.
I love it, and I brought something
Delightful.
sparkly and, well, not that great in a glass for us later.
Mine's probably not that great
And-
either. I had a
and did
10%
you-
off coupon.
Did you notice what we had brought you, fine sir? A Viognier.
Oh, very nice. From our Deep Sky Vineyard.
Viognier.
That's from
Viognier.
Cornville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where is Cornville
It's in Cochise County,
in
Arizona.
relation to where we are right now?
It is about an hour and 45 minutes north of us. It is, you take the 17 up to, what's halfway
Oh, wait a
between
minute.
Verde.
Camp Verde.
Verde.
You go,
And then
it's,
you
it's
go
towards,
right. Or no, do you go towards, towards Cottonwood?
Cottonwood.
Towards Cottonwood.
Yes.
And it's like
Right.
10 miles off the 17.
I recall now that you said north because I was thrown off by that. Yeah, because I pass it going to Cottonwood when I go to
Yeah.
their Pride.
Right.
Got it. Wow.
And it's really nice up there.
Yeah,
There
it
was-
is.
There was a. Are you done?
I am now.
Okay,
Yeah.
because if you're not, then I'll just go.
No, go.
There was a
Now it's
woman up
awkward.
at Page Springs. I know, seriously. There was a woman up at Page Springs that thought she was something else. She was old and drunk, is really what she was.
Stop
I'm not
talking
referring to
about me.
myself.
I love her already.
And
Yeah.
well, to a degree, except for she was real full of herself, and got. She's been there 3 times. She'd let everybody know that, and kept repeating it. I've been there 3 times. Now I've never been that drunk. Shut up.
I don't know why you looked at me.
No one in this room's witnessed that.
No, never.
And it was just very funny. She went up and spoke to management, and she did all that. And I was like, seriously, it's a wine tasting place, lady. Shut up.
But she did not hesitate telling everyone that she can get wine in Napa.
I can get this wine in Napa. I don't need to be treated like this. She's like, look at me.
We can get wine in
Well,
Napa
But
too.
you realize
Drive
what she
the fuck
meant.
to Napa.
She meant the
Right,
auto
see
parts
ya.
store that's down the street.
Right.
Yeah, lady, I
Yeah,
shop
exactly.
at Safeway, too.
Right.
she
Says
was
Napa on my label.
something
It's not the
else.
single
Yeah.
girl Safeway like yours, though. You have a
That's right,
special
see?
one now. Yes.
But it was just very funny. But yeah, so she kind of filled you in on everything.
Oh, so now that she's here, we've already got
Shing-chong.
everything about you.
Shing-chong.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hijacked another dog. What else happened?
Kidnapping.
Kidnapped.
Kidnapped.
Now listen here, all of you.
That was a free range.
Yeah. I mean,
When did they? Now part of
He
it.
was just living out there, living his life.
Follow up question about
Hobo's life.
the dog heist because we've been down this with Patty Hearst and the other one.
yeah.
When did the signs go up and how long did you let them stay up before you decided to quarantine this dog and shoot him up with whatever you're buying him?
So we put it on everything that we can, every place you can online. And we,
All the rescues, everything's
pet finder, all
full.
that we called rescue organizations. We checked for a chip. There's no collar. And so here's a loophole a little bit. Legally,
Wait for it.
legally in Arizona, after 6
Here,
days,
wait.
the
Let
dog
me
is
throw you the
yours.
pitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Oh,
that
yeah.
was actually a law.
Oh, she
yeah.
researched it.
Of course,
Right.
well, not surprising.
After the first hostage, I'm sure.
Yes.
No, the rescue group told me. The rescue group was like, "Well, after 6 days, it's yours." Whoa!
Yeah.
And that was on the first day, and that it was Christmas
5 to
afternoon.
go.
So she went do,
Right.
do, do, do,
Yes.
do, do,
On
for
the
5
calendar,
days.
marking
Could
them
not be
off.
more correct. I know.
Marking
this.
them off
Oh
on
my
the
God.
calendar.
Is it 3
You
o'clock?
love
Is it
it.
3 o'clock yet? Is it 3 o'clock?
Oh look, he's ours. Okay.
But it did prohibit.
Take down that poster in the bathroom.
Right.
No one's seen
Wait,
him.
there's a picture up. I put it on Facebook. You can all look at Facebook and see his big old
There's
ears.
Mug.
It was privately messaged to me.
Yes, just to you.
Yes.
Do you know this
Dear
dog,
Al,
Al?
does anyone want a dog?
Have you
Yeah.
seen this dog?
Right. Yeah, but that's why Marn couldn't come play with anybody on Christmas night because she was stuck with a hostage dog.
I had a hostage dog with me. That was he's a joy. He also hasn't been fixed. We'll be
That's
taking care
happening
of
Friday
that.
morning, but until then, he pees on everything.
Everything.
So he's kenneled right now.
He sure is.
What's a good thing to teach a dog?
How to pee on everything?
No, how to
Oh,
kennel
the
train.
kennel.
Right,
Oh, yeah,
stay
'cause
in a kennel.
I didn't think you had to teach him the one. Jesus.
Yeah.
He's a sweet. This actually isn't even a good picture.
Now
of
we
him.
have pictures.
No, but that's not even a good picture of him.
Well, that's the
He
one I
looks
saw.
like the dingo
Yeah.
that ate my baby.
Could be.
Yeah, kind of. He does.
Maybe the thing. What's the green
Those-
thing? What's the
those
green thing?
Goddamn.
Yeah.
That's
little
the
heart.
baby.
It's a little heart toy, but anyway, he really is a very sweet, very
Maybe
smart.
the dingo ate your baby.
Well, we got that dingo at my house.
And you've named him Huck?
Huck.
Huck. All right.
Huck Finn.
Got it.
Huckleberry.
Al, I'm
Huckleberry
opening your
Finn.
butter cookies.
Atta
That's
grow.
okay.
So yeah,
Get her
he's-
done.
So you're back at 3 pups, right? You got Huck Finn, Patty Hearst, and Swiffer.
So we
Right?
All not their names, but yeah, except for Huck Finn. Yeah.
So
yeah.
we started the
But you
year
are correct.
with
That's pretty good.
6
I like those
between
names.
us.
Yeah.
We went down to 3 between us, and now we're back to 4
4,
between us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they had to steal one.
We didn't steal the damn
Wait, I'm still
dog.
catching up on the math here.
I was told.
I was told there'd be no math.
No.
God, that was very funny.
That was very
I'm
funny.
gonna write that down.
So
Write that down.
yeah, could you please take a note? There you go.
I'll make a
There
note
you
of it
go.
in my bed. It doesn't count till I write it down. It's
That's
just,
right. That's right.
It's, all- it's just.
Oh, God. Careful.
Cunt mugs.
Those
Cunt
are
mugs.
cunt mug storage.
Didn't break a thing.
Well, you're
You throw
lucky.
This, maybe it'll open.
Harry.
Fucking Danish people.
Fucking butter cookies all stuck to me.
That's a lot.
There's a lot.
Swedish is IKEA, right? So this is
Yeah.
not has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So I'm
'Cause-
very, very excited about the New Year. Like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, always my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's I understand that you could look at March 1st into March 2nd and do the same thing and be like, I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna start fresh. But
Sit over there.
love the
Yeah.
holiday.
This is my favorite of the non-Oscar holidays.
Right.
Um,
Yep.
Yeah, it was a big one with my family. We threw the block party for
I love it.
New Year's Eve, and it was always fun. It was the one my dad got excited for. He and my sister like cleaned the basement and everything all day long, and the pool table, the dartboards, the cards,
This is why I love
every fucking
Everything.
thing was going. Yeah, and it was
Right.
just always a good time, and we made it till the morning, and then New Year's Day he would just draw a black X over the calendar and
Doing nothing today.
Yeah, and we would just play Risk or Michigan Rummy or something, or dice or whatever we were playing, and we would just play all day long in kind of pajamas and order pizza. And
I
New
missed-
Year's Day was
Called
a
the
lot of fun
hangover
too.
day.
Yeah.
I missed something
Yeah.
here. What's Michigan Rummy?
Michigan Rummy,
it's like gin rummy,
It's like
but-
gin rummy, but you have a pot in the middle where you pay for cards. and it's supposed-
Pistachios.
That's
what you put in the middle.
Yeah, we played for cash.
Oh no, we put pistachios.
The Perkins family.
We
baby.
learned how to gamble. We were Methodist, so
we were the Jews that played with pistachios.
it was very
That's
important
funny.
in my family to my dad that we knew how to gamble and we would never
Of course.
go back on a bet. But so you have runs of cards and you split up the cards, and if you can lay down like a 7, 8, 9 of any suit, you win the pot, and that's a hard one to get, so that'll build up for the whole day, and all of a sudden you put a penny in, but you win like 60 cents.
No. Okay. Oh.
King of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds, Jack of Clubs, they were all pay cards. And then when you won the pot, you won the whole kitty. And if you couldn't play your card in order, you put a penny in the thing. We paid for pennies, but it was still money. And it was always a fun. It was one of my favorite games, and not like no one else. That you're the first person
I
ever
love it.
that knew what it was outside of my neighborhood. And we had the board and.
I think the benefit, we'd had a table. The benefit probably to playing with money is that we would play with pistachios, but then my grandpa and my uncles would always eat the pistachios as we were playing, so then eventually there was nothing to play for anymore because
Sure.
they ate them all, even if they
Assholes.
belonged to somebody else. Assholes.
And then if you find out that somebody, one of the funniest things was and we drank the whole time.
Shocker.
So
Yeah.
if somebody went out of
Weird.
order, I have to start with the lowest card in my hand, so I would start with the 2 of clubs, and then you would do the 3 of clubs, 4 of clubs, and you would try to go on a run to empty out your hands. And if you couldn't lay down a card, that's how you paid into the middle, the thing that someone won at the end. Well, my sister would screw up, and then you'd catch her later in the game that she had missed a card, and you had to pay for the card that you missed. And so the phrase "the peaches pays" was like a part of our Christmas tradition for years, because my sister Nancy was always just a little tipsy,
Oh.
and not quite getting the game right. So I said, "The peaches pays."
Got it.
Nice.
So fun week. A friend of mine from Japan was here in town to visit. Originally from Buffalo, has been living in Tokyo for on and off for about 22 years.
Wow.
And we reconnected over Facebook. Haven't seen each other in person since the late 80s. And it turns out her mom moved here several years ago to retire, and so now she comes here. And she figured out that I was not posting from Niagara Falls, that I was posting from Arizona when she saw me check into AZ88
Oh.
a couple years ago. So we
Gotcha.
Awesome.
we got together, and it was just a funny conversation with somebody who works with like human rights violations in Asia. And
That was gonna be my follow-up question. What did she do there? What was the draw?
Her master's degree was in Chinese human rights, but she uses it, so she does disaster relief all over Asia. So her phone lights up whenever there's like earthquakes and all this stuff.
plane goes missing.
Their planes go missing. Hers are more natural disasters, but
Yeah.
Still,
But very
Who knows
interesting.
why it went missing?
And
Natural disaster.
no, they found this one's found.
I know.
Yeah.
But there's still the other one
parts
up
of it,
in the Lost Island.
Parts
Yeah.
of it they found.
Yeah,
so far.
and a couple people.
Yeah.
So it was a really fun little
Floating
thing, and then
bodies.
fun get together in Scottsdale, and then part of my entertainment thing was I got myself my Christmas present, and have pretty much been chained to my music players ever since. But so it was fun. It was just it was a
I
fun
feel
week.
like you're glossing over something there. What you got your present?
I
What
feel
is-
like they call
Yeah,
that
it's
a
right here.
teaser
I'm going to talk about it.
oh.
for the
Ooh.
next segment.
Gotcha.
I pointed to it. I can't be.
Well, I didn't see the point.
Yeah. I
I
realize
believe that I have-
how much food and drink
Yeah.
we bring to this shit show now that you can't find.
Can't find
You can't
actual
find
things
props.
like books. Yeah, but I feel like in radio terms they call that a teaser.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sure they do. I didn't get that out of what he was saying though.
And I
It
even
didn't
mentioned to be part of my entertainment section, but I guess I have to tease a little bit more blatantly.
You know what's fun?
So later I'm going to suck your dick. How's that?
No, thank you. I'm good.
So that's the level of teasing we have to go with. Just late night saying
Show
it.
me on the doll where the cheese is.
Show me on the Pop Tart where your penis is. I want to put this in my mouth. Where is your penis on this Pop Tart?
Oh, a new flavor of Pop Tarts, I guess.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
That actually
No, still same
illustrates
flavor. The penis is just on top of it.
that illustrates the point that I had in our pre-show meeting about how little I listen to everyone else talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it was right there.
Right there in living color.
Clayton Mickey, our fine example.
Yeah. Well, I'm busy running the world from this area and stalking people at the same
The
time.
whole
He's
world.
watching porn. They've told us. That's what they.
I
can
see
see
it.
it.
I see it. From
No,
that camera,
you
there's
don't-
always a naked body on one of these.
It's because my screen or my wallpaper is Jason.
Are you blushing?
Is
Are you
No,
blushing
I've
a
already
little
been
bit?
drinking and I have no makeup on.
Oh, I think you might. Be
It's just
blushing
warm
now,
in here.
naked boys.
Right?
No, it's actually Al could check the temperature because I've left the thermometer. I pre-cooled the room because I figured we're gonna get all warm. before it's
Delightful.
done.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice right now.
Good stuff.
It's all good.
Pretty cool the room. Does it mean you opened a window? Actually, it wasn't as bad, right? But I am layered. I did remember my New York upbringing, and,
on
and
the
I
way
layered
here,
today.
it was not that bad.
But I'm on my bike, so it's a little cooler with
little.
that fresh breeze. But it wasn't bad.
Like last night was frigid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This morning was ridiculous on my way home from work.
Listeners around the world will note that we're talking about a 60-degree
No,
evening.
no.
No. Last night it was 39.
No, this morning when I got out, it was 29 degrees. It was below freezing.
Tomorrow's
It's not
high
okay.
is supposed to
Not
be in the
okay.
40s.
Yeah, and it's supposed to, we might have snow tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
No.
Now Richard is suffering through negative 14 or 15, and Meow Cal is going through negative 14. so-
Sorry,
Poor
guys.
bitches.
It is gonna be the coldest weekend.
Currently 49 degrees Fahrenheit here in Phoenix. We're going for an overnight low of 41. I think it's
That's because it's supposed to rain and cloud
no,
cover.
but no,
Yeah.
tomorrow is an overnight low of 31
Right.
with rain. So we
Right.
might even have some ice in various places.
Yee!
Yuck.
See, thank you, Harrison.
Yeah.
I think Harrison's
yes,
full of
me
shit.
too, Harrison. Cheers to you, my friend.
Work
Cheers
it out.
to you.
Figure it out, people.
Atta girl.
That's it.
Nicely done.
Whew. Well, I think we're about ready to wrap this up. Going to our
What'd
little
you
header.
do?
Oh, it's just always work with me. It's, I'm getting ready. I'm moving the restaurant. It takes a village and an idiot to move an entire restaurant. So
Which one are you?
I'm all of those. I'm part of the village, but I'm playing the idiot because it pays more.
Atta girl.
So that's part of what I'm doing tonight. Is I leave here and I have to go spend a few hours down at the new Fez restaurant, wiring and moving and doing stuff because they start doing test serving tomorrow morning at 8. So they need a system.
They're doing a New Year's Eve cold open on New Year's Eve, or they're closing for the night.
No, they're just doing test runs with the kitchen, and they're literally opening. I think they're gonna do something on New Year's Day evening, maybe.
Okay.
But then they official business Friday.
Well, you got to serve Chinese food on New Year's. I'm sorry.
Well, they're not doing that.
But I'm not going.
Nobody said
New
you
Year's
had to.
Day is meant for
I
Chinese food.
I think
I am
it's
sorry.
I think it's a private
pizza.
thing for them. Doesn't matter.
Pizza is an acceptable substitute, but once I learned the rules,
Every day is a good day for Chinese
Yeah.
food.
Agreed.
So there's been that, and then over the course of this week, which I posted on Facebook, which most people don't even give a shit about, not Facebook, my post is what I meant, something that Al will never, ever see in his lifetime,
screwdriver.
a vehicle,
That's not true. There's orange juice in the fridge.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
that.
I realized the danger of homonyms almost immediately.
no, my truck, which is A, paid for, B, 204,000 miles. Two things that I will never experience. Paid for vehicle,
and it's got to be traded in tomorrow.
And he's not sad about it.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Yeah, something. If it's got more than how many miles are on your car, and you've had it how many years?
16,000.
And it's
3 years old.
3 years old.
good stuff.
Soon as that,
Called a good investment.
I'm a conscientious objector to driving.
well, that's a valid point. True that.
No, I'm getting more comfortable with it, though. I'm starting to like it again.
That's good.
Oh, the driving or the
Yeah,
car?
that's good.
The driving. Oh, I've always liked this car.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
You can plug a toaster into
It
it.
took them 40-some years to
Apparently
get cars
not.
right, but they finally made one that I'm
It
fully
won't
you
on
there.
board with. Yeah,
Get you there.
got
Very
every
nice.
bell and or whistle that was needed.
Sure.
It won't make toast though.
No, it's the wattage is too low. But you can do a beard trimmer and grind coffee. Those are two important things
Yeah.
also.
Toast didn't work.
Toast does not work in
Neither
it.
did the blow dryer, but
Hey, it all
my
it all
blow
works out.
drying days is over.
That's a valid point there. Raya, are you ready to go?
Oh.
No? Yes? Maybe? You sure?
Yeah.
We can try,
good.
we can delay it or we can
Nope,
try.
I'm good.
She says, "Let's go." Here we go. We're gonna try headlines for this final show of 2014 here on Q Talk America. I've not really been able to read through most of these, but here we go. Oh, a resident defies his deadline on zombie nativity.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Toilet paper links a man to a robbery attempt.
Jim Beam, it is.
Police seek stolen pigeon worth $184,000.
Where's baby Jesus, that pig?
Man sentenced for stealing dying woman's ring.
And good riddance. 2014.
Also, our year-end totals for the bottle cap vase that is right here in the middle of our table. These and more titillating stories coming up. I
can't wait.
Oh, I know. It's very exciting
Edge
stuff.
of my seat.
This story I actually put on here specifically because of Al and Katie. But since she's not here, by the way, in case you've not noticed,
Could be for
Katie's
me
not with
too.
us. You might. You'll probably care about this.
She could be listening.
A zombie nativity scene stands on the front yard of Jason Dixon's home in Sycamore Township, Ohio, which is near Cincinnati, on this Tuesday, December 30th. Now, township officials notified Dixon that the display violates zoning rules on size and placement of yard structures. Well, Sycamore Township officials said last week that they had received complaints about debris at the home and then concluded that the display was the debris and it violates rules on size and placement of yard structures. They sent resident Jason Dixon 2 zoning violation notices and gave him until December 26th to take it down.
Oh,
well,
that was nice.
Still up there days later, facing a fine and legal action. Dixon instead kept the display up. Freedom! A Facebook page devoted to the scene urges support for freedom of expression. The scene has eerie figures, including a demonic-looking creature sitting up in the manger where the baby Jesus would traditionally be at Christmas.
Well, he did rise from the dead. I mean, it kind of sticks with the
Good
theme.
call.
In addition, there's a detached head with it in the manger, while another ghoulish figure holds a replica heart in its hand as a somber Silent Night plays in the background.
I think it sounds soothing.
It does. Township officials.
Oh my God.
Now, township officials have said it's not an anti-zombie issue, but pro-zoning issue. Messages were left Tuesday seeking township comment. Calls were not returned. Judy Geis, who lives down the block from Dixon, who, by the way, is not related to the Friday the 13th movie slasher Jason Voorhees. Voorhees Lane. She lives on Voorhees Lane. My bad.
I wasn't connecting
yeah,
that.
I was like, wow.
No
No.
dots at all.
Wait for
Lark
it.
Voorhees
She says
was Lisa Turtle.
We do live in a free country, don't we? Says Judy Geis, who lives down the block from Dixon on Voorhees Lane, not related to Friday the 13th movie. Blah blah blah. Now, across the street from this lovely zombie apocalypse scene, auto paint and body shops line the other side of the road. So you realize it's a very high
Traffic.
high level of class in this area.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
industrial.
Class.
He also manages a haunted house attraction and used figures from a Halloween display to create what he's calling a holiday decoration. Apparently, he's begun also crowdfunding online for next year's even bigger and better scene to help cover any, quote, township citations.
I just want to see somebody up and shoot the baby Jesus zombie in there. It's the only way you can be sure.
That's true. You got to destroy the
Bunch of
brain.
zoning issues.
I think that's funny. That woman earlier that made the comment, she said, it's different, she says, adding, it's quite a hit with guests at their Christmas party, and she says, it's just like living next to an amusement park.
That's so nice.
Isn't
It
that?
sounds
Now,
like
how
it.
is
She
that?
seems-
Go ahead.
She seems like a lovely neighbor.
Oh, sure, she's lovely. She drinks a little, but she loves Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't trust
Yeah.
people that don't drink.
I love
So
that.
Good
Yeah.
call.
I'm in.
How is this zombie thing different from the like neighborhood associations that you can't paint your house a certain shade of
The homeowner
tan?
stuff?
Yeah. How is
The
this
big
zombie
according
different?
to the picture that I saw, which was a bad picture, otherwise I would have shown it in the video feed. Apparently, in this, he literally built. It's not just the nativity scene.
Oh, it's not just a little
He
thing.
built he built the barn. He built the whole thing in his front yard, so it's bigger.
very funny.
Got
You
it.
can't. You
It's
can't.
larger. Remember the child's public library?
Oh,
that
the
was shut
front.
Yes.
down?
Yeah.
I have a feeling this zombie castle
little-
is just a little bigger than
It
the
is.
public library.
Now, where did that take place?
That was in standby. Going back to the
Wait
top
for
of
it,
the
wait for it.
Cincinnati,
Cincinnati.
Sycamore Township, Ohio, which is near
Very near.
Cincinnati.
Hey, Dawn.
Got it.
Hi, Don.
Hi, guys.
Turns out snacking's a big part of the show too. So.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole
Oh,
second house.
she's got it. I didn't see that picture.
Also,
Thanks to Google.
thank you.
Fuck you. You will be the bitch this week.
Just different reasons.
That's a lovely shot.
I would like to point out that in my neighborhood, about 2 streets over, there is also an auto body shop that is someone's house. So that just tells you what kind of class I live. There's a sheep 2 streets over, and then
Yeah.
the 2 streets past that, there's an auto body
In the
shop.
front yard, just a sheep.
Yeah, in somebody's front. There, yeah.
Bad.
So if he wants to come and put this thing in his front yard, if he lived in my neighborhood,
Do it in Phoenix.
do
Nobody
it up.
noticed. Yeah.
Do it up.
Work it out.
That he could get the sheep from 2 streets over
But
to
you
come
know
live in
what?
it.
You know what? I still say this is not a. They say it's not a zombie issue. Bullshit. If that was Jesus, every fucking person.
Yeah.
Seriously,
would-
find me the Mexican woman in that neighborhood that has 100
Yeah.
fucking Madonnas
Yeah.
in her
Yeah.
front
Right.
yard.
Yeah.
And we
In the
don't
garage
mean
with a
like
shrine
Vogue
lights,
Madonna.
a shrine
Right.
thing.
No.
Yeah.
Strike a pose.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's why I qualified it with the Mexican woman.
Hey, Mexicans like Madonna, the singer.
Right.
You can't discriminate.
Don't forget my favorite story about scuba diving in Acapulco. And we're out on the dinghy, the Natalie Wood Memorial VIP dinghy. And as we're on our way out, and I'm convincing Doug that we're never gonna go out into the open ocean, like we're
Right.
never gonna leave the bay. We left the bay and went out in the open ocean.
Yeah.
And there was these 2 gay kids from Mexico City, and they were the cutest things. And the guy goes, and of course there's a sunken statue of the Madonna in the entrance to the harbor that we'll be able to dive down and see it, and it's for the protection of the sailors. And they're like, oh! I'm like, the other Madonna. And it was just because Doug just caught it, and I just turned around like, the other Madonna. But that had to be a tough choice because Mexican Catholic,
Yeah,
gay
right.
boys.
See?
You gotta
Yeah.
choose your favorite Madonna.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of a
Match game.
Mad
Right.
Lib. Yeah.
No matter how much clarification you give on that story, there's still a 50-50.
That's true. Bagging up is killing.
What,
me.
Oh, I
for
drink
real.
a lot and have a landscaper named Jesus. Does that count?
You're in.
Bag of Nope. I'd like to know how old's Jesus and and is he single?
I heard he didn't make
Oh,
it past
no.
31, but that's just a story.
I think he's been dead for about 2014
And I'm pretty sure
years.
she's full of shit because she only has rocks. She doesn't have a landscaper.
No, but somebody's got to come and
Pull the
rake that
weeds.
shit.
That bitch only has
Weeds.
rocks.
They do come and do that.
All right, you're getting a lot of bells. Well, sticking with the baby Jesus, sticking to the baby Jesus, whatever you want to look at, it's fine. Hey, settle
We're
down.
a,
Slice in the head, you know they're dead.
we're a
Hold on a second.
family
Peace
show.
out.
Happened to Tupac.
Well, so there. Now he's just a hologram.
Yeah.
Holla. So sticking with Jesus here,
Mm.
theft of the baby Jesus.
Dun dun dun.
I completely concur.
What
Yes,
the hell?
yes,
Oh,
yes.
hey, we've got
Scary.
it. Hang, we got to have that.
Yeah,
We got it.
we got it, yeah.
thought-
Theft of the baby Jesus. Maybe a hate crime.
could be.
Maybe.
Maybe it was a
Maybe a hate crime.
Well, let's listen to the story.
Wait,
Here's
was
why.
it black baby Jesus?
Nope.
Not a hate crime.
Wasn't
Not
it-
a hate crime.
wasn't a racial crime.
No. I
Was his hands up? Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Could he breathe?
No. His hands are up, but that was on the cross.
Oh,
That was years later.
Parenthetically, hands up.
Hands up. hands out. Hands up.
Hands out.
What
Hands up.
is?
Got 2 more nails. Give me 2 more nails.
Only need 3.
Only need 3.
He's a money saver, that one.
The big 3. That
Yeah.
number 3 comes up a lot in the Bible. So the FBI joined the investigation into who stole the baby Jesus from Haverhill, Massachusetts. The nativity scene was then, with the baby Jesus taken out, replaced it with a real pig's head.
I think we're going to say a baby pig.
Now, here's the problem.
Oh, here's the problem.
I'm the only one that thinks this is hilarious.
I mean, Jesus was a Jew. That's so not kosher.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
During a thank you.
Yeah,
I know, it's really got to look at them.
Yeah.
During a press conference Friday,
the Natalie
authorities
Wood Memorial
said
Big
this case may be treated as a hate crime.
Maybe.
If our investigation leads us to this person, to think that this person, was motivated by prejudice toward a religion, it will be treated as a hate crime. So that is why they hate.
What if it's this deeply
Maybe-
held religious belief?
It could be.
maybe
Pig's head, Jesus. I get it.
when Jesus
No,
was
the
born,
pig,
there
yeah.
was a pig in the stable that accidentally got killed, and they were just trying to pay
Homage.
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 Yeah, or whatever.
They could have just laid bacon in the goddamn.
Good call. But then it would be insulting
bacon.
I was
cops.
just gonna say.
Again, a hate crime.
Well, that is gone.
Sold bacon.
There's a chance of me walking by a pig's head, but bacon?
Nope, not bacon.
No, you got me.
No.
Is there vodka near the bacon?
Basically, baby Jesus.
Twofer. It's a twofer.
It's the baby Jesus memorial cradle.
I'm quite certainly I don't know how they even noticed because
Yes.
it says that a priest at Sacred Hearts Church, just north of Boston it is,
Sure.
called them Christmas morning to report the nativity scene theft and switch. So this was a complete theft and switch.
They lured baby Jesus
They
away
did.
with warm clothes.
Well, the
And shelter.
cock crowed 3 times is what happened, from what I understood.
the hound howled thrice.
Oh, and then we stole it. Anyway, so
Et tu, piggy.
So the pig's head was wrapped in plastic, lying in the manger. Isn't that a part of the story?
I think so.
Swaddling clothes.
Away in
The
a
manger,
no pig
no
in
pig's
the
head
head.
for a bed wrapped in
Hey,
swaddling
it works.
clothes.
It works with the
And
melody.
lo,
It's all that
the
matters.
angel of the Lord.
Give me a C, a bouncy C. Come on.
Well, and it was surrounded by Mary, Joseph, and the lamb figurines, which is just a fucking problem.
This little lamb of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Oh, piggy,
This
head
little
of
lamb of
mine. This little piggy went to market.
That'll do, pig.
This little
That'll do.
I feel we can get way too much
little piggy
manger.
went wee 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 all the way to the manger.
He never has a second manger at home. I don't know why. Little side note, keeping with the.
We're still sticking with Jesus.
Well, no, we're sticking with this.
Oh,
Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! It's bacon!
Today is National Bacon Day.
Shouldn't there be bacon to celebrate?
Thank God you got up for today.
I completely forgot. I thought earlier in the day about bringing just having some bacon made up for us, but I don't
There's a
have.
big fucking plate of bacon.
I did have bacon after midnight, so I'm good. I did have lunch after midnight, so that worked out good.
okay.
Okay.
I was trying to remember what time I had lunch, but I feel like it was
I'm gonna
after
have to
midnight.
work it in.
Yeah.
Yep.
We only have a couple hours.
That's true.
Well, if anybody's out there
Gotta
can
stop
figure out a
with
way to get bacon to us immediately, please let
Deliver.
private message one of us so that we can figure this
And you
out.
can take a little extra time to burn mine.
I'm okay with
I
that. as
do.
well.
Crispy
Yeah.
bacon's good. I don't like that
I don't
gummy
like the
bacon.
fleshy part, like
No,
the
I like
Fat, all the.
I am not a bacon snob. I'll take it however it
Crisp,
comes.
well,
I don't want to
Well,
like
I'm
bend
not
it and
gonna
just
turn
watch
it
it
down.
bend.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
okay.
It's okay.
I want it.
okay.
I want it to be almost dust.
I like it bendy.
See, I don't like it bendy.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We're
my
going right
bacon
back
to
to
go like
Jesus. Anybody see how this
Floppy
working out?
bacon.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the bacon I like.
Floppy bacon.
Yeah, we're being floppy bacon.
And the easiest way to get me off bacon is bring me chewy bacon, and I'm just out. Like,
Oh.
unless
What
you,
about
then
turkey
you gotta-
that's my new
Then you
drag
gotta
name.
hide it in a sandwich or wrap it around like
Right.
or
In
make-
the wrap, that would be
or
good.
tell me it's prosciutto. Then you gotta
Sure.
then use
Same
the
sauce.
prosciutto.
he's
word.
got somebody. You can hide it in the sandwich or wrap it around. He's got so many. It's like you're.
floppy bacon.
It's like you're the bacon traffic controller. So many things going on.
Laura, bacon lover. Now I think bacon
Laura,
lover
you
should
need
be
parenthetic.
Oh, a caramel sundae topped with bacon. That sounds lovely
Well, it's gonna give you the salt that you need to make.
and fat free. Don't know what that sounds at all. Lovely.
Nope.
Well, let's,
all about the poutine
let's,
now.
let's go to the other end of that bacon.
know
Police say that they matched a would-be pizza shop robbery to a roll of toilet paper in a Pennsylvania home. Uniontown police say that 29-year-old Eric Fry tried to rob Michael Maria's Pizzeria on Saturday by handing an employee a note written on TP that read, "I have a gun, give me $300. Well, police arrived before Frey could leave because the employee was smart enough to hit the panic button, thereby locking all the doors of the facility. Frey told officers that he was forced to commit the robbery by a large bearded man with a gun who assaulted him in a nearby alley. Because you couldn't just run away.
No.
Well, now, police say that a search of Frey's apartment wiped out that explanation. That's where they say that they found a newly opened roll of toilet paper with the print impression from phrase note on an outer sheet.
Oh, okay. This went a much happier way than I was expecting.
Online court records do not list an attorney for fray.
That's weird.
Yeah, when I first saw that headline, I'm like, oh, where are we going with this?
It's going to be a story about corn.
Corn out.
Yeah.
Hey, white
Cornhole.
I like it.
Cornhole.
The day after Seacrest came out.
Well,
I should say pulled out.
touche.
Oh, we're assuming he was in?
Yeah.
That's really
Leap of faith there, people. Leap of faith.
Well, we go to Waco, Texas. I mean Waco.
Somebody had to look at that the day they named that town and thought, well,
maybe,
all right.
maybe not.
I was hoping it was an
Okay.
acronym for
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do
Thank
have
you so
now?
much. Now, there was an 85-year-old woman in Texas. She's been arrested by
that
local
girl.
law enforcement because she was caught on film kidnapping.
Dogs.
Nope, and not Jesus either.
Nope.
A pig's body with no head?
Nope. Nope. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. Go, go, go.
Small children.
Nope. One of her neighbor's cats, which she is accused
She might
of
be-
making into fur coats.
Al, I hope that you agree with me on this PETA stance.
I feel like Cruella DeVille.
Totally, right?
And
And I went
I'm
right
just
to
singing the song.
Cruella
Cruella DeVille. Let's go ahead
Cruella
and.
DeVille.
Here's
Oh,
a lovely
God.
picture of the woman.
She has blue eyeshadow. It's very pretty.
Yep.
It's
She is-
Maggie Smith.
It's a good call.
It's Maggie Smith and First Wives Club.
The recent disappearance of domestic animals in the neighborhood started to arouse suspicion.
You got to
from
do
local
something with those
residents.
strays.
And
I'm
a local,
sorry.
and a
They
local,
weren't strays. They were people owned
it
them.
alerted
I mean,
residents and a local furrier.
taxidermy. What?
Dicker and Dicker at Beverly Hills is like, what are all these?
Amateur
No, we're talking like,
taxidermist and
this is
furrier.
Maggie and Marty.
And well photographed furrier emerged from her house today.
So here's the thing, though. This one, people notice that they're not just stray cats. If they're your own cat, you kind of go,
Oh, can you tell which cat it
that
is?
looks a lot like
She didn't match the
that
pelts?
looks a lot like Maggie or Marty. So they started noticing her particular fur coat. Some even recognizing their cats in the coat's fur.
Nuh-uh.
A fact the lady vehemently denied before being caught on videotape by a private detective hired by local residents following the suspicious woman.
Wow.
It's believed the old lady started at first to raise her own cat.
Laura, I hope they didn't waste the meat. Oh, my God.
Oh, no,
Atta
by the
girl.
way, did not.
Oh,
Her
Laura,
own cats, but
don't-
finally decided to capture neighboring cats because she got much too attached to the little critters. Her own little critters that she was raising for the coats.
Sure.
It's estimated she used over 30 cats to make one single fur coat, and
'Cause
over
it takes
20
a
fur
lot.
coats were found in her house.
20 fur coats times 30 cats per coat.
The retired
600.
fashion
Wait,
designer.
that's a lot of fucking. Nobody
That's
told
like
me there'd be
6,000.
math.
that's like 4
The
or 5.
They told me there'd be no math.
That's a lot.
The retired fashion designer
cats.
lured neighborhood cats with food and skinned them in her basement because she's not creepy.
Alive or dead? Wait.
I-
Skin them
or
alive.
they-
When
didn't
she
survive.
where she dried their skins. She also used the
did not.
meat of the cats.
There you go, Laura.
To lure other cats who unwittingly were eating their own species.
That is so fucking
A
smart
disgusting and
and
cruel
organic.
hobby, admits local PETA spokeswoman
PETA.
Jane
I
Churchill.
yes.
Anyway, so
PETA
legal
says you
experts
shouldn't eat-
assess the 85-year-old
Yes.
woman could spend up to 18 months in jail for her crimes.
And a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most.
I am.
I'm so troubled by this story.
I
Mrs. Roberts,
picture
meat
that
pies?
that may be the most
Meow
disturbing.
cow, don't kidnap me. Instead of I'm a guy.
That may be the most disturbing
Meow cow,
story.
that's awesome.
I mean,
Ever.
I think that tops guys fucking cars.
Yeah,
and
ever.
so many like pig heads and nativity
Also,
scenes.
I didn't even find that one. But
I did.
That's just fucked
fucking
up.
troubling.
That's crazy.
The
She's
crazy
literally
bitch in the
she's the
neighborhood.
true life Cruella DeVille. She really
Totally.
is.
Yeah.
I feel like the worst part is it's not even a cute coat.
No, that's awful.
It's
Can
not.
you imagine? You're like, oh, that's fluffy. I don't know. Like
I used to have a cat look just like. You're just at the, you're at the local Piggly
me
Wiggly
get-
pushing your cart down the aisle, and you look like
You'd be like, ma'am, your sleeve just looks just like Snickers.
circle. of
Snickers.
Oh my God, Harrison, bitch is nuts, but she's clever.
Right?
There's that.
She's a circle of life. Thank
Yeah.
you, Laura.
Oh my God, that's
Poor
Cats is right, Richard. Poor Cats
I'm
is
serious.
right.
All I keep thinking is
Sweeney Todd for the win.
Right?
Sweetie Todd, yes.
Bag of Nope Knows I've been sitting over.
Yep, you've been sitting on that for a long time.
Pies for
I mean,
sale.
for real, that one.
Tasty
And
pies
I'm telling you
for
that
sale.
Pussycat-
Mix it in the mixer and pretend it's beef.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We don't want to know how the sausage is made.
Cannibal kitties.
Well, it's at least in Sweeney Todd they moved on from cats to people. So
Yeah, well, yeah. I
She
mean,
was in
people can fight back.
blah 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 blah. Waco, Texas.
Yes,
Waco, Texas.
Waco, Texas, Laura. There you go.
Yep, just keeping it real in Waco.
That's right.
Like you do.
Sorry, back it up.
Now, I've-
moving on.
I've never heard in America. I think we can all agree that, and I swear to God, if you don't agree with this, something's wrong with you.
He's looking directly at me. for
Pigeons
those of you
are
who
just
can't.
vile flying rats. They're
Hey.
horrible, horrible creatures.
You should know that in my obsession with animals, I am scared to death of birds, and I wish that they didn't exist. I'm all of them. That if it has a beak, I don't want it. Oh no,
dirty fucking
In
creatures.
addition, pigeons, rats of the sky. That's all they
Okay,
are.
thank
Rats
God
of
we
the
got
sky.
you on this one. Well, police in Germany are looking for a missing.
Rats with cuter costumes.
Oh God, no! I'd rather have a rat in my house than a pigeon.
Well,
Take
that
that back.
happened.
No, I meant squirrels. I hate them too.
Oh, squirrel! I love squirrels.
They're rats.
Oh my.
As
Go
I sit here
ahead.
putting nuts in my mouth. Go
Squirrel.
ahead. Pray continue.
Squirrel.
Sir or zombie.
You like the nuts in the mouth reference?
Yeah.
Police in Germany are looking for a missing pigeon, and any finder could be in line for a $12,250 reward. I can't imagine putting that kind of a price on a fucking pigeon, but Dusseldorf police said Tuesday that the 6-year-old male homing pigeon named AS969, just got a number, was stolen at some point on Saturday night from a locked aviary in the city's suburbs. They say the light gray bird is valued by its owners at 150,000 euros, approximately $184,000.
It's a fucking pigeon.
And police suspect the thief or thieves were, now this is a word,
Spell it.
connoisseurs? Connoisseurs, there you go.
Oh, very
Very
nice.
good.
I know the word,
Aficionados.
but when you see it, it doesn't look right to me. They were connoisseurs, as it was the most valuable in the aviary of all of the other pigeons. The owner offered a €10,000 award for the bird's recovery. Homing pigeons.
How much was it worth?
I don't get it.
They
150,000 euro.
$12,250 is the reward. $184,000 is what it's
Did
valued
it have
at.
like 183,500 worth of diamonds around its neck? Like,
I don't
what
know.
the hell is a pigeon worth that much?
I don't know why
for?
it's worth that much. I can't imagine it.
If
But
it's a homing pigeon, it's gonna come back.
Ding ding.
Thank you.
if they ever let it out,
Funny.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And what do you want with a dead gray squirrel? What the hell is it? A pigeon?
Seriously.
I will tell you though, in that Dusseldorf, Germany, I was reading an article with my students. Can't make that shit up.
you just like saying that word.
It's a good
I
word.
do. Well, I was reading an article with my students. They are one of the first agencies. Watch me bring it back. That have put shoes on police
Wait for
dogs
it.
We're
because
watching.
police dogs, their feet were getting hurt on the cobblestone, so they put shoes on their police dogs. And back to the dogs.
And then
Positive
and that's
the
why they
dogs
all
were
walk like this.
yeah, they're like, ah!
They look like
Yes.
the Korean art, like the South Korea.
Yes, they all walk.
And they look to the right for the leader. She's a major.
76 trombones.
And one guy up there that we're supposed to believe in.
Yes.
My God,
Talking about the pig's head?
that pigeon better crap out gold, or there's no reason for it.
That's right. That's right.
Even if it did crap out gold,
There is
I
no
don't want a
message.
fucking pigeon.
You still got gold covered in shit.
You know what, though?
You can rinse gold off.
If I had that pigeon, I would take the reward.
Yeah.
That would be a better show on the Discovery
would
Channel
steal
than
the pigeon.
Alaskan gold, pigeon gold.
Yeah.
You just have to collect pigeon shit and rinse it, and you just look at these nuggets.
I'm not in.
Ew.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
I'm going back over to.
Not tonight, Berta.
And I'm telling you that Pussycats is quick.
Maybe I shouldn't have watered down this drink.
Not even a little bit.
No.
I brought 2 bottles.
So, there are things with names. People like, you have families. Like, anybody here have the
Have a family?
No. Like,
Last name is
the-
Carlson. Yes, we all have that.
Dr. Ben. Where, like, every child has the same first initial, every,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Alliteration in names, perhaps?
Well, correct. Or, like, there's a theme that they would have going on. Well, this guy may be pushing it a little too far.
Like Jody, Johnny, Jill, Jackie, Judy.
Right.
I grew up
Or
with
Jack
a Bethany,
Daniels and
Bonnie.
Jim Beam.
Oh,
Ben.
Jim Beam.
Shut up.
Yes.
Is he naming all his kids after liquor?
Well, no, his name is Jack Daniels, so he decided that he was going to piss off his family and name his first son Jim Beam.
Who's next, Jose?
Fair, Jack.
Like you do.
Three wise men.
No. Coming up, a
Johnny
man named
next?
after whiskey
Johnny.
has named his son
Walker.
for bourbon.
Oh.
31-year-old Jack Daniels Leathers is his last name, of Gray, Louisiana.
Has he anyone
says
to
he and
blame
his
but his parents?
23,
Right. No one.
exactly. So,
The state of Louisiana.
23-year-old wife, Lydia Leathers, of course, chose the name well before their marriage.
Put the
She
cock
tells
ring
the
down, Lydia.
Courier they talked about baby names on their first date and thought Jim Beam would be a good idea. They're planning ahead. Jim Beam Leathers was born November 14th, turning grandparental peak in tradition. Jack Daniels Leathers says his parents named him to upset their parents. And so he has continued that tradition. He says if they have another baby, a boy will be Evan Williams after the bourbon, and a girl will be named Sherry. Of course you will. The alcoholic names extended to the Terrebonne Parish judge who
Terrapin
officiated.
Parish. Oh my God! I'm taking away your Steel Magnolias card.
What? Please
Terrapin
do.
Parish.
Oh, is that? Looking at this does not mean anything.
Right
That
next to
doesn't-
Oh, that is
Peacochin Parish.
Terrebonne. You're right.
Neither does
I'm like, wait a
connoisseur.
minute.
Fuck you people.
I'm like, you can't take away Mr.
And that
Magnolia's
means
card.
Spill it.
that means good land. It means good land.
Very nice.
It's French.
Well, the official
Oh, for a second.
who officiated their wedding, ready? Johnny Walker.
Ciao.
Wait. Pulling a cat.
Didn't fall.
Mrs. Mooney has a pie shop. Does a business, but I've noticed something weird lately. All the neighbors' cats have disappeared. What you do in my
Don't you look
shop?
pretty in that coat?
Just the thought of it's enough to make you sick, and I'm telling you that pussycats is quick.
Good work.
Nicely done.
Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. She makes because the neighbor.
Don't
pies
worry
out of
about it.
I'm
cats.
familiar with the story. I just don't know all the songs.
I
Yeah,
do.
I'm with
Well,
you.
of course you
completely.
do.
I have no idea. I
You're
was just
a
laughing at
bigger
him.
She
Broadway
hooks up
musical
with the
whore
guy
than I do.
upstairs, and she's like, "Hey, if you're gonna murder the fuck out of them, I'm gonna make them pie." That's the whole plot,
The only thing I want to
Think
ever.
of it as thrift, as a gift.
right?
I never saw the movie, but the only draw that I ever had to it was Johnny Depp.
Oh,
Oh, sure.
Just because I'll see Johnny Depp do damn near anything.
I saw it.
And you have to
again.
be thankful because it stops her from putting pussies into pies. She switches
Pussies
to
right.
rainbow.
Pies.
Animal rights.
Because I'm
Just
telling
in
you,
the
those
coat,
pussycats
right?
is quick.
That was a fantastic laugh.
Now I have to download Sweeney Todd again.
Sir.
And a woman of limited wind. That's my favorite line.
Well, a 20-year-old Kansas man has been sentenced to nearly 8 years in prison for stealing the wedding ring from the hand of a dying woman last year in the drive-thru of a fast food restaurant.
Wait,
The funeral home. No. The Wichita Eagle reports Sedgwick County District Judge Christopher Magana sentenced Keith Bryan Hickles.
Hickles.
Why I'll have to tell these fucking three names on March to 94 months. He was one of 3 men convicted of stealing items from a 43-year-old woman named Daniel Zimmerman after she suffered a brain aneurysm on December 29th of last year in the drive-thru of a Wichita Taco Bell. This brings it back to Al. Zimmerman, who had gone to the restaurant to get dinner for herself, her husband, and 2 teenage sons, crashed her truck into the speaker box, then died the next day.
I call my pussy speaker box.
Apparently, while the employees of the Taco Bell were quote trying to help her, they lifted her wedding ring, and then they lifted her purse, which the police recovered December 30th, which was the next day. But the ring still remains missing. What a bunch of shit! Why would
That's
horrible.
fucked up.
That is
That's like
fucked up.
this. That's like
Christmas
I mean,
story?
it's not. I mean, that's fucked up. I equate it to a woman who takes and strips cats down.
yeah,
and makes
like
fur
that's
coats.
like it's kind of in the same
okay.
realm.
I agree.
Although when I was younger and much more poor,
criminal. Oh.
yeah, a little bit. It's just really.
Were you a smooth criminal?
I'm really ashamed of this actually, but I'll put it out there.
Well, hey,
in
a lot of
national-
people in that seat have told
Yeah,
stories that they're ashamed
seriously.
of. So
Yeah.
continue
Alright.
the
As
tradition.
long as it has to do with Nantucket or anything else, keep going. Work it out.
Please confess your crimes,
We
sir
drove.
or ma'am.
A friend
By
of
we,
mine,
she doesn't
a bad
mean me.
influence. No, a bad influence friend who's no longer my friend. We were at Starbucks and we drove through and we ordered a Starbucks and we picked it up and then as we were driving out, we were like, oh my god, they have that tip container and it was full of cash. So we went back through first of all, then we pulled my car to the side and we covered up the license plate, and then we went back through
As you do.
the line.
Like you do.
I was like 17. Then we went back through the line and the Starbucks employees had taken the tip thing in and emptied it out. So then as we drove past, I grabbed it and it had like 4 cents in it. But still, it was a pretty fucked up thing to do.
Yeah.
But it was
Bad
nobody's
karma.
wedding ring.
Bad karma.
And there were no dogs involved.
Right.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
I thought for sure this
A
was something.
fox upon your house, you tip stealer.
Yep.
It was 4 cents.
Nope.
Tip stealer.
I thought for sure you were gonna somehow figure out to bring us back to dogs and
tip
booties.
well.
Maybe.
Because
Booty
of
is
those
like
instances,
feet.
I
Because of
tip
that?
well.
All right, well, you've learned
Not
your
like
lesson.
a donk.
I know.
I've learned my lesson.
You're on probation.
Not
My
like
God.
that.
Well, we've somehow managed to get through the first hour of this dog and pony show. Coming up in just moments, the drinking game begins. A couple more headlines. Al's going to talk about potentially dead people or entertainment stuff.
Oh.
Kat's
Both.
Kat's got things we're going to interrupt her about.
Now we're gonna shit on him.
My new segment called Shit on This expanded tonight.
Oh, just for your pleasure.
Oh, expanded
That's very
shitting.
good. Stay with us. We've got
Good
2 more
shit. I
hours
hope
of
you
the
had a big
show
dinner.
on this, our final show of 2014. Stick around. We'll be right back.
You've been listening to The Show on Q Talk America. This is Q Talk America.
The following broadcast contains adult humor, language, and topics, along with partial nudity. Actual knowledge is used sparingly. The show is a result of a lost bet and a bad game of rock, paper, scissors. It's The Show with Clayton McKee. And now, a man with a face for radio, Clayton McKee.
Good evening, everybody. 8 o'clock on the atomic clock on the old wall. Thank you for joining us. This is Q Talk America. I'm Clayton McKee alongside with Aaron Henderson, Kat Carlson, Marty Ryer, Al Perkins. I don't know what happened,
Right.
but you're all laughing hysterically about
I was
something.
talking shit over the break, and they were warning me that we went live and to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
STFU.
STFU.
There you go.
I need a map.
Oh, do you want a countdown from now on? I
No.
can start
No, no,
using
no,
the
we need-
lights.
No. Apparently, I needed one.
But not now. We're
Okay.
good now.
It's just a
I
warning.
got
So-
buttercup
I can
yellow
start
on the
using these
table.
little lights
Yeah,
more if
you
you
love
need.
those lights.
They're
I
very
thought
pretty.
that was just to make Al stop talking.
You know what I like? You know what? Well, they are. They don't always
It
work.
doesn't work.
Quiet. I'm
Tonight
running the,
you really have
I'm
been.
running the chat room, people.
Yes,
Hi,
you are.
Aaron
No,
and Molly and.
You know what? Now,
Hey, everybody.
2 things that I brought to this show,
Listen.
aside from the show itself, the 2 things that I brought to the show, when I first
Cal.
brought these in, everybody thought I was fucking crazy. They're like,
Love the
don't
bells.
bring bells. Do not bring bells to
I
the
don't
show.
know. Not everybody.
Well, I don't remember if it was you. Al thought it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
What's
and then
that?
these bells.
Bells.
And then success. Big
God, you're all
success.
talking at once. How does this work?
You mean because you're not?
Yeah, because you're right, exactly.
How does this work when you all talk at once?
The other thing that I brought to this show
The
that
bells
worked
were
out.
funny the minute we started. Though.
Yeah, they were.
No.
Right up
No.
until the first ring, I hated them. Then I was, I'm not.
Now we're on board.
Not Sweeney Todd. Aaron.
there was
Laura,
that.
You did not see me at Gamage with Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, and Molly, I agree with you. I've seen. Well, I have the original Broadway cast, almost the original Broadway cast at Kennedy Center in Washington on DVD too. I have all the Holy Grails of Gatum, but
Like
it's the
Show off.
original staging is amazeballs of that. If you ever get a chance to see it with Angela Lansbury, but then the on-stage version was phenomenal. I saw it on Broadway and I saw it on tour here, and that was one
saw
of
it
the
here.
greatest things ever. Where and it was almost the entire cast. When they left Broadway, they went right on tour. So except for Sweeney. We saw different Sweeney, but we saw the woman who took over for Patti LuPone, who was much better.
How long ago was this?
Judy Kuhn, 2008, 9, somewhere in there.
Okay.
And they played it on stage, and it was all told by Toby in the insane asylum, and it was in the insane asylum, and instead of slashing the people's throats, Mrs. Lovett just walked to the front of the stage and poured a bucket of blood into the other. And if you sat in front, they kind of warned you because it was splashing, and as the show went on and more people died, she was getting more splash with blood, and the blood was just going everywhere, and she played the triangle, and people played the tuba, and it was just incredible. And then you saw Joanna is one of the last people to live through the end of the show, completely mad. And when she does her thing about, you promised to see me on Sunday, and it's Monday, now it's August, and she's doing this whole thing, and she does it so fast that it's kind of cute when you see it originally, but to have her sing it from an insane asylum, and that thing that she was locked up in an insane asylum, and the day she gets out, she watched people die and get their throats slashed and thrown into ovens and realize about cannibalism. Like, it makes sense that they're all fucking nuts. It was brilliant. Brilliant.
On that note, let's go to our drinking disclaimer so that we can somehow forget this.
And now, a drink along. We dare you to stay awake during this royalty-free music and to play a drinking game with us. If you are currently or soon to be driving a car, you cannot play. If you are presently the primary caregiver for children and or the elderly, you may desperately want to play, but no. If you are listening from a rehab facility, you are disqualified because you already hit bottom. And that means you already won this game at least once. If playing this game is in any way illegal for you, put the bottle down and make better life choices. There is no good in your goodbye, and there is no lifeguard on duty, so you will be swimming at your own risk. Tell your lawyer to take the fucking day off. You can't sue us. We warned you. Good luck.
Our drinking word is pussycats. I will accept pussy.
All right.
Feline, other derivatives.
No, just pussy.
Oh.
Cats is actually the optional part.
Yes.
Wait, does that mean anytime we're talking to cat,
No.
we'd have to drink cat?
No.
So what if we talk about cat's pussy?
Hey, knock knock.
Oh.
No. Knock,
I think
knock.
she likes the first way better. I think she likes pussy cat better than
Now
cat.
she's blushing.
Hang on. No, I have a joke for you. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Nope.
No. I don't know.
Has anybody tried
I
their
get to
beverage
drink.
lately?
Oh, good drink.
I get to drink.
Drink.
That's a tasty
Whose turn
beverage.
is it?
Bag of Nope. I actually got to see, well, I didn't see Angela Lansbury on Broadway, obviously, but I saw Patti LuPone on Broadway, and Angela Lansbury was better, and Judy Kuhn, who was from, or Judy Kay. Her name is Judy Kay. Judy Kuhn is the one from she's a one of the Disney princesses.
I'm with you, Richard. That's what I'm hearing too.
Judy Kay took on and she just gave it something that Patti LuPone just did not offer. She just gave it a different tone and a different level of insanity, and she did the tour, and I sat really close. I just wanted to see how insane they would play when I found out how much the cast was coming.
You know, Judy Kay's from Phoenix.
I think I may have known that.
She's from Phoenix, and I actually have one of her CDs. Her acting coach was Elaine Stein.
And she's from the original cast of Phantom of the Opera.
I couldn't tell you that.
99% sure.
But I know she was a local girl
Phantom
from
of the Opera,
Mini.
Ragtime, big, lots of Broadway credits, very good, and it was not a trade off at all to see her instead of. I saw Patti LuPone on Broadway, and I saw Judy on tour, and it was.
Who is
just
it?
staggering.
Is
And you
there
don't even
someone
like-
in this group that does not like Patti LuPone?
Him.
Me.
It's you. Okay, that's what
But
I
I saw her in that, and she was good. Like
Okay.
it was.
That's
it
what
was
ringing
good.
a bell, and I'm like, why? It sounds
And
like you're saying positive.
I have a
things, though.
DVD of her and Neil Patrick Harris doing with the San Francisco Symphony. They did it for Halloween in 2001. They did a musical staging of Sweeney Todd, just like they just did it a couple months ago with
West Side Story.
No, they did
I
Sweeney.
saw Cats
did.
on Broadway.
They did Sweeney Todd with with
Cats. Good call, honey.
Oh, Cats, thank you.
yeah, what the fuck's her name? With and I love Emma Thompson. It was Emma Thompson and
like her
Audra
a lot.
McDonald as the beggar
Audra
woman,
McDonald.
and it was phenomenal.
it's
But the
amazing.
one with Patti LuPone from San Francisco, again, I have the DVD. Like I scour Amazon for these things. It's very good. Like it's just such a brilliant piece of music that it's really hard to fuck up.
But
But
you're saying it was Neil Patrick Harris and Patti LuPone that were on Broadway?
No, Neil Patrick Harris. Patti LuPone was on Broadway in the revival. In this San Francisco staging with the San Francisco Symphony, it was Patti LuPone and Neil Patrick Harris played Toby.
Okay.
So they sang "Nothing's Gonna Harm You" together, and it's lovely. Like when
Right.
she can be lovely, or she can just scream and annoy me. Like she has.
That's
Yeah.
what I remember.
Like her in
Okay,
Sunset Boulevard
yeah.
drives me crazy, and I hated her in Evita.
They just as an aside with Neil Patrick Harris, did you guys see because I don't remember you talking about this, the 20 most fascinating people?
I did
Barbara
not. I did
Walters?
not. No.
He was one of them.
20 or 10?
And 10. My bad.
yeah.
My bad.
Now
I'm
she's doing an
sorry.
extended version.
Well, she wasn't going to do any version, apparently.
It's the
and
dance
then came
remix.
back. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
The Barbara Walters dance remix.
This time,
Barbara,
10% more pussy.
Barbara's totally twerking. Like I'm.
Nicely done.
10% more geriatric pussy.
Good Lord.
Aye.
And it smells like fish, strangely.
Good God.
Is that your
gotta
coat? Or are we at a fishery?
I gotta go.
Anywho.
Have you ever tried to pull a cold grilled cheese apart?
Oh my god, I feel like that should be called the time I got a yeast infection.
Wait, this is going in a whole different direction, maybe. Anyway, Neil Patrick Harris was very, very. He's
Way
so
to bring it
funny.
home.
Thank
Way
you.
to bring it home.
Yes.
He's
Good
so
work,
funny anyway. But they were showing some different things, and I had forgotten his very first movie was with Whoopi.
Whoopi Goldberg, yeah.
Claire's Heart?
Claire's Heart. Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. He was a baby.
Yeah.
And he was making fun of himself for being in like Tiger Beat or Teen Beat or whatever.
I believe I
And
had
how-
his poster from Doogie Howser.
Well, he said people would be going through the magazine. And he said, I was in there at the same time as Johnny Depp. And so, you're going through the magazine and they're like, there's this hot picture of Johnny Depp.
One of the Corys,
There's this
maybe.
and that. And then all of a sudden, you flip the page
There's Doogie.
and there's Doogie with he said, with all this kind of ratted, curly hair.
he was not a cute kid.
He's not a cute
Nope.
kid. He's adorable now.
But he was
yeah.
he was like a dorky little teenager.
Oh, yeah.
Cap,
He was
cap.
In there.
Do you say
But-
cat? Did you say
cat.
pussycat?
Yes, I said cat.
Pussy.
Yay!
But it was just...
You missed the story about the yeast infection. It was like pulling
Oh,
two cold
I
I'm
think
drinks.
it's
so
okay.
unhappy
Yeah.
about the
We're
whole.
good.
Feel free to share that at
We're
home
good.
when you get
Yeah.
there.
But if you get the chance, it's on demand.
Molly, Granny Punani.
Oh,
Oh my god! That one time at the Herburger, that was the best show ever.
There was but if you get the chance for on demand to see it,
I will.
because it was the most fascinating person. Do you mind if I give it away?
Yeah, and it was. I thought it was a bad choice.
Actually, I did when I heard, but then I went, wait a minute. It was George Clooney's wife.
who actually is known for a lot of activism and a lot of good
Oh
things.
my God, is she bright.
I saw that interview, and all they did was talk about the wedding.
Oh,
Like,
no.
I don't know. The
They
parts
did
that I
a
saw.
whole thing about her, her Oxford education, and that she's
Lawyer, you said? Or law degree?
lawyer and
human rights,
humanitarian. And they did this whole thing, and then apparently that's what people want to do when they interview her now.
Is
when
just talk
she's
about-
doing about Clooney, and she said, if you would like to know his stance on those things, maybe you should ask him.
Yeah.
Now the next question, and she's beautiful and well spoken, and she's really something. And I thought, good choice at that point.
And the one good thing about celebrity pussy is
Yeah, there you have it. Okay.
Bacon.
watch it work.
Mm.
Ooh, there's something wrong with that pussy.
Worst,
Yeah,
worst
it's
drinking word
salty.
ever.
Actually, maybe that wouldn't be so bad.
Worst drinking word ever.
Nativity.
They used to do that with Brad
Borzak.
Pitt for a while. But Brad Pitt was
Right.
like, if you're gonna follow me constantly, I'm gonna go stand in, was his thing Rwanda or or Darfur? And he was like, then if you're gonna
I thought
follow
his
me
thing
everywhere
was-
and annoy me, then I'm gonna go stand in a war-torn country, and you're gonna report this. You're gonna interview me with this as the backdrop so that somebody pays attention.
I thought
and he
his
did
big
that-
thing was Katrina, like all the Katrina stuff.
No, this was years prior.
Oh, okay.
Years
yeah.
prior, where he
But you
started
are right.
doing
He
it.
did. That was a
That
big
was-
thing
Oh
for
no,
him. Yeah.
he and Sean Penn.
Okay,
But
yep.
his big thing was, if you're gonna annoy me and follow me, then here's where I'm gonna fly my plane,
Oh,
and
I
here's
see.
where it's gonna land. So you're gonna
So
have to
then
pay
you
attention
can,
to this.
right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, because it was, and she's just very striking as far as like a Jackie O kind of thing. They were making huge comparisons, the whole old Hollywood kind of stuff, and I saw it. Like, I was able to see it because Clooney is so dashing and whatever, and then here she comes in, the way
And
she
he-
dresses and her style.
And he
it
comes-
was a total-
Dasher, a dancer, a prancer, and a vixen.
she's a vixen.
and
I
he's-
love it. She's a pussy vixen.
He's related to old Hollywood. You know, Jose Ferrar is his
Right.
uncle / cousin / dad or something, and
Oh.
you know, Rosemary
Yeah,
Clooney is his
confusing.
aunt. Like,
Right?
how Ferrar,
dad is in,
Debbie Boone is his sister-in-law. Like, it all.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I
She
think
lights
it's
up his
Miguel
life.
Ferrar is
sure does.
married to
and Pat Boone.
is married to Pat Boone.
I've had
No.
Boone's Farm.
Yeah, no.
Boone's Farm.
Similar.
Bad pussy.
Hey, here's the problem.
Strawberry
Maybe-
Hill.
Yeah, maybe she like
Thing-
strawberry wine.
Things that smell like filthy douches.
Tea. No,
Hey, Marnie. Knock,
Yeah.
knock.
Very good. Ryder has a final headline, so
Story.
let's
Go.
continue on with that, Marn.
well, good riddance, I say. Good
Bad
riddance. Yeah, 2 days ago. Today's the 30th, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yes.
good. 2 days
I had
ago
to check the
was
atomic clock.
Good
I'll allow
Riddance
it.
Day in New York, and it was about bad memories be gone. And I thought it's been 8 years, and I guess I've never heard of it before. Dozens destroy sad mementos on Good Riddance Day.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
Yeah, and they do it
cleansing.
and it's a company, Shred It.
right, that
And,
company.
perfect. What a great idea in Times Square. And if you can't get to Times Square, as many of us cannot, you can send in, like they now with Twitter and different things, you could send things in. They would print it out for you, and then they'd shred it. and do it now. So you would write down the list of shredded items, included old bills, scary medical records, and it's time to say goodbye, said one participant.
Will people fit in the shredder?
Cats.
In Waco,
Right,
Texas,
cats, yeah.
pussies will.
Cats, yes.
All right.
Mrs. Mooney has
That's
a pie shop.
And one woman found a way to smash a sad family memento. They were, I know, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
They were part of more than 100 people gathered to ring in the new year early by getting there to toss out bad memories at the 8th annual Good Riddance Day. The flip side to a new start and beginning is getting rid of the bad things that have been dragging us down in 2014. Most threw papers into the giant industrial shredder, while others used a giant mallet to crush bad memories. So they have this shredded thing in front, and this woman hammers a piece of coral collected at Maui Beach. It was just, we collected this, now it's a bad memory. So,
Wow.
you know.
Fuck him.
What a good idea tomorrow
with
night.
X's, and that's, I have it printed out for tomorrow night. Yeah. So then this Denise Moore, who did the piece of coral, shredded it.
I'm about to destroy some bacon.
You don't eat the things you're mad at. Yeah, you don't eat the things you're mad
You're
at.
shredding it. I don't.
Unless it's
disagree.
the pussy of an ex, then we can't help you.
Oh.
So this Denise Moore traveled into Manhattan from her home in Oxford, Connecticut, to smash a coral she and her now ex-husband picked up on a beach during a vacation in Maui. So she was like, "Get rid of this. Time to say goodbye and be gone." Some sought to get rid of more symbolic stresses. A mother proudly, I thought this was cute. A mother proudly proclaimed she was getting rid of Tarzan, who she identified as the 18-year-old boy dating her 15-year-old daughter. Another woman
Is there a sign up? Do you have a number?
Yeah, right.
Show me on the doll. Show me on the doll.
So another woman said farewell. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Everyone pick up your drinks.
Uh-oh.
Farewell to her tiny one-bedroom apartment, which she shared with her husband and 2 fat cats.
Oh! Actually, the 2 fat cats were friends of her husband's who just never fucking left.
Well, actually, and a coat.
Worst
But a
drinking
few
word
people.
Right.
Maybe a wood
You
chipper.
poor thing. Next week the drinking word will be Al.
Let's see if we get a wood chipper.
Oh, is that your partner there in the wood chipper?
So funny.
Good.
Anyway,
pussy
but
there
a
in the wood
cute
chipper?
idea. I remember in with
Okay,
with
I'm
classes.
I've heard of this before.
Have you? I
Yeah.
have not. And I thought,
Well, not specific to this, but where people get together and they somehow destroy things,
Sure,
whether it was
sure.
a burning or a shredding.
Sure, sure.
They
Yeah,
destroy
right.
things that they have a memory with that they want to eliminate.
just
Burn
let
it down.
Try to
Right.
symbolically
Right.
let
Right.
it go.
Right.
The in the class that I teach for, well, I haven't for a while now, but for the
Used to
client
teach is a
rights-
phrase you might want
No,
to
because I'll be doing that again in a month or so.
Have
but
taught in the past.
before.
Have been known
we
to
would
teach.
we would write out pieces of paper, and it was strange how it's just pieces of paper.
Oh, yeah,
But,
yeah.
but if you've ever taken a class where the woman that good friend of mine, Leah, had said, okay, I want you to get 5 pieces of paper and write down family on the top of one, write down hobbies, beliefs, values, this kind of thing. Now, write down 5 things under each of those things. Now, and on a different piece of paper, right? Underneath. And then you had to get rid of.
You guys
2
talked
of
about
them.
that on this show because Katie
Long
June was
time
here
ago.
and she said she picked her siblings
Oh,
over
that's right.
her
That's
partner.
right. Do you remember me talking about that?
Yeah.
Because that's you're exactly
I
right.
don't remember yesterday, but
Yeah.
I remember Katie June
That's
picking
true.
her brother and sister
And
over
it was,
Kelly.
It was one of those things where you throw it away, and it's a piece of paper. It shouldn't be that hard. And then all of a sudden you're like, sober as a judge, going,
Right.
wow, you can't make me throw that away. I'm not going to throw that away. And it becomes
Drunk as fuck, on the other hand, you'd be like,
yeah, you're
God.
like, fuck it.
Never liked her in the first
It's a
place.
bad pussy.
What a piece of shit that pussy was.
oh, crap.
Now, I don't know if it's trying to go in the vein of letting things go, letting things out, these voices.
Let
I don't know
it go,
if
let
anybody
it go.
anybody else saw the video that was going around this past Christmas on YouTube where the Grinch goes to the yoga class.
I love that one.
So just take a listen. This is the Grinch in yoga class, and the leader of the yoga, this is only about 15 seconds long.
Yeah.
The leader of the yoga class is giving instructions.
And release all of those sounds that are trapped in your mind.
And the in video, there's a guy in like a Grinch costume that really
Wait,
like
wait,
throughout the screen.
but you're missing the best part. So, wait
So
a
back
minute.
it up, 'cause I
so back
shit
up because
all
you
over it.
shit. You shit all over it.
Pussy.
How
Okay.
does it feel, Mr. McKee?
So listen. Talk to her. She's the cunt who always talks over you.
I've never interrupted a person in my life. Excuse me.
Liar.
All right, so we're gonna.
May I just?
So I'm gonna back it back up just a little bit. So we're.
I'm just gonna drink. Here we go. Go.
Wait, I'm gonna. Okay, so here we go.
And then there's all of those sounds that are trapped in your mind.
Sir, are you okay?
I'm a little messed up.
Hey, babe, you wanted me to do yoga?
I do.
I'm there.
If you want to, just Google the Grinch tries yoga and watch it. Just because the look on his face when he's like, "No, I'm a little messed up."
He drinks, you know.
Awesome.
I have to tell you, and it
That's
was,
good.
I worked Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and like every other fucking day too. But ABC Family was playing Jim Carrey in The
try it.
Grinch.
Uh-huh.
That movie is a delight. It's joyful and triumphant. And then when he gets the invitation to come to the Who party, and he's like, "What if they don't like me? What if it's a cash bar?" And I remember when I first saw that movie, and no one in the because it's all little kids and me, and I just about shit my pants laughing. What if it's a cash bar?
There is a lot of adult, which is very funny.
And
Yeah.
I love that movie, but the original, I cannot get enough.
I just hate that
of
Cindy Lou Who
Whitworth.
real person. She bothers the fuck out of me. I don't.
It's not a dog.
But you know what? The
I
best
do
not a
love
dog.
Max.
But
Max
I love
with
Max.
things.
The part that's funny every single year is that because I had a dachshund growing up, is
Okay.
the dachshund with the fucking antlers on it. And I know he kind of dies from exhaustion. And
No,
he
he's
got,
fine.
Maybe he got beaten up a hill.
See, I hate her. She bugs me.
But at the top of the hill, you know,
She
Mrs.
bugs
Mooney
me.
has a pie.
Face.
I figured next year I'm going to be the Grinch and Patty Hearst is going to be Max.
I love it.
I still have to dress her up with
It's
a gun.
joyful and triumphant.
See, look at that's cute. Look at
Oh,
Anywho, so good
Okay.
riddance 2014 for whatever you need to.
Oh,
Write it up.
listen to
shred it.
Richard suffering through the cold with a bowl of ice cream log and a glass of rum.
I know. Now, so the whole
what's an
like,
ice cream?
log.
What's an ice cream log?
I feel like somebody should
I think
I
it sounds
believe it to be
delicious.
like a Yule log, but made of ice cream.
Well, and so now I have
Does it
the
smell like
poutine
pussy?
and ice
Maybe
cream.
it's
There's one
Motherfucker.
version that does.
It's a gently used log.
What was her name?
got
So-
Sniff this. Tell me if you remember. She was joyful and triumphant.
No cash bar.
Remember her.
She described herself
No,
as
you did
joyful
not.
and triumphant.
So for those of you who you can kind of
Well, I
see.
just offended Kat. I appreciate
You can
that.
kind of
Well,
see in the center of our table. Al, would you point to the
Scratch and-
vase? Would you point to the vase?
Are we going to give a
that
present
right
away?
there.
So
Point at it.
that little.
Are we doing the estimation game?
No.
Oh, we
Well, no, I
should
was just going to give you
We're
totals.
going right to winner.
I was
I
just
think
gonna-
we should give something away to any one of our listeners and
Oh.
the people that view, and they come up with
The
the
closest
number.
estimation.
I will
Right?
personally mail you
No.
a box of Pop-Tarts.
Well, that's not going to work because
They
I'm going to
can
give you
have
totals.
Pop-Tarts?
Well, don't give us the totals.
Give us the
Well, that
total.
ruins the segment, you dumb pussy.
No. Oh, drink, everybody
God.
drink.
Look at him.
It's funny that it's less offensive when we call you cunt.
Right.
We're
Oh, it's not offensive
Right?
when you call me pussy because then I get to drink. But if it wasn't the drinking word, then I'd be like, fuck off.
Stop it.
Cunt. Oh.
All right. So back to me and my show.
Oh, good God. I don't even know what to do right now, Richard. I don't even know what to do with all of that.
I'm so glad Richard's done with school.
Okay. For those of you who are not
I missed
enjoying,
him.
Oh my God.
if you're not enjoying the chat room as everybody should, we've got to give it up to Richard.
Yeah, that's good.
Richard.
He's talking about his Yule log ice cream.
And what it tastes like. And Aaron,
Don says pussy treats.
Aaron made a
Pussy
reference to
treats.
it tastes like pussy. And Richard's retort is this: No, Aaron, but it might as well taste like one. God, if that's what pussy tastes like, I'm glad I like bacon.
I like that Kara Carlson is all of a sudden making new life decisions. Like,
Yeah.
it seemed like a good idea to be here, but week 13, it all went to shit.
I'm like, go home to my mother-in-law.
I got to go.
She's juicing everything, I hear.
Yeah, I'm out.
Oh my God.
Have you heard about the juicing?
I saw it on Facebook.
That
Somebody
sounds
posted
like
a picture of her and all that shit on your island.
Oh, I did see that. I wasn't home for that.
But you saw it, so why didn't you understand what I was talking about?
Because I didn't remember it.
She's blanking
She's
that
been
out.
working very
She's
hard.
been juiced.
Pussy
No.
claps.
Is Sharon-
Oh, God, wait. Why did I get excited about that? I'm going to get to that. That's why.
I feel like
Can I put the bass down now?
Make it clap. Make it
Well
clap.
done, Don. Well done.
Wait, I think that pussy claps might be a
pre-queef?
euphemism for meat flaps.
Post-queef? Yes.
Yeah, I know. Totally. That's why I went, wait a minute. Which brings me back to the first show.
The first show.
Do you remember this dumbass thinking he was going to get every answer about women out of me? Like thinking
I do
he
remember
could
that.
say something to me about queefing.
Lesbian
Now,
bed
what
death.
about queefing?
I know,
The
well.
minute he said something about queefing, I tried to crawl underneath
Crawled
the
under
table.
the table.
I was red as a beet. I was like, stop talking to me about girl stuff. Like, I have no idea. And
She still won't explain lesbian bed death to me.
Well, Aaron's right there. Ask her.
We don't have it. I don't know how to explain it to you.
that's all.
All right.
Okay, so you're the one couple. Kat, would you like to chime in?
Now, Kat's already gone into some detail.
But you're right now, you got a cripple for a girlfriend right now because her foot's a little injured. So
Poor Hopalong.
Her pussy's not.
We are climbing right into story time.
I'm just saying, you might be on crutches, but I'm going to get to that cat.
Here's what I'm about to do. I'm about to open the Uber app.
Any of this works.
Oh, God.
I gotta go.
I'm going past the cast. I'm getting to the cat.
Look at that. My nearest driver is 3 minutes away.
Too long. Just too long.
Too long. Go stand in the
Can
driveway.
you come faster, sir or ma'am?
Sir, ma'am.
Well, that's what she said.
You know what? That reminds me of a story of Jane Fonda and Johnny Carson. She's sitting on the show with a cat on her lap, and she says to Johnny, "Would you like to pet my pussy?" And he goes, "You get that goddamn cat out of your lap."
Good job, Johnny.
We have. It's degenerated.
I brought 2 bottles.
It's diabetic Christmas.
It's diabetic.
Christmas. Remember your song?
It is
Oh,
diabetic.
it's a diabetic Christmas.
Yeah.
And nobody
Hey, Aaron,
lost
did you
a
ever
leg.
finish the lyrics to that? By the way,
No,
'cause
I got busy.
None of us, no, not
Oh.
you, Aaron.
Me, Aaron, or Aaron from LA?
Aaron from
from
LA.
LA.
He was
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Where is
Right,
Aaron?
smart one.
He's
There he
in
is.
there.
I come over with some cookies in the oven, and I just hear cacking upstairs. Apparently, something's very funny that just happened.
There's a lot.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron, there's a
Aaron,
lot.
here's a hint. Get some fucking headphones and wear them the whole goddamn time you're walking around your palatial home
that's
making
good.
cookies.
Kat just put it in her resignation letter.
She's calling you Cat.
calling my
Cab. Apparently, she does not.
Apparently.
By the way,
Apparently.
the show with Clayton McKee has an opening starting in 2015.
Richard.
I'll leave. Katie can come back and everything can go back
All
to
right,
normal.
finish your headline.
No, the only other, so the only story I've
No
got now.
offense to Katie. I just mean like we're.
I'm gonna
good.
need to know, is that a cork, Al? Is that a cork in that?
Yeah, we're
I
gonna
have a
add
question.
one.
I have a
Hang on,
question.
adding
Why are you
cork,
doing that one
40.
instead of the DNA? Do you not want to try it? Do you think that's gross?
What?
No, it's not cold, is it?
No, it's
It
she
was
had
cold.
It.
Oh, I didn't think it was
That's
cold.
no, that's
Oh, that
why
was
we
for
had it.
drinking
It's
tonight.
For tonight.
Well, then I'm in.
Well, now you've been guilted
Sorry.
into drinking the other one.
Now you have to open that.
Okay,
Pussy, open
so
that one up.
okay, so I just ripped Aaron in LA. So Aaron rips back. Try typing on an iPad and following a recipe and listening to you at the same time, and then get back to me.
He doesn't even know
Boom.
what the recipe is.
I have not had time to finish the lyrics yet because
Right,
my
Trevor.
mother's been in town
Oh.
the entire time, and now she's back in Phoenix.
Aaron.
Oh, your mom's here? Oh, we should get Aaron's mom from the
Oh,
show.
let's get her.
No, remember, Aaron's going to come to visit, and then
Oh,
we
that's right.
invited, and that would be very fun. But, yeah, I'm with Harrison. Go ahead and ignore Clayton, because seriously, no, don't go finish your cookies. Listen, but we need you to finish those lyrics.
For next year.
No, because he was on top of it. Like, that was very
He'll
funny.
be on top of other things, I'm
Usually,
sure.
the moonshine gets us in this condition.
I'm sure he wants
Well, we're
to
not.
be on
Oh,
top
we're
of
not in
it.
any condition yet. We're
I miss
close.
the
We're-
moonshine shows.
I was hoping to do
the fridge.
Ruthie's Christmas love, but that didn't happen.
Please.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let me
Oh, this one too.
before
yeah,
we
let's do. Oh yeah, please.
before we get to Al's segment, I'm going to give you a running total. Just
Please.
see if we've got a look at our year.
Estimation game.
We started that vase in a smaller vase, but we filled it and we went to this one. So for the year, this started in January of 14. So we've literally gone
52 weeks. But how many weeks did you skip?
We only missed 2 or 3 shows for the entire year.
So let's say
shows.
50.
Three, I'm gonna say.
Let's say 49 shows.
49 shows.
So out
in charge of all
of
math
that,
tonight.
I'll do that.
Out of this whole vase, we have wine corks is 43.
Almost one per show.
So
Congratulations.
43 bottles of
I
wine.
don't want to give anything away.
What are you doing?
Who's
Writing
writing?
with a
Don't-
Sharpie.
I can get it off the base.
comes
Don't
off,
worry.
don't
Teacher
panic.
trick. I can get it off.
I wrote 49 weeks. I named it.
Oh, well, okay. I'm not. Well, Kat and I have an all new plan for all this shit anyway. So I don't know why you're writing on it.
Bye, Laura, honey. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye, Laura. Champagne corks or corks that look like there were 3 in there. But I don't know if they were real champagne because the one that you had earlier looked like a champagne
It
cork.
was a sparkling something.
Right, so
because,
anyway.
because of
Close
the
enough.
technicality of
So-
you
so
have to be
there were
from
three
champagne
s-
to be champagne.
There were 3
Or American.
There were
because
3
of the
three
Versailles.
sparkling
Right.
corks. 16 caps from Crown Royal bottles. Those are all mine.
Whoa.
Atta girl.
100,
to work.
112 bottle caps. Actual bottle caps.
Thank you, Katie June.
I helped a lot of those too. No.
There
I'm
are-
good for like 6 of those a week. So since whenever I came
There
in,
were 20 screw caps, unscrew caps.
Oh, so we are more than a bottle of
Cheap
wine per
wine.
show.
4
cheap wine.
Yeah, well,
Not
right.
necessarily anymore.
4 pull tabs. So whatever
Oh,
you were on.
I'm off pull
4
tabs.
pull tabs.
Pull tabs.
And then there are 2 in there that were just random. I'm not sure what they went to. There were 2 caps. That's a total of 201 different beverages.
alcoholic bottles.
Yeah,
that
Oh,
and-
so it was
and-
even
like a
200
beer.
like dumped in there?
And by the way, anyone who didn't drink any of that, pussies.
Right,
Go ahead,
but
pussies.
and I know for a fact that
This
we
is nice.
we missed several. So there's
good.
probably 10 or so more of various things in there. So what we're going to do is I'm gonna put those away in a separate box with the count, so we already know what it is.
That's the bar.
We
Next
will-
year we got to beat it.
We will start over.
Okay.
Start over for 15 and
And
drink
then
our
can
way.
we give
I think
shit
that-
away? Because you just ruined it.
Yeah. I think
How
that
fun.
you should pay attention to the fact that, like, you know, a bottle of beer, whatever, 2 bottles of beer per show, meh. But, like, all those Captain, I mean, what do you drink?
Crown.
Yeah, that
Crown
shit.
Royal.
That's like,
That's a lot.
Remember, Canadian whiskey, Mexican boys. That's how you remember that.
right.
Yep.
check.
North and
Wow.
south.
And American
I like
cars.
that. Yeah.
That's like a third of a bottle of Crown per show for you, right? I mean,
But
that's,
it's
that's
feeling
time
judgy.
out.
It's feeling judgy.
Time out.
no.
This
no,
is borderline
No,
accusatory. This is accusatory.
it's impressive. I'm impressed.
Oh,
Hold
I'm,
the
in-
phone.
I'm just in the kitchen making cookies. I'll be right out.
Because I'm pretty sure that Crown gets drunk other times than just the show. No?
I only drink here.
That was,
at
your,
home.
that was your
Show?
chance to
Okay.
save yourself.
No, I
That was
only.
your,
that's
that was your
showcrown.
window.
No, I only.
No?
I
They
only
closed.
drink in the
All
house.
on Tuesday.
Like my
Only on
meat flaps.
Tuesdays.
It's closed now.
Somebody told me about like flavored
Yeah, I'm the
Crown.
same
Like
way.
there was.
There's
He
a
does-
there's a new apple.
Yeah,
knows
apple
that.
Wait,
flavor.
stand by. Don't point at me.
Oh, I was pointing.
Pussy?
Sorry. Drink.
No,
bitchy crown has
there is a
moves.
maple crown that I don't care for, but there is a new apple crown
Yeah,
that's
that's what I heard of.
fantastic when you make it and as a Washington apple drink or shot.
Oh.
I
is
heard of
nice.
it. I thought of you.
What
It is
about
nice.
honey? Wasn't there a honey?
That's what he
honey
said.
is
that was a
That's
Jack
gross.
Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
And Jack Daniels is horrible. I
know-
never going to
The
be a
Wild
sponsor, and
Turkey
I'm
honey
fine
is
with
good,
that.
though.
Jack Daniels don't give a shit about
Oh,
that.
Chili's uses
Jack,
that
you
to
can come
make
to my house.
sauces.
I like Jack Daniels.
I do not. It's like drinking rubbing alcohol to me. It's horrible.
The
to me.
wild turkey honey is really good, and I actually fed it to this one for an entire night, and she had a really great time.
You
so.
did?
I did.
See, you don't even remember.
Yeah, cheers to that shit.
Indeed.
Oh, Harrison is getting thunder and lightning outside of her. What do you call it? Her Quonset hut? What do you
It's
call
coming
it?
this way,
Oh, yeah.
Harrison.
Her Quonset hut that she lives in.
So, yeah.
When do I get to see Harrison again? I'm just kidding.
Take pictures of where you live. Send them to me.
What about
Molly,
Oscar?
Molly,
you
yes.
just missed that conversation.
We just
She's
talked
on.
about
She's
that.
on a 1 minute delay.
Wait, hey,
She's on a
will
delay.
Harrison be here for the Oscars?
Or she
maybe?
has the stupid
Perchance.
commercials.
Please,
Right.
please.
Delay.
Yes.
Hate the commercials.
That's
That
all
would
coming
be
up.
fun. all
Okay, so
coming
anyway,
back to me
those
now.
are our totals.
Look at
So
Richard.
what I'm trying to say by these totals, we drink a little during the show. In case you haven't noticed by just listening to us. What?
Okay, so I like this challenge, Clayton. You guys beat this in the studio, but all the listeners, all of us at home, we should also keep like a Clayton McKee jar at
my
home.
God.
And at
Yep.
the end of the year, we can like submit our totals.
Oh, very
So
nice.
how
And-
well
oh,
you've
wait,
done.
interactive.
We can guess, and then we can get.
I don't think we guess.
Wait a
It would
minute.
be nice to know a cumulative total of how
Interactive.
many
There you
people
go.
drink along and what we accomplished.
I
like
think
it.
that we could give something away at the end of next year.
But we
Or
need a
quarterly.
picture.
Quarterly. We
no,
need proof.
A
Photo evidence.
year annually, and we need photo
Sorry,
evidence.
Molly. I didn't mean
Like
to jump
we
down your
can't
throat.
give away a fucking something.
Oh, and a coaster.
Something.
I like people
Pop-Tarts.
working for their trophies.
But by the way, I agree. Remember, that's why I gave us all first place trophies.
Yeah.
Because that bullshit. Everyone participated. Fuck you. You need to really bring it.
See,
Anyway.
Dawn's in.
I'm in
Pussy.
too, Dawn. I'll be at home and playing the game too.
Wow, Richard throws down the gauntlet to beat
I would
him.
love it,
dared
Harrison.
you.
That would be
Well,
awesome.
what? What were the
been
stats,
forever.
Richard?
showed
Okay, so
you.
wait. Okay, I saw 54. Hang on, I gotta scroll back up.
Oh,
Cocksucker.
Dawn is the winner. We have our gift. A
A mug, a cup mug. See, we had
There
said
it
that
is.
a long time ago.
Oh, we actually should figure out a way to buy them in bulk so we can
Totally, we can. I
we can
already know
sell
how to
cut
do that.
mugs to
Yeah.
people. By the way, if you
Oh
would
my
like your
God.
own
I've
personal
already
cut
spent
mug,
a year's salary on some, but
please send an email to me and we'll put you on a list and we can get you one for a mere $49.95 in 3 installments
plus
shipping and handling. Yes.
That's
which
an
is
age.
another
$7.95.
Yes.
Oh.
99.
Chicago, Illinois,
That's
60609.
And if you'd like a transcript of the show, please send a self-addressed stamped envelope
S-A-S-E.
to White Plains, New York.
I love it.
I honestly got. What was it? Was it the Sears and Roebuck's catalog that was Chicago, Illinois, 60609?
Oh,
Yes.
I think you're
Did you
right.
want to try this?
That's
Because
true.
I'm almost finishing the bottle.
Good for you. Is
Do you
it
want
good?
to? It's
And
delicious.
the Donahue transcripts
he
was
likes
White Plains, New York.
I like
like
it too.
everything. Everything was in White Plains, New York. I don't know why.
It's really
Well,
good.
what are you doing? Just chugging out of the bottle.
Because I wanted her to be able
Just
to
put the pussy to your lips.
taste it. What's she doing?
Just tasting.
One of these things doesn't belong here. One of these
I was
things.
just tasting the wine.
It's sad when I'm ready to leave my
I
own
was
drinking
tasting
word.
the wine.
I know. All right, let's move on to another segment. 'cause-
Yeah, let's move on to Al's
Please.
segment.
Entertainment.
Here we go. Oh, I can hit the button. Al Perkins segment.
I'll try to be fast,
Shut up. It doesn't matter.
or at least uninteresting, whichever you'd prefer. I never have this page loaded up.
Why do you not do
I
that?
don't know.
I feel like I should start over.
We have a dead person. We have an end to a story. We have a returning series. You're missing something great on TV tonight. We have a holiday treat and a birthday. And we have some Oscar spoilers coming up.
And Abe Pagoda is still alive.
Shockingly,
Shockingly,
yes.
yes. By the way, Mr. Perkins,
Somebody died.
Okay, now
try- taste-
Somebody died
taste-
just today.
Somebody 104
This
years
is
old
the
died.
Yes.
No, not
asses
them.
oops.
That's
Can
an
we
Al
get there?
story.
Asses
Sorry,
oops.
Al.
No, a woman died just today. She was a voiceover actress.
That Al just said it's coming up.
I don't have the voiceover actress.
Stop talking.
He didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that's
She
I
was
don't
young.
like that.
You're not a fan of that.
No,
That's
It's called the mule's mistake.
yeah, and that was a big mistake. What?
It's a red and a white's body.
Yeah, it's a little bland.
Sounds like it's a transgender
That's probably
wine.
why I like it.
It is a
Yeah.
trans
Okay.
wine.
Yeah, it is a trans wine.
Much
So-
like Angelina Jolie's kid.
Oh yeah.
There you have it.
Shiloh wants to be known
John.
as John. And fucker's handsome. No,
Either way you slice
yeah.
it, that's a
I'm
good
sorry,
looking kid. I
you
know.
cannot be a hot ambidextrous
No.
that young.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ambidextrous.
That's a
Well,
good
I
point.
heard-
Or whatever.
Here,
I
Ambiguous.
heard that honey. What's the word? Tranny was offensive.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Stop saying
Honey?
so. Oh, no,
Honey?
no. We'll play this game.
All right.
I don't
Wait,
know.
does this count because it's still 2014?
Yeah, of course it does.
Plop
Change
it
the
in there.
numbers,
change
He's
the
got the
numbers.
tally right there.
Yeah, as he puts one more check mark on. So the
44.
Sony and the hacker story for last week.
202.
One of the biggest stories of 2014, I think, just went through 18 more changes since we went off the air last Tuesday.
Is this the interview?
The interview?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
totally.
And all of a
Yeah.
sudden, Obama's call to release the movie in independent theaters. And we were talking about that, and 200 and some theaters picked it up. It made over $1 million on Christmas Day, which is a big deal because per screen averages, as we're going to talk about in a minute, is really big, and that was a huge per screen average. It did really well, and then it was Google got its name on the board because Google has been trying to get its Google movie thing going,
Right,
and they
Google
have
Play.
not. They have not had great success with people knowing they have a movie streaming thing until this. YouTube has had no success whatsoever with their movie streaming, that they have a paid movie service, and all of a sudden both of them
What's the matter with you?
went off
Keep
the
going.
map.
I've got a whole separate story that I just found. Priceless. Go ahead. Continue
So
on.
I mean, it was really so. It came out. It went through all different formats, and there's been this trend over the summer. Cold in July, the movie with Michael C. Hall. Well, you might as well tell
No,
us.
I can't. No,
my new
I have to.
favorite
I have to prep it. Just go ahead. Okay.
All right.
Continue, because have you seen the latest?
No, but we'll get there.
Okay, carry
So
on.
just the fact that, like,
If you say latest twice, what is it? Is it like girlfriend,
Yeah.
or
Right,
girlfriend?
girlfriend,
The latest? Does that mean like
Right.
the most immediate, like CNN
Right.
breaking news?
I've had a lot.
Let's keep shitting on his story.
yeah, there's like 40 bodies in the ocean. So, I can go back to shit on yours.
He will endeavor to persevere because he's Al Perkins. God
Yeah.
damn it!
So anyways, so the big deal is to get movies released in all three formats at once. Is to get people to like go see the movie at the movies, or if you don't care about the movies, get it on video on demand. They make their money all that opening weekend from all different formats. It's been it's not been working very successfully because most people, if a movie goes like that, is a movie no one wants to see. Like Cold in July, one of the best movies of the year.
Yeah, you talked about that a number of
dumped
times.
all around, but turns out this is the movie that turned out to be a platform for other mediums to get their say, and it made like $20 million
Stop.
on alternative mediums, so it's a big deal. Go ahead, tell your
Porn,
fucking
Aaron.
story.
I have to prep the
Aaron,
story.
it's
I know.
porn.
Keep going. I have to prep it.
You have to at least pretend
It is
you're
not.
paying
It
attention.
is not.
I
I've never done that
I
before.
know.
133 episodes. I've never
But
claimed.
never listened
Pussies,
once.
shut up. I have
All
a
right.
question.
Yeah.
Does
Go
anybody
ahead.
want Pez? Do you want
It
Pez?
was just
I am
kind of
good.
fun to call everybody
Do you want a Pez?
pussy.
I will take a Pez. I will enjoy your Pez from your reindeer's
Thank
neck.
you, Clayton.
It looks like
not sure what to
Pepto
make of
Bismol.
that.
Bet you can't have just one.
It's the color of Pepto Bismol.
Bet you can't have just
All
one.
right, I've been guilty.
Now-
Give me a Pez.
Yeah.
May I, Josh?
Yes.
Does anyone else
good.
think it's weird that our president has gotten involved in this?
No, because
Okay,
I don't.
No, we talked about this last week.
No, I know, but I'm just saying to the degree, and I remember
No,
that
he
we
only
talked
did. He
about
only
it.
had one statement.
His whole point was
Oh, then they must have been showing it
Over and over again.
On
He only
loop.
had
So
one-
like Jesus.
He only had one press conference, and
Yeah.
he said it was a shame that Sony. It was. He did not agree that Sony took it away because.
Right.
They
But you
buckled.
have to. And
Right.
You have to, and that was the thing that they just kept missing the story. And you have to get involved. This is a. Sony is a Japanese American country.
No.
Like
but
this is a
at
big
that
fucking
part,
story.
That part, but they've been showing apparently different clips of it because
No, he only had one press. He had one press conference.
One
He said
time
one.
we talked
different
about it.
clips of.
But then,
Well, no, because
Sure.
remember we talked about it. He did the because it's the end of the news cycle, and
Right.
all of his end of the year things should have had nothing. There should have been no news story. It's the week of Christmas.
Right.
That is a dead news story. And
Right.
you had the Cuba story. You had the Sony story. You had the Russian ruble story. You had the oil prices story. All of a sudden, an interview with Obama that should
became
have been
the big thing.
about
Candy with
Candy
but
Crowley.
they also played like on NPR. They did like they talked about how he was like disappointed that the Sony CEO never came. Like so,
Right,
you
because
heard
we do not negotiate with
That's what I
terrorists,
mean.
and
But
we
I
do
think it
not.
was the variation.
Yeah, it was a
because I
lot
was
of
like,
variation.
Because everybody got the year-end
Right.
fluff interview with Obama. The problem with the year-end interview with Obama was he should have been a lame duck president, losing his Congress, and it should have been about the color of the Christmas tree and the vacation
But I
in Hawaii.
love my
But
But
president.
unfortunately, 6 stories broke
Sure.
that each one of them would have taken up weeks of news cycles, and they all happened at the same time.
Okay.
So
I love
he
you,
had-
Obama.
He
You're
just
not
had
a
to-
pussy.
He just had to keep commenting on it, and that turned out to be a story that everyone had missed the boat on. So you had to keep nailing it home. Like, this is not about
Again,
George
Jesus.
Clooney's email. Right. No, but it's not about the stupid story that everyone was following. There was a serious hack and a threat to Americans.
Sure.
If, you know, if it wouldn't have been about a movie and someone had threatened the U.S.,
So what?
I love when all of us pause talking to the screen.
because, well, I don't, because I go
I
to
don't
the
have
screen.
it up
So
on
anyway,
here
so what
right
was
now,
your
yeah.
latest? So
No,
that's
thank you,
why, yeah.
thank you.
Because my
Yeah.
point was, everyone was under the impression that this was North Korean terrorists that hacked into Sony, right? Because it's a movie about dumbasses that are supposed to assassinate the leader of North Korea, right?
Kim Jong-un.
So the latest from the cybersecurity experts and the FBI is that it was an inside job the whole time, and that there's absolutely no evidence saying that it came from North Korea.
You're kidding.
I'm not. New York Post this morning.
Oh, the New York Post isn't a real. You got to find a different news source.
The Post
Oh, no,
Post
New
or the
York
Post?
Post is
They
Fox
talk about
News.
housewives.
But the Post is Fox News.
They talk about housewives.
Yeah, you got to get it from the Post.
Got
Is the Post is where Fox. When Fox News says people are saying, that's because Robert Murdoch posted in the
you
New
want a
York Post
Pez?
first. No, thank you. So you got to get it. You always got to get a different source.
Deal.
The Post is a gossip mag, and they don't want it to be North Korea because they're Robert Murdoch and Fox News.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
but it could be
Dicks.
because there were. But as far as I
LA
know,
Times, same song.
huh?
LA Times.
Same song.
No, LA Times I think is like our New Times, where it's an
Politico?
independent. No, those are all independent, verifiable news sources.
Okay.
New York Post is always unreliable. Except for page 6 because the blind items. Page
6 also has housewives.
Right, but they're usually done as blind items.
If you're saying the word housewives, it means nothing.
I mean the real.
Yeah. So then again,
cities.
I know. No, I know what it means, but that doesn't validate it as an important story or real.
I don't know.
But
I buy magazines based on how many housewives are on the cover.
Fox News.
But I just want to tell you that
Faux news.
she's establishing my argument.
I'm actually 100% supporting your
By the
argument.
by, are you doing the story about Fox News that you posted on your Facebook page? Because I tried to find that sound clip and she doesn't actually say it, but alludes to it.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even.
Okay, we'll get there.
Oh, and so this Sunday.
This post is owned by News Corp. Rupert Murdoch.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. And Wall Street. Does Robert Murdoch own the Wall Street Journal? Somebody's got to Google that for me.
Does every time that Meow Cow comments, does that count as you have to drink?
Sure.
Good call.
I'll take that. So the documentary Life Itself.
Don't kidnap me. Meow Cal has been, I'm a guy. Don't kidnap me. And son of a bitch.
I don't think it said son of a bitch.
Nope.
No, it was something else
funny.
It
was something else that was very fucking funny. Please put it back up there.
So I think it's this Sunday or this Saturday on CNN is the documentary Life Itself about Roger Ebert. Tape it. And in taping news, you are missing the Kennedy Center Honors tonight to listen to us.
I'm not.
I have it even before you said do this because you have said do this all year.
Right. Now, by the by, what day are we watching it on? Because we usually do a thing at your house and we.
I'm off the next 2 days, so at your leisure.
Oh.
That doesn't work for me.
Oh, it's the holidays, yeah.
Because we'll
figure it out. We'll work it out.
All right.
We'll work it out.
Yes, Murdoch also owns the Wall Street Journal.
Whoa. Oh, I did that. Well, I knew the Wall Street Journal is crazy. They're credible news, but they're crazy conservative because they're the ones that went after Clinton first. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that were always bashing Clinton back when I didn't realize it was a thing.
The Times.
I was in the New York Times.
Yeah, the New York Times.
The Times is also
fancy.
speculating about private security firms saying that it wasn't North Korea. So,
but they did know it came from an inside source.
Times, so we know it's real.
There it is.
Right.
Correct.
But anyways, threatening a 9/11 attack does.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that was significant.
That incites a little interest. Yes, it does.
So now this will only interest Katie, and she's not here. But Broad City comes back January 14th. So if for for some reason, if you did not catch the funniest,
convincing.
Is that good?
Convincing.
Because if you heard Broad City was coming back, you'd be a lot more excited.
That was a really good impression, though.
That was a good
If for some reason Comedy Central's Broad City last year did not fall on your radar.
Little ball.
Oh, she would definitely use that.
Sorry.
Oh, that was completely wasted that I got no excitement out of Broad City coming back.
Yay!
Seriously, there's something wrong if you have not watched the first season. It's only like 6 or 8 episodes.
Is it about broads?
Yes.
Or is it about a city?
Both. It's two crazy 20-something women in New York that have these completely fucked up adventures. Clearly, none of you watch the show because it's all Katie and I
kind of a Sex in the City, but cheaper.
No.
Wait a minute, you talked about it on this show?
Trashier.
Yeah, we talked about it weekly.
No, you do not.
Yeah, we did.
You talk about zombies and wine.
No, we talked about Broad City
about
every
8, 10,
single week it was on
15.
because it was crazy fucking funny.
Right.
Anyways, it's back January 14th.
If he doesn't, Harrison, I will.
Yeah, we'll keep it for you. Don't worry about that. We'll keep
Yeah.
it. We'll save it.
Okay. And then I told you about the Kennedy Center honors. Louise Rayner, who is, I think she is the oldest living, she was yesterday, the oldest living Oscar winner. And it was one of those things that they would whip out every once in a while and you know who's still alive? Louise Rayner. And she was in really good shape and still did occasional publicity for things. She was the first person to win consecutive Oscars. She won in like 34, 35. And she was a has-been within 6 years. The careers of Bette Davis and Joan Crawford and Olivia de Havilland, everyone kind of took away her power. Not took away her power, but took away her roles.
Sorry.
Yeah, but she's.
Oh,
did you say that she was 104?
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.
I said Louise Rayner dies at 104.
Yeah.
So
that's
she
impressive.
was the oldest. I think she was the oldest living Oscar winner.
What it said.
Yeah,
that's what it said.
And I think I said that as of yesterday, she was the oldest.
Yeah, you did say that. No, you did say that.
Sorry, I heard you, but I was distracted taking my sweatshirt off. It's very hot in here.
I think I've said all these things previously. Wow,
well, you never talked about Broad City.
I know what it feels like to be you now.
Isn't it fun?
A pussy?
It's so much fun.
But she sounds like and looks like a man.
Talks like a man. Straight talks like
This is
Wait,
like
what?
moonshine territory.
People think he answers the phone and people say, Mrs. Perkins.
No, they
Who
say, hi,
looks like
Val.
a man? I look like a man.
No, honey, it's me.
No, her.
No.
That one.
You don't look like what?
I
that
kind
one.
of,
It's a cute one.
do.
It's a cute boy.
Sometimes.
It's a very
really
cute boy.
Yeah.
I think they drank
Like
before they
17.
got
Who did? These
Swear to
two?
God, I only had one cocktail at home.
They may have.
I had one.
No.
But I also just had that whole bottle.
By
of wine.
one, she means a bottle.
She escaped North Scottsdale early and got here before any of the rest of you. I was
story.
already here. But see,
L'chaim.
l'chaim.
Now name calling.
I love this
Now
Val.
name calling leads to drinking. Where were you when I was in the 5th grade?
Lick them all. I'm gonna need a new drink. By the
Okay,
way.
so Harrison's
spit.
saying he
Don't
talked about
spit.
it every week. It was on.
Harrison would know.
I gotta
God
tell you, Aaron,
damn it.
Aaron, I'm with you, but Harrison
Because
is
Katie-
the most trusted, believable
Katie
person
June
I
started
may have
watching
ever
it,
met,
and she
so
was
I'm
like,
gonna-
"It's the
I'm gonna go
craziest.
with that.
It is the craziest shit that's
What
ever
channel?
been on TV."
Maybe-
Comedy
Example-
Central.
Oh, I think
Example
I get
number
that channel.
2.
Do I get that channel?
That you don't listen to. Well,
Example number 2 of how much you don't listen while you're here.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, I
I-
know he doesn't.
Maybe
even
I
when
just
you're
thought he
listening
was
at
saying
home.
Broad City and he was making a reference to Katie in the city.
Right. Fair.
But I'm gonna give it up to Harrison.
But you might remember me talking about the season finale where they want to go to the best friend's birthday,
Yes.
and it's all you can eat shrimp, even though she's over. What?
I feel like I have Huck's head on right now because I'm doing a lot of this. I missed it, Al. I don't know what they're laughing at.
I don't either.
How's your shit on this segment going?
Wow, it's going really well.
By the way, speaking of Katie, she was supposed to text me and call in. Bitch is not.
Well, she's probably drunk in
Can we
Colorado.
On a ski
Wait,
slope.
can we call her?
But
Can we
Ooh,
start drinking?
we actually can call her.
Oh my God.
We actually
just
can.
me.
Here's what we should do. Here's
Do
what
we
we should
have
do.
to be specific? She's just drunk.
Yeah.
Right.
But God bless her. In
We should
Nantucket.
finish entertainment and finish shitting on his stories.
So we can then
call-
shit on you.
But I have a sports story and
She
stuff.
shushed me with her hand.
Oh, you brought shit?
Then we should call Katie June.
I don't have to tell any of them.
Okay.
And then we can shit on her sports story.
Yeah.
And then we can shit on my stuff.
No, because we finally have enough time for your segment if they would let me get through mine.
How does it feel?
I'm gonna find something to fill my glass. Do you
I
need something
nev-
to fill your glass?
Clayton needs a refill.
I'm going to go refill my
I have
glass.
something
gonna-
pink and bubbly.
No, it
you have
looks-
stuff.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you do like
You
that.
have-
Viognier.
So you
It
have
is very
more?
good.
You have more to go?
Yes. Well,
Okay, they're both leaving the room, and Marty and I will listen quietly and
I will
respectfully.
not.
I have
Speak.
I have breaking news after you're done.
all right. Could you all leave so I could do my story?
Sorry.
Anyways.
All right, now keep going now. Broad City.
Has someone given you moonshine?
No, I'm actually happy.
I
Go
know, I
ahead.
can tell. Anyways. So.
By the way, that's so stupid that we thought that was funny. We're like looking, we're like, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, Al.
Playing
I
the role
sold
of
it
Katie
with this
June
smile.
tonight.
You did. It's cute. You
Well,
should
I
wink
just-
next time.
For those that are following the movie land and the Oscars, we may have some spoilers this weekend because of the way the box office played out.
Okay.
So if you're playing your Oscar odds at home, Benedict Cumberbatch, I got his name right, I actually wrote it down
Nicely
this time.
done.
Thank you,
That's
and Kat wasn't
really
there to
good.
hear it.
Yep. Cumberbatch, we got a Cumberbatch.
He may be the spoiler at this year's Oscars because The Imitation Game is doing surprisingly well at the box office.
Somebody said that in the chat room about it. I feel like I'll stop talking.
Not today. I mean, not so far today.
Oh, I thought I saw it up there. Anyway,
It's the brownish
Thank
metal.
you.
So it's doing really well. So I think Eddie Redmayne is going to win, but honestly, keep your or Michael Keaton. But I think keep your eye out as it becomes a two-man race. The Birdman.
Yep.
but what about the Selma?
We said we'd stop talking.
And now we're
it doesn't
it's coming
work.
up, but
It's not in there.
Wait for it. It's all coming.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So that the spoiler at the Oscars because Imitation Game is kind of peaking at the right time, and then we get to the other movies that came out of nowhere. Now everybody had written off Angelina Jolie as having a shitty year
And a transgender child.
Sorry, dear.
and a transgender child because there was no nominations from anywhere for Unbroken, and the pre-reviews were going a little
Is that
iffy.
the war one?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, so Unbroken opened to huge box office. So all of a sudden, Angelina Jolie and Unbroken are back in the race. So don't write them off and don't be surprised.
Now, have you seen that one yet? I apologize.
I have not seen it yet.
I really want to see that one.
Yeah.
You guys
Cannot.
go together. I do not want to see it.
Which one?
Oh.
and
It's Unbroken, and I swear to Jesus, I won't
Oh,
talk. I'll even sit somewhere else.
Oh, Unbroken. I would love to see that.
I would
Yeah.
My
love
mom
to
and I
see
actually
it.
talked about that. We almost went Christmas Day.
I'll give you guys
And
movie passes and everything.
it looks
Yeah, we have free
very
movie passes.
it looks good. But everybody had kind of written it off when even the Golden Globes, who all they do is suck dick, did not get on board with Unbroken. But the movie just opened to bigger.
Sure, they don't have pussy.
Yeah.
Tough life.
Have you read the book or no?
I have not read the book.
Because my understanding that when I was in Miami, a friend of mine, it's a suck dick life for us. It's suck dick life. Wait, I said us.
Not me.
You all.
Yeah.
Pussy.
I think Ernie spit.
We went somewhere weird with that.
We did.
A child's
We went to
movie.
the gay Annie.
A child's movie about
Not the black
fellatio.
Annie.
So I see we're still in the shit on this segment.
Anyway,
We were very quiet when you guys were out of the room.
Yeah, we were. My friend was saying that the book is just unbelievable.
It's Laura Hildebrand. I think that's how you say her name. She wrote Seabiscuit. Unfortunately, I'm a little behind in my. It's been on my reading list for a while, and I have never gotten to it. But it was just the fact that it opened so big over Christmas, and this could be part of this whole interview thing. That all of a sudden, more people went to the movies this Christmas than they have in years. Oh, you're killing me.
How is it?
What's that? Well, you're
This one right here should be about 45.
Actually, no, you're at 68.
Would it pick up my face?
Let me
68 over here?
entertain
No,
you.
you're at 86.4 on your cheek.
I'm on 40 now.
Your mimosa
What am I-
is 67.6. Marnie,
I'm hotter
you're
than
peeking out at 83.9.
Well,
I'm 3 degrees hotter than you.
Top of Al's head is 87. Oh, look at that. Al's a hothead.
Yeah, that's because
No, that's actually dangerously low.
Oh.
Our outsides?
Well, let me try your cheek.
No, our
Quit moving.
insides have to be hotter. but our
89.5 is your cheek. But it's a
By the way,
surface.
time out. We're hearing
Wait,
about the
go ahead.
Oscars, people.
I know, but
sorry.
Please go ahead.
we got you all drunk or something.
No,
Somehow,
please go ahead.
something.
Actually, it's the last show. It's just it's fun and
It is.
I can't wait.
It's a shit on your segment.
I'm being serious.
It's
Because
shit.
then I'll know what the fuck to look for in come February. Go ahead.
So, no, I mean,
The
Work it out.
soundtrack of this
Lauren,
evening's
Butter
show
your
provided to you by...
muffins, cunt flaps. Oh, I forgot about cunt flaps. I forgot that was a word.
That was a good one.
Pussy shine.
Pussy shine. That sounds like a
You already
dance move.
finished that. I'm
Or
all
a,
right.
or,
Or something for
I know
Jerry
Kat went out there and talked and didn't even bring me back my wine.
Totally forgot.
Totes forgot.
Totes.
Dismissed.
Dismissed.
Totes dissed.
All right, I'm done.
All right.
Really?
Well, you're not. I mean, nobody's listening, so why talk?
What else is there to do?
I'm
What,
listening.
what else is there, Al?
Well, not clearly nothing.
You have an iPad full of stuff.
Oh, you have a new toy. When are you talking about the toy?
Oh, yeah. When are we talking about that?
Move on.
No.
Well, no, I want to hear about your toy.
No, we're good. We're good.
for
Are
honest.
batteries included?
Right here.
What is it?
That's my
No, we're good.
frustrated
We're good.
side.
We're good.
I have that album.
No, you don't.
I don't. It looks like one I have.
Next thing. Go on.
Oh, now Al's pissed because now we've shit on his segment. He doesn't know what that feels like. So here we go with this. It's breaking news, boys and girls.
Oh, yeah. No, it shouldn't be me. No, it shouldn't be me.
What's that?
Oh, no, that's
No,
what
it's
he's laughing
it's
at.
breaking
This
news.
is whatever he was getting
We have
about.
breaking news. This is big. This is big stuff, and I don't know how to tell you how big this is. It's big. Play-Doh enrages parents with a penis-shaped baking toy.
Not bacon.
No, not bacon. Baking, not bacon.
I
Baking.
like a bacon toy, though.
Well, included in the $20 Sweet Shop Mountain playset is an extruder for squeezing out icing onto Play-Doh cake, similar to a baker's pipette. Well, but when the plunger is removed, the case
guys.
takes a different, less
I'm just looking
family-friendly form. Enraged parents have reportedly been complaining about the
my
tool
God!
since November.
I was just trying to Google it.
But following Christmas, when the playsets were presumably doled out in a relatively large number, angry comments on Play-Doh's Facebook page garnered more attention. The comments have now been removed. Let me show you.
That's a straight up dildo.
For those of you looking at our video feed,
With
that is what
flaps.
the icing extruder
Talk about the
looks
icing
like.
on the cake.
Someone please post that to the chat room.
Yes, there's a link, but it's the same picture, the same song.
Sure.
Now, Play-Doh is owned by Hasbro, whose brand portfolio includes Transformers, Monopoly, and My Little Pony. They were asked to comment on the snafu. Now, Hasbro's publicist, Julie Duffy, responded thusly, quote, "We have heard some consumer feedback about the extruder tool in the Play-Doh Cake Mountain playset.
The extruder tool. How is that not going to sound
And we are in the process of updating future Play-Doh products for a different tool."
Oh, leave my tool alone.
Customers can contact Hasbro's customer care number at 800-GET-YOUR-DILDO to request a replacement. It comes in an unmarked
Replacement
brown paper.
Stand by. Did we check the sources
It's-
on this?
No, this is actually Bloomberg
Wow.
Business Week.
Yeah.
The event caps a notable year of design scandals that included Hallmark's swastika-covered Hanukkah wrapping paper,
Yeah.
Zara's kids' T-shirt resembling a concentration camp uniform, and Aaron B's new logo, which was compared to breasts, buttocks, and uterus, a vagina, and yes, male genitalia.
Now I'm
For
sorry.
200, Alex.
I am sorry. How would you know?
How did
it's
you-
a uterus?
Not just that. How does that get past anybody
No.
as not being
okay.
phallic?
No.
But
not-
I would never be able to. but
Somewhere
even-
between not recognizing a penis and knowing that's a uterus.
Yeah.
Here's
you're
my
right.
Play-Doh made out of uterus. I mean,
No,
that was my
maybe-
uterus.
maybe-
It's my uterine
Maybe it
Play-Doh.
was two design companies trying to come together.
Oh!
That's drink worthy.
We
Now,
wanna make
I just
new
put it on the. I just put it on the
Play-Doh.
Facebook page.
now the
For
final,
those of
the
you not up
final,
with it.
the final line in this story cracks me up. Indeed, 2014 will go
Teach me how
down
to
as
do
a
that.
year when a handful of designers, somehow blind to history and uncanny resemblances, made some woefully erogenous mistakes.
Erogenous.
No, they just got a few past the censors, is what they did.
Because how does that not?
Oh, Miss, did you put the link in there, Miss?
I did.
That's
Oh.
great. I'll put the link to the.
Because I'm paying attention when you talk.
I put it on the Facebook page,
Oh.
and
Look
now
at all
it's
the
in the
good
chat
that you
room.
do.
So
good you do.
you realize what I want to do?
Vagine.
I want to run right now to
Oh, you have
to Toys R Us or Weeby Kids or
Yeah.
whatever the hell it's called, and figure out where
Fucking
the. That's what I want.
littlebastards.com.
I want that fucking extruder.
Yeah, I don't think you want that on the. That'd be the part to go back and delete. 8:59.
Right.
You don't
Please
really
write
want to
that
run
down.
to that place,
I'm gonna write
maybe,
it
but
down.
we would
There's a
like to
giraffe
have-
that sells
What
toys
is
to
it in?
people.
What set is it in?
It's Play-Doh.
But what set? It's
Oh,
in
the set is the Sweet Shop Mountain Play
Go ahead.
Set.
Order that and put it on my credit card.
Apparently-
'cause that's fucking funny.
Get two, they're
Yeah.
small.
We're on the wood chipper pussy.
That's what he said.
Oh, we are at the end of hour
Gay commentary.
And I haven't had enough to drink.
Hour 3's coming up where we're going to have a segment called
Clearly.
Shit on This with Kat Carlson, who's drinking mimosas.
Now you guys gotta be as rude to
'Cause I
her as
can.
you were to
Oh,
me.
just get ready, bitch. It's our end of the year show. We hope that you're ending 2014 because we are.
My nuts are gone.
We'll be back in just moments, so stand by,
God.
bitches.
It even looks like
You've
a
been
dildo.
listening to
on
the show on Q Talk America. This is Q Talk America.
The following broadcast contains adult humor, language, and topics, along with partial nudity. Actual knowledge is used sparingly. The show is a result of a lost bet and a bad game of rock, paper, scissors. It's the show with Clayton McKee. And now, a man with a face for radio, Clayton McKee.
Oh, good evening once again. This is what we like to call our final hour of embarrassment and self-indulgence. It's Studio C. It's Q Talk America. I'm Clayton McKee alongside this week, Aaron Henderson, Kat Carlson, Marnie Ryer, Al Perkins, rounding out our cast on this final show of 2014. Woo! We are in the middle of a lot of shitting on people's stories.
Oh, but I have to say, I'm gonna shit on all of you now.
What?
Please.
Louis Bouillot is one of the best champagnes going. And
10% off.
If I'm
Oh,
not
wine.
mistaken, and rosé is always a good choice. I am always afraid of rosé because I thought it was going to be like White Zinfandel shitty, but it turns out
wanna
rosé
try
is
it?
kind of no, I just
Oh,
went and
did
got a
you?
glass
Oh,
and
good.
poured it into my own.
Good.
Hey, babe.
And I think that is the official champagne of the Waldorf until a few years ago, and that's what got me.
That's what
got me into the big argument with the waiter at the Waldorf Astoria in New York.
Yes.
Was over Bouillot. So it is Louis Bouillot, if you can find it, and especially if you can get a 10% off coupon. Cheers to
I
you.
say,
And
legitimately-
you should not be putting orange juice.
I had to spread out the fun. I did.
I know, but-
no, it's delicious. I agree.
Please, please, please. If I
Don't
have
put orange juice
champagne
in
in the
it.
fridge that you should put orange juice in,
Okay.
and Louis
Would you
Bouillot
like
is
us
not
to
it.
buy that
No, because-
and save it for the Oscars?
Here's
Yes, that's
You would be.
This
You
is
would be.
delicious.
All right.
Because here's what happened. I went to Total Wine today to buy
Totally
beer
lost, Richard.
because I was coming here, and the mother-in-law says, "Hey, can you buy me some wine?" And I said, "Yeah, okay." I buy based on price tag and then pretty label because that's how I buy
Yeah.
wine.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
No.
Green car
I
CD
walked
player.
In,
That's
I
all
walked
it's
in.
in.
I'm like, I'm not
Bottom
paying more than
shelf.
$15 for
Bottom
this bitch
shelf.
to drink wine, and that's a pretty label. So I buy her Cabernet, and they were sampling this, No, that's what happened.
And it's delicious.
Yeah,
This
and
is-
I
this
was
is
sampling,
delicious.
and I was like, "Oh, that's delicious."
Please open up the shit that I brought and put orange juice in that.
All
Do
right.
not put orange juice.
I have a
in
whole nother
Louis
bottle
Vuitton.
of this. I don't give a shit.
Well, look
I have a whole nother bottle of this. I bought 2.
This is what I give away as my Oscar prize every year.
Is it?
Not the rosé.
I need to
give
come
away,
to the Oscar party.
I give
now.
away. Yeah. Well, you're based on how this last interaction went. No one's
Actually,
coming.
here's the deal. He doesn't
I wasn't
really
here. I was pouring drinks.
He doesn't really give things away at the Oscar party because he wins them all.
Sure.
I can't
Well,
stay till
second
the
prize
end.
is lovely too.
Well, that's nice.
But the problem is Doug wins that
The
one.
second prize is you get to leave with your own dignity.
There's he and Doug, and that's all. The end.
Well, now I want to. Can I try it?
Yeah, that's
Why not,
very
please?
nice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I was
there's
gonna
no-
drink
there's more in
straight
the
from
bottle.
the.
I was taking a photo.
Well, it's okay.
Don't offer a lot.
All right. There's a whole nother bottle.
A whole nother
Here in the house?
bottle.
Ooh, that's
Yeah, here in
pretty
the house.
good.
It's in the fridge.
Oh, see you later.
She brought Dos
Drink 'em up. Drink
that shit, my
Botellos.
friend.
That's
Okay.
why I'm
Yeah,
orange
Chris,
juicing right now because I want to make it till 10
I
o'clock.
don't mean to be rude,
Wow, you guys are all
Aaron, but
talking.
You're drunken. It's
a lot. I know.
You just shush. Sit there.
Wow, you've been
Wow.
shushed.
Who got shushed?
She's got a
I didn't shush you.
she's
during my
got a
segment.
sports story coming up.
I do. I
Is
have
there
a
a
sports
sports story happening right now?
No, not right this second.
And I have
What's
and
happening?
I have an in stuff.
Is there anything
Oh, and-
happening right now?
And,
No.
and stuff is.
Well, no, it's
are you
a-
done? You have more or no?
I want to hear about. Please tell me about whatever that is over there that we can't know about.
We'll talk about it some other time.
Have you seen Into the Woods?
Yes. And I honestly...
Was it on your list?
Yes.
And
Would you like to talk about it, please?
Yes, very
I'd love
much
to hear
so.
you talk about
I
it.
am very curious for those that are not familiar with the stage show, if that felt rushed in the second half to you. Because to me it felt rushed, but it was so solid as far as like acting, singing, every single thing about that movie was.
I have a question about it based on.
No, you don't raise your hand and talk. You just raise your hand.
Oh, a teacher.
Until you get called on.
No, but what's
true story?
Clayton McKee?
His show.
My show. Thank you.
Oh,
All right,
Clayton
Clayton
McKee.
McKee, first question.
My question, based on
Pussy.
previews, because I'm not familiar with the story. It appears that it is a confluence of 2 stories.
Oh,
No, about 6
Four.
stories.
6
Confluence.
stories.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay,
A
I didn't realize
confluence.
that. Because again, I don't read.
So good.
I only know that there's Little Red
that
Riding Hood and
differently.
Jack and the Beans. These are all independent.
Cinderella.
These are
So
all
good.
independent stories to me.
Yeah, right, and it's just
And
about
the we.
about wishing. It's about someone who makes a
hoping.
wish and hoping. And you make your wish,
and praying.
and then what happens when you get what you wish for? So now you have what you wish
Okay.
for. And so the first act is
careful.
about going into the woods to find your wish, and you get your wish, but you can't just wish. And then you find out in the second act, now you're in the second act, and you're like, I have a beautiful child, I have a beautiful husband, we're rich, we have these things.
And the problems that inherently
makes me
come with those.
Right, so now
Okay.
the second act is where it gets so dark as to like,
Oh.
be careful what you wish is what you want and all that stuff. So then all of their wishes come true, and Prince Charming, who was only after the girl that ran away, has the girl, and he's like,
Trifling bitch.
I must leave you.
Because I'm gay.
Right.
No, you're not gay.
So my problems with them. So it's a beautiful story, and then it's the whole thing, and they get you to this very dark place where like. All these things happen. You get Jack and the Beanstalk, and the downside to that, you get Cinderella, you get Rapunzel, you get the charming
Okay.
princes, and in the play, Snow White and Sleeping Beauty come in for a really funny little tiny segment. So you end up where everyone is like fighting, and the part that's missing from the movie that I found very weird, and it's just a line. There's some songs missing, but there's a part where Little Red Riding Hood is trying to like stop someone from killing Jack of Jack and the Beanstalk, and the witch is saying like, you were really comfortable with killing the wolf, or when the wolf got murdered, you weren't mad. And she's like, well, he was a wolf. Wolves are bad. And so and the witch says to her, ask a wolf's mother. Mm-hmm. And so all of a sudden, Little Red Riding Hood has this thing, and Little Red Riding Hood thing is, isn't it nice to know a lot and a little bit not? Like growing up and learning things is fun, but at the
It's
same
great,
time, like
but
now,
kind of shitty.
But kind of shitty. Like now, I know things I didn't
Right.
want to know, and I thought
The innocence is gone.
you've lost your innocence. So then, when they're sitting there, and she says, "I think my mother would be disappointed that I'm about to slay a giant," and they sing this beautiful song that Molly was talking about, and
The
it's
You're Not
absolutely
Alone
gorgeous.
song?
No one is alone.
Yeah, that's not in the movie.
No, it is in the movie.
Oh.
But what's missing?
What's it called? You're not alone.
No one is alone.
No one
No
is
one
alone.
is alone.
I've been
And-
listening to the soundtrack
Oh,
like
and it's
all
just
day.
gorgeous. Mother is in
All day.
here
I'm going to
now.
see it in the morning,
Who
yeah.
knows what she'd say.
So excited.
Yeah. Oh.
Have you seen it on stage?
Have not.
I have the DVD.
Was-
we'll
was
have a
not-
viewing pre-Oscars.
Okay.
We'll have a viewing.
No,
And
that'd
I-
be fun. That'd
yeah,
be fun.
and we can watch. It's the original production with
Oh.
Bernadette Peters and Joanna Gleason and the
Oh,
star
love
making
it.
turn. But it's just beautiful. So all I'm wondering is, does that second act, from the part of everyone gets their wish, does it feel rushed to anyone who doesn't know the play?
Harrison said it felt rushed, but that's what she liked about it.
Right, because when she watched it at my house, and when she watched the second act, she's like, well, that first act was fun, but that second act was dark. Yes, Sondheim is always dark.
Right.
He ate humans
Right,
and
I was
kitties.
gonna say,
and
between the time,
right.
together, right? Yeah.
He's not really known for light musical comedy after
After
a funny thing
intermission.
happened on the way to the forum. But it's this beautiful, it's this beautiful piece, and it's just missing a couple of little touches, and you don't need the whole song. But the other one is when the baker walks away and he says, "I'm done. I can't take this anymore.
This. Fuck you, bitches. My wife's dead."
There's been a mysterious man through the whole show, which the witch took on his part. All the parts where the witch appears and tells them, "You're on to the wrong thing. Move on." It's supposed to be the mysterious man, but the mysterious man is really the baker's father. So when he walks off, the baker's father's been alive the whole time, wandering through the woods, and they sing "No More," and he's saying, like, you can run, you can hide, but you cannot get away from. You'll always be the man that ran away. If you don't go back there, you're just doing the same thing over. I'm not doing it any justice because it's beautiful and poetic. So I just don't know if it felt rushed like it did to me, but every performance was gorgeous. There wasn't a bad voice in there. Chris Pine, amazing. Billy Magnuson, who, if you were listening last year when I talked about seeing Spike and Anya, Vanya. Anya and Vanya Spike. He's the young hot guy that was dating Sigourney Weaver in the play that I saw, and he was so beautiful and so funny. Well, he's Rapunzel's prince, and the fucker can sing. Oh.
So how was Chris Pine singing?
Beautiful. I mean, there was not a Russell Crowe anywhere. Like, he can sing.
That's funny.
Like, not only can he sing.
I love Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, I listened to the 50-track, like, beginning to end, everything that happens in the movie, except for
the movie
some
soundtrack
dialogue.
or the stage
The movie soundtrack. The movie soundtrack appeared on Spotify magically to me today.
And there's a couple songs that they kind of shit on. There's a couple songs in the movie that they shit on because one is played over the credits and then one is played at the late credits. So people were already left by the time they got to Into the Woods.
I don't want to interrupt you just briefly. We'd like to welcome Germany, who's been listening for an hour.
Dusseldorf.
I don't know who's listening, but if you would join us in the chat room and let us know.
Are you
from
Dusseldorf?
I don't know, but Germany is listening. Several people. The Netherlands has been listening for over 4 hours. So
the
Netherlands and Germany and several people from the United States.
We have cookies.
That's on the audio only version of the show.
That a similar
but anyway, hello Germany. Continue on.
So I mean, so that was my thing with Into the Woods, and then it opened huge. Like, because of, and again, we have to bring it back to the interview that people all of a sudden wanted to go to the movies on Christmas Day, and it was. I didn't get to see it till Saturday, and I was on call, and I just called my manager, and I'm like, I know I'm on call. I'm just going to sneak into a 7:05 movie.
Hours.
Just, like, if someone's dying, can you just give me, like, an hour? And she was like, go to the movie, call me when it's over, and we'll update you as... And I'm like, if you need me, I'll leave the movie. It's the one at my corner. And then because I just stopped pouting and got my segment back. It's her birthday. It's her birthday on the East Coast in 49 minutes exactly.
Oh.
And I just have to tell you that her Driven by the Music is the name of the music company, and it's her own label. It's her own imprint. They have taken all of her 80s albums, aside from She Works Hard for the Money, because that was done earlier in the year through Casablanca Warner. They have remastered all of her 80s to 90s albums. I'm doing them one at a time. You can buy them all at a box set, but I think that's too much joy. So I'm going one at a time. And Donna Summer the Wanderer, I'm going to bore you to death here because now you've all stopped talking because you're afraid of me.
Is that like that I bought all the Sex and the City DVDs like season by season? I didn't buy all of them at once.
Right, because it's too much goodness.
Too much.
But I have to tell you, I was not prepared. The remaster of Bad Girls, I enjoyed it. It's lovely. It was fabulous. Well done. Bravo. The remaster of I Remember Yesterday with I Feel Love on it, the remaster of She Works Hard for the Money early in the year, all very nice. This fucking shit, The Wanderer, from the absolutely sumptuous case, given to you in the high gloss pink that it was meant to be seen in, is the greatest remaster I have never heard in all of my years of having ears. I have never heard anything this sumptuous.
I like that, all my years of having ears.
It is glorious. I have spent like almost all of every waking minute listening to this and just being amazed. This is an album I already know by heart. I have it on album, I have it on CD. This is the greatest $21. I think it's like $10.99 British sterling. Oh my!
So how do you get
God.
how do you get this hard copy?
Amazon UK. It came to me yesterday with the Into the Woods soundtrack. No, 2 days ago.
Very nice.
You know how excited I am about this too.
I'm just gonna tell you, The Wanderer, not a big change sonically, not that exciting. It's just a little imprint to tell you I'm doing something different. It's 1980. You don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna give you an Elvis voice. Deal with it. Then she goes into looking up different voice, male background singers for the first time in her career, and they just keep hitting you. And if you're listening on headphones, you just keep going like, wait, I never heard that before. Like, oh my God, I never heard that before. And they're like, the insistence, and her vocals are raised, it's beautiful. Breakdown, where she gives you the old falsetto that you're like, why would somebody who's known for this big booming voice go back to this little falsetto she used to do like years ago? Oh my God. And then she just breaks it down again, and there's someone just following her and harmonizing with her. And then this male voice that turns up from the liner notes. No one knows who it is. No one remembers him.
Mystery Man.
Grand Illusion. She gives you an operatic
I love
voice.
That song.
Grand Illusion. She goes full operatic, and I almost came.
Gonna get away. Oh, I love Grand Illusion.
Running for cover, wrote it herself. Then all of a sudden she goes into her full voice again, and you get a little taste of like what she's trying to give you. And it's an album. It's 10 songs. It's a journey. You start off with first she tells you I'm going somewhere different. Then I'm going to give you a taste of what I used to do. I'm going to give you a little bit of breakdown and Grand Illusion and what are you doing? And then running for cover that maybe she's going to find a religion. And then the second side just starts with this boom, and it's Cold Love. And you have this crystal clear rock vocal. It's gorgeous. And then she goes into Who Do You Think You're Fooling? You get a little Berlin. You get a little throwback to Blondie. You get a little bit of like, they haven't done it yet. But she's just giving you a taste of what's going to happen in the 80s. Because this was 1980. Mm-hmm. This is like ABC, Blondie. No one's done it yet. Because she's still...
1, 2, 3.
No.
I just had to throw it in there.
I know, but it's the wrong time.
Don't do that.
And I'm shaking. Nightlife comes on. It's gorgeous. Nightlife comes in.
I forgot you shushed me.
She takes you from Sunset People from Bad Girls into Nightlife, and her voice again. She's just showing you. She's giving you all these different things that have not happened yet because it's still 1980. Stop me. And then she just tells you, I'm religious now. I believe in Jesus. And then she finally lets loose with the full Donna Summer throttle on I Believe in Jesus. And she just goes to town on a gospel number. It is the most beautiful remastering of a vocal I have ever heard. I have never heard anything like this. I was sitting in my room.
This is exciting.
It took me almost 2 hours to listen to 40 minutes of music because I would have to rewind and be like, wait, I need to hear that again. Wait, I need to hear that again. Like, when did the background singer come in? It is a remastering that is just second to none.
I'm not there. But
he will be, because I'm going to stay with him afterwards with that champagne.
Also,
I'll pay you for that bottle.
We haven't said pussy in a while.
I'm about to open the other one.
Pussy. Drink.
Do you hear that, everybody? That's 6 drinks. Drink up.
All right, that's it.
Because I do. You just hit several. Oh, Grand Illusion. Oh, God damn it. I do. This is it.
And the liner notes are from the backup singers that tell you like no one knew what she was doing, and then the one song they're like, we don't know who that guy is.
You get to keep it later. Can I see it?
One of the funny things about this that I always thought initially.
Oh no, I'm just
because she's doing The Wanderer. I always felt like initially people thought, and maybe I did too, it was a throwaway album because you're doing The Wanderer. Really, you're remaking a song.
But it's not a remake.
But it seemed like
it seems like a remake.
It seems like a remake, and I always thought it was a throwaway album. But then I realized that there are several tracks that I like. Several, again, Grand Illusion is just a great song.
Oh, it's
just breaking news.
Oh, what new?
Christine Cavanaugh, voice of Babe,
yes,
Chucky on Rugrats, Dexter on Dexter's Laboratory, dies at 51.
Yeah, she passed away today. Yeah. Do we have any updates on the death den of any kind?
No, because George H.W. No, he got released today.
He did?
Yeah, he got released today.
And parts of Zaja still living somewhere.
So now I'm done with the entertainment temper tantrum / entertainment section. But you have to buy this.
I can
it's
rewrite
only available
on the board for you.
Amazon UK.
She and I are going to talk after the show and be done with it.
Just throwing one thing out about Bette Midler. You had asked me about a Target version.
Yes, didn't you get your version at Target?
No, I got my Amazon. through Amazon, and I never knew that there was a Target version. I got mine through Amazon, and then with buying tickets,
Yeah, I got
the
both.
free
Okay,
version.
so I have both versions. So if
So you
anybody
have
has
the
the
same.
Bette Midler,
You say both versions. What do you mean?
well, I got both. I got both those versions, the
Amazon
Amazon
as well,
and the one with
okay.
the tickets. So if anybody has the Target version of the Bette Midler "It's the Girls"
It's the
album,
Girls.
please
Why do you
give
think
us
it's different?
because Target always gives you bonus tracks.
Oh.
Okay. 'Cause I
Because
was like,
people,
wait.
they want you to go to Target.
Well,
Walmart
can't
is
you
famous
just
for
can't
it
you just
too.
go buy it?
No,
Can't you buy it
well, yeah, but I
online?
want to. I haven't been to Target in a while. I
No,
haven't.
no.
I
Also,
haven't
if you go
said-
to Target, your conscience is cleared as opposed to Walmart.
No. But what I'm asking is it on the shelf at Target? Can we acquire it?
Yes. But I want
Okay.
to know, like, because a lot of times then they'll just put out an album. Like, I was wondering if the one she sent with her tickets would have the Target tracks. So if anybody has the Target version,
But
let me
wait a
know
minute,
if their
you
song's
didn't- You
missing.
got the one with the tickets, though.
And I got the one from Amazon.
Yeah, but why would I get one?
Because I thought you said you went to Target that day in my head, because I listen to you when you talk.
And I just downloaded mine
and
from
and
iTunes,
I
so I don't know that I got a
don't
bonus
remember
track.
Oh, I
yeah.
did that one too. I
But-
bought that album 3 different ways.
But there were
Yes?
pre-released tracks before the release of the full
and they're all
album.
on the album. They're all on
Okay,
there.
got it.
All right, so whose turn is it?
We're gonna just
And thank you for putting up with my boring.
because that was not boring.
I
It's
loved
Donna
it.
Summer. We're gonna toss it to Ernie.
I'm getting drunk on
are you ready,
champagne
Ernie?
now, bitches, so I'm in a good mood.
Atta
What?
girl.
Wrong one. Wrong
so.
song. Let's do this. Ernie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
I can't find my thing. I'm gonna talk about the NFL being not fair, and also about senators being white supremacists, and I can't find the page.
That's okay.
Oh, and do the congressman that quit that we talked about last
Yes!
Did he quit? Did he quit?
Yeah.
Pussy.
Oh, thank God.
Pussy,
And
pussy,
voter
pussy,
is
pussy.
happy.
But they won't.
Oh,
they won't-
and the 2-year-old that killed his mom in Walmart.
Yeah, done. Boom.
And
But they're not acknowledging his resignation until like the 5th or 6th of
He's going to be
January?
sworn in.
Well,
Are you talking about Grimm?
Yeah,
Yes.
Grim.
Oh.
Remember from last week?
No, but not acknowledging it.
No, he did. He announced his resignation.
It's not official until they're back in session.
Oh, because
Yeah.
I'm like.
But
no,
then
he
did you
didn't
hear
say
who
that.
he was gonna be replaced by? Like horrible worst choices.
why don't you
Go
tell
ahead.
us? It's your
Tell
segment.
us.
I don't. That wasn't on my list.
We can start shitting on you any moment, so hurry.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me start with this
3 out
fun,
of 4
fun
people
gem of a
agree.
story that a 2-year-old killed his mom in Walmart, which is
Not
not
his
fun.
mom. Wasn't his mom.
His
It was
mom.
just a random woman.
I
don't think it was his
It
mom.
says his mom.
It says his mom.
And
Oh, it
Idaho?
did. It was updated because I just read
Yeah.
earlier that it was just
No.
a woman in Walmart.
No, in Idaho.
No, because the
it was
purse
her
right next to
purse.
her.
There was a gun in her purse, and he reached into his mom's purse in the cart
To get a chiclet.
And this
shot-
wasn't
chicle,
family,
chicle,
correct, Kat?
chicle,
Pussy.
and shot
Not you. Not you. I just wanted
and
to
killed
drink.
his mom. Drink.
What was the family name on that?
It doesn't matter. It's in Idaho. You said that there was a lot.
I'm related to a lot of fucking Idaho. What
It'd be
was
nice
the
if it
family
was
name
Phelps.
there?
Rutledge.
Nope, not me.
All right, good. Okay, good.
Clear.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of sad, and also like
Well,
if
she's
you're
dead.
if you're talking about Walmart stories, like this is the kind of story I expect coming out of Walmart, like 2-year-olds killing their mothers with concealed weapons. I don't know. I'll get off my soapbox.
You don't need to conceal in Walmart. They sell weapons.
That's
True
right.
story.
And they sell ammo, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they do.
Ammunition, weapons.
The last time I was in Walmart, I was like 21 and wasted, and it was like 2 in the morning.
So it was yesterday?
Best time to go to Walmart.
21.
If you have to
Thanks,
go.
babe.
Yeah, I know,
I
I'm
am
bummed.
just 21 right now. And then this story continues with how in April, apparently a 2-year-old boy shot and killed his 11-year-old sister because of gun. Like, I will not go into my gun rant, but it's sad. Let's go on to this story, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's.
Anybody a Lions fan?
Detroit?
No.
Okay.
Wait, do we just like lions in general?
The
Oh, I thought you said all
Detroit
Lions.
The Detroit.
I am a big fan.
Lions.
Everybody knows that's my loser team that I
Yeah,
follow
that's
quietly.
Put them up. Put them up. Come on. Put them
The one
up.
that I would follow
Tear 'em
quietly
to
if I was ever quiet.
shreds.
I like that lion.
Damn the shit.
Big
Funny,
fan.
huh?
Yeah, big fan.
Big
So the Vikings played the Lions. Was it last season that I was watching, or 2 seasons
It
ago?
was like 2 or 3.
And this goddamn
guy.
Adama Sue guy goes in people's face like this.
He does.
Like,
Every
in
time he
people's
sacks
faces.
the quarterback.
Does he make that
Yeah,
sound?
I can't hear him make the sound because I'm on TV. I'm
think
only
he
watching
does.
on TV. but probably.
What channel are you on?
He's whatever is happening at her house.
Okay, just checking.
So
Carry on.
on football.
No. Carry on.
On football channel.
Sure.
Football channel.
Is that a channel? Is there a
Maybe.
football channel?
For her.
Anyway, yeah, football channel. Anyway, this guy, he's mean, like excessive celebration in the end zone, but he's in the middle of the field and he's shaking his finger at people like a big douchebag. So apparently,
Taunting.
well, a taunting
Gloating,
deserves
perhaps.
gloating. Apparently, he stepped on Aaron Rodgers' leg when they were playing the Packers this weekend, like intentionally.
Oh yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers
And it was
said, it was caught. And Aaron Rodgers said, like, if you step on people in your regular life, don't you stop stepping on them and apologize? But he didn't even stop stepping on Aaron Rodgers and apologize. He just kept stepping on him to like injure him intentionally. So this Namakasu, honey, Namakasu,
Right.
because his name starts
Yeah.
with an N and a D
Oh,
and
yeah.
then an A.
Clicking.
Yeah, my sister got back from Africa and she clicks when talking about her friends.
Now you've seen The Gods Must Be Crazy,
No.
right? So you know what
Oh,
that
it's
comes
been a
from.
long time.
Is it
Yes.
Ethiopian?
I thought
No,
Ethiopians were skinny.
He's real Samoan.
These are appetizers. What?
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 All right, because I'm
You
just gonna
love her
say it.
so much. I know.
I'm not going to do what he did. The hunter gets captured by the game, which, if you remembered, well, no, you don't remember because you weren't there, is just a beautiful song that Tim and I loved. And I realized that none of you were in the room when Tim and I were loving that song. And Talk
we
to Me
were
of
not.
Mendocino are the
I'm
target
having a
bonus
hard time
tracks.
tracking right now.
No, the bonus tracks
Bag
from
and
Bette
Note, do you
Midler.
have this or
Yes.
are
So
you
we are
seeing
going to
online?
Target tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I'll get it.
I knew that Target, but I had no idea it was going to be the hunter gets captured by the game.
Oh, yeah.
Massive Attack did that with one of my favorite
on
90s
here.
singers, and I cannot remember who she was. It's a great, great song. Massive Attack did a song with Madonna that was really big, and now I can't remember what that one is
I
either.
feel like you're all talking in Chinese right now.
Right. Anyways, we're talking about the Bette Midler. It's the
Oh,
Girls
Bette
CD
Midler.
and the
Right.
bonus tracks.
And the bonus from Target.
So Bag and Nope helped us out. Okay.
Enjoy your segment. It
Bye,
might
Aaron.
get shit on.
All right.
Have fun delivering cookies, Aaron.
What did we learn tonight,
So-
Craig? Woo.
So
we're
here's
back.
the bottom line with this Adama Kasu guy is that he was supposed to be suspended for the first playoff game. Honey, are you listening? I'm talking football.
Just keep
No,
talking,
I'm here
bitch.
for you. I'm here for you.
Bitch.
In lieu of Marnie, Al Perkins is playing a lesbian.
Yay! So he was supposed to be suspended. He appealed his suspension for the one game, and he won. He's going to be playing in the first game, even though he intentionally stepped on Aaron Rodgers to injure him. And every year so far, well, of the last 3 years that I've seen,
Since the last 4.
He's like intentionally hurt people.
Now, those of us that don't really care for the Green Bay Packers
Oh, we hate the Packers.
also don't care about this story.
No,
But it's bad sportsman. It is bad sportsmanship.
Bunch of pussies on that team.
here, pussies on the Packers. Woo, alliteration.
Bye,
bring it
Aaron.
home.
But I have to tell you
I
that
didn't mean pussy Packers.
on
That's
that
a totally
one-
different team.
No, but it's more of the like. I had a friend who posted something about the Adrian Peterson thing that he's can't even play anymore because he hit his kid with. Obviously, don't hit your kid with a switch, you dumbass. But also, don't
More
step
children
on
should be
people.
hit.
right.
Right? So how come this guy gets to pay a little bit of money and then he can play and there's no penalty?
Honey, you can rape people in the NFL and still
Yeah,
get...
you can kill people in the NFL. You can beat them up in elevators. There's no anything.
No, and that's why, if you
Are you gonna
remember,
jump in here, Kat.
Dr. Ben,
I'm good.
Dr. Ben Carlson has been on a one-year boycott of the
A
NFL.
one-woman boycott, yeah.
Of
Oh,
the
that's
NFL.
true.
Of all things NFL, I've been on all year.
It needs to be flag football.
I love that Mr. McKee looks very
Tracy
surprised.
Thorne.
No,
What?
no, I wouldn't like surprised that. I've been enjoying just the way you've been addressing things and
The way I keep going,
No, I actually there was a pin interrupting your look, the hat, the whole look. I was enjoying that.
thank
I
you.
was enjoying how you were
Thank
just
you,
trying to
Now, if
participate.
he had stepped on, like, Tony Romo's leg, it would have been better.
We would have been pissed.
Jessica Simpson
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been.
No, not Tony Romo. I thought you meant Russell.
Brand?
Wilson.
Say a name I recognize.
No, you don't touch Russell Wilson because he's pretty.
Oh,
Yes.
You only
I don't know who that
heard
is.
him neck down.
Hurt the ugly
Here's
people.
what I know is that the
Anchorman's role
Lions
rules.
and the Vikings
Right.
are in the same NF, and that we like the Vikings more. And the Vikings did not come in last. The NF, honey, tell them what the NF is.
NFC.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, thank you.
North.
North.
yeah,
Right.
that
I
NF.
told you. The other day I had to explain
speak
in the same
I love it.
like span of an evening. I had to explain the Oscar rules and how the Cardinals made it into the playoffs first while losing a game.
That's a lot of
Right, because
headspace.
I enjoy, like, football's almost the Oscars. Like, the
Oh.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
is...
Cardinals are still in, though, yeah?
Oh, yeah, they're in.
Good.
And they're going to play
The Cardinals are still in for
Saturday
the
at 1
playoffs. Saturday at 1
Because
p.m.
if they
There's the
go,
sports and stuff.
incidentally, first ever home field
Yes.
Super Bowl.
We've talked
That's
about
what
that
I'm
on this
saying.
show.
Right, we've talked about that.
Have you listened?
I may have said it.
God, sometimes people
But-
just don't listen.
Allegedly.
Our odds of getting home field games throughout, the only chance we have is if someone really shitty makes it to the NFC Championship
Right,
with
but
us.
if Cardinals make it to the Super Bowl's here, they'll be the
That's right.
first ever to play
First
on their home
ever.
field.
Right,
and,
right,
and, and things aren't looking our way.
And had
whatever.
the quarterbacks all not changed and things had gone
That's been
better.
my one football talking point for weeks. Give it to me.
The whole idea that they're still even kind of
it's a
hanging on
two-raspberry champagne event.
with a third string quarterback is
Right,
pretty
no,
fan-fucking-tastic.
It really is fantastic, but more importantly, I would never let that happen. Calm down.
Drink some more.
She's a professional.
I thought I was shushing and not drinking.
What we were excited about was
confused.
if we could have
Me
won.
too.
There was no way to do it, but there was a chance that we could have done all the home playoff games and really helped the Arizona economy.
Right.
The Glendale economy, which no one cares about.
No,
Had we,
So
they have a
next-
had
chocolate
we
affair.
beaten the St. Louis Rams,
So
we
next
would have
story.
done that.
So,
Did you notice how this became his segment again?
honey, I listen to the show every
I'm
week.
just
I'm
making
used to
sure
this
you
shit.
understand. We're shitting on everybody's segment
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh, I'm
All segments.
good. Yeah, I feel very rushed to go through this stuff. Because,
You are.
Yeah.
You should be.
So
Sometimes.
here's
Because
the
isn't
last
there
one.
champagne or something coming? Is there something else we have to do? And
Wait.
before we get to her,
Wait,
Oh,
here's
yeah,
the last
yeah.
one.
Go
Here's
ahead.
the
Are
last
there
one.
We started
snacks?
drinking the fun stuff and we don't care.
are there snacks?
What happened to whiskey sours?
Well, we got shit
No,
on.
that shit on. Go ahead.
So there's this. I bring the microphone closer as if it's going to make me more
It
powerful.
does. No, it does.
It
It really
does.
does.
Yeah.
I
Makes
had
your
my
voice
first
louder.
It makes you
this
sound
shit
better.
on your segment thing, and
Okay.
I didn't like it.
So the new House Majority Whip, Steve Scalise from Louisiana.
Yes.
Did
yes.
you see that he
Yes.
spoke at a white supremacist conference
To heat him up.
years ago in 2002? And also,
Kitchen.
here's his defense. I do not recall speaking at a white supremacist
No,
event.
I can't. I spoke to everyone. What he said
I
was,
went. I
speak
spoke to a lot of
everyone.
groups then, and we didn't have time
Were there men in pointy hats? I
to
don't know.
vet all of them.
Did they wear white?
Right, it's the Ku Klux Klan guy created this white supremacist group, and then our new House Majority Whip, congratulations America, good voting, is now the one who spoke for their conference over 10 years ago and he's still one of the only people who is anti, thank you, Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yes.
He's still, he is...
He voted against
He
it
is a
twice.
hateful motherfucker, and he is our House Majority Whip. Congratulations, America. Other than listeners of the show, you are fucking morons. Have a good night. Drop the mic. I'm out.
Boom.
Wow.
Pussy out.
Pussy
out.
Pussy Ernie out.
Cheers, queers.
That's
No,
Perny.
not Pussy
Yeah.
Ernie.
That's
Not
Perny.
she's
Perny.
Now she got a new
No,
name.
not Ernie's pussy.
No,
Pussy
no, no,
Ernie.
no.
Perny.
We
I
were
think
at
you have a
Cat's
new
Pussy a minute
rap.
ago.
You have a new rapper
What
name.
kind?
All right.
Pussy Ernie.
And now we have
What?
We have a very, very, very quick update that she was going to cover, but she didn't get to it.
I didn't.
I have to add a
So
cat number.
Michael Grimm has
Yes,
announced
I was
his
gonna talk about
resignation
this.
on January 5th.
Yes.
He will be, I don't know if he's going to get sworn in and then abandon his seat. And I think there's some rule about the fact that you have to have the seat for how they can fill it. I think if he abandoned it now before he was sworn in, they could do something different.
They'd have to do like a
Like, give it-
runoff, maybe.
A runoff, or do they have to give it to the?
But they would have to do a runoff, or like the New York State Senate could appoint
Oh, okay.
whoever gets moved up. So he's gonna probably get sworn in, resign right away, and then it's Daniel Donovan, the Staten Island District Attorney, who most recently failed to.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Most recently failed to secure an indictment in the Eric Garner case, is lining up
Hands up.
support behind the scenes for a bid to replace Mr. Grimm. So we're going to go from this fucker who threatened to murder somebody on national TV,
Right.
which I'm pretty sure
Stand by. We're gonna pop a cork.
should...
And
That's what she said.
oh, that was a lackluster pop.
more of a screw top, really. But it is, I want you to notice, it is California champagne, so if some motherfucker stops you and tells you that you can't call it champagne if you're not in France, in America, I can pee in a cup and tell you it's champagne. We did
Let's
not
not do
sign
that.
the
By the way,
Treaty of Versailles.
2015,
do that.
we're gonna be
The end
peeing
of
in
the
a cup.
story is, in 2015, I hope people are less hateful and more forgiving and kind to each
You're
other.
an optimist, but
And
you're
I
delusional.
I go
Be
to
nice,
yoga and I don't
but-
scream like the Grinch.
But
I sure would.
I also would hope that people would realize
got a
the true
raspberry.
story of champagne.
I got a raspberry.
So
I
there
got
you go.
nothing about champagne, but I do know that I like things that bubble, and
If
I
you
like
want to
things
be
that
bored
sparkle.
by a story about champagne, you call
I went
me.
to IKEA and I bought champagne flutes. What are we drinking to, you motherfuckers?
Donna Summer's birthday.
Donna Summer's birthday. She loved Jesus.
Now remember, there was an apostrophe S there. Her name is Summer.
Do you suppose that she would also?
No,
like
I was making that. No, I said Donna Summers.
I know, and I was just
Okay.
helping people through
Pighead
that.
Yeah, because that does drive me
Jesus
crazy.
or regular Jesus?
It's like what I don't like is Donna.
Pighead
When people say, "Oh, I love Donna Summers and I love George Michaels," no, you like Donna
Oh,
Summer.
are you switching glasses?
Well, certainly. I mean, there's an extra one apparently, so maybe I need to double fist it here.
Yeah,
I don't want to taint the glass that I
I
already
don't know
have.
what you're doing with your
Okay,
pussy. that
you've
you're
used
double
two
fisting.
words.
Talking about somebody's
You phrased.
taint.
You said double fisting and
You
tainting.
said
God
pussy
damn it.
and taint.
Oh, she's
Drink,
a
drink,
sucker.
drink.
All right.
You need a fruit in your.
All right, so we're
Hoo-ha.
somewhere over the Atlantic. It's Donna Summer's birthday. So
Happy birthday, Donna.
I hope you enjoyed your
Cheers.
2014, and I hope your 2015 is full of like love and friendship and fun and
Happiness and warmth.
good
travel and good
riddance.
times.
And if you like the show,
This is one of the years I don't want to say good riddance to. I had a good time.
I did have a good time.
I enjoyed
we
2014.
did. Oh, that's a lovely Beaujolais.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes,
Can I
was
see that
using it.
bottle, please?
It's Andres. It's like $6.99.
I
bottle
love
at
the Andre
grocery
shit,
store.
but I usually get Brut. Babe, this is Brut. Brut Andre
I
California
know.
Champagne. Tomorrow, we got to get it.
We will.
She brought it to my house. I brought it to yours.
Aaron,
Hooray.
Look at that.
I'm done now.
are you done?
That's
Kat Carlson,
Well
are you
played.
ready to go?
Thank
Way
you,
to
thank
walk
you.
through the shitting on
Of
your
course,
segment.
I'm ready to go.
Yay.
Remember, it's a short intro.
I'm a regular
Goodness
listener.
gracious, let's
And
go.
what's this segment called?
This week in Shit on This.
Whoa!
Hey, you kids, don't shit on my lawn. Free the nipple. There's a big fucking list of people that came out of the closet in 2014, and science has all but given up trying at all. I
Did you
plan
tell me
to.
to take my boob out?
No,
Nope.
sure did.
Wow, that's a different way
Free
to
the
shit on your
nipple.
segment.
Nope, we're good.
She said free your nipples.
Sure didn't.
Free your nipple.
No.
Sometimes they do, Richard. Sometimes they do.
All right.
I gotta
You
get you a
have to at
longer
least
intro.
believe.
I gotta work on the theme song for you. That's
No,
better.
no, I like it. It's good.
No, I want more.
All right.
I want more.
I'll give you
I
as
want
much as
more.
you want.
Shampipple.
Tip all the
Molly's
way.
got shampipple.
Hey,
Atta girl.
All right,
before
do
you
it.
start, can I respond to Richard real fast?
Please do.
Who?
Richard, my resolution last year was to reduce my road rage, and I was successful at it. So they do happen. You just have to try really hard. The end. Cat, your turn.
Kitty cat.
Drink, Cat.
A woman annoyed with finding dog poop on her lawn has decided to fight fire with fire.
She went with a shit story.
In an epic stroke of irony,
Yeah. There's that radio voice we've heard so much about.
I started my shit on this segment with a story
Shit.
about
Oh,
shits.
shit.
Yeah.
Keep it in the
The
family.
homeowner, who only gave the name Annie, when signing off on the angry letter, threatened to find the dog owner and take a dump on their doorstep and car windshield.
Do it, do it, do it.
Wow. That's aggressive.
The sign was placed on her lawn in Los Angeles and will definitely make people think twice before allowing pets to take number 2 there.
Oh my God.
The sign said, to the person that lets their dog poop on our lawn and doesn't clean it up. First of all, it's beyond rude.
Beyond rude.
Yeah.
We live here and pay a lot of fucking money to live here, and
Did
it's
she
not
say
a toilet.
fucking?
No, I added.
I like
I'm
your
ad-libbing.
I like that
Thank you.
ad-lib. Fucking.
Secondly, if you can't pick up your dog's poop, you shouldn't have a dog.
Aw.
And lastly, we're watching you.
Ooh.
The next time you let your dog poop on our lawn and don't pick it up, I will personally follow you back to your home, wait until you get inside, pull down my pants, and take a huge dump on your doorstep
Shut up.
and on the windshield of your car.
Wow. That's
girl.
aggressive shitting on your story.
Wait for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Love, Annie.
I would put a sign in my front yard that said, "Drop your pants, I'm calling the cops, child molester."
Bitch.
Oh my God.
I like it.
Yeah, the sign is posted in a nice cardboard with Sharpie.
Shut up.
Pictures right there.
It totally is.
Cardboard and
No,
Sharpie.
please tell me where this was again.
Los Angeles, California.
I appreciate that very much.
The United States.
Yep.
The United States. So,
appreciate
my
Question.
my dog
One question. Go.
Pong, who is no longer with us,
Shits on other people's lawns.
used to poop on the sidewalk. Do you think that Annie would have a problem with this pooping on the sidewalk
I
and not
feel
picking
like
up, or just the
you
lawn?
need
I
to
feel
pick that
like
up
people
on
that
the
don't
sidewalk.
pick
Well,
their
yeah,
dog
I
shit
know
up is a
that.
problem.
Yeah,
I agree.
But in the same neighborhood where there are sheep that shit on the front yards and the sidewalks too.
Here's where I'm gonna draw the line.
Yeah,
If I own the animal and I own the land,
I pick the shit up.
Stand by. If I own the
Standing by.
animal and I own the property, I can do whatever I want with the shit. If I own the animal and I don't own the property, I
Pick
need
it
to
up.
take the shit
Correct.
with me.
Like
I
it.
agree.
Ding ding.
I
We have
like
a
it.
winner, Kit Carlson.
I'm just gonna.
Please do.
I'm gonna politely shit on your story.
Please do.
Now, if you will remember,
I'm going to shit on your windshield of your bike.
I often do remember. I'm going to
Here it
drink your
comes.
champagne first.
Probably don't.
Please do.
Oh yeah, drink that. I'm gonna drink yours. I just gave you full credit up there. I gave you big props up on the screen.
Thank
read
you
that.
very much.
If you remember, that's how Harvey Milk got his campaign started in the 70s, was because he realized that all elections really come down to what you deal with locally. And if you could clean up the dog
Yes.
shit
That's
problem
right.
in San Francisco.
That's
And
true.
he planted dog shit.
That's right.
And he planted dog
That's
shit
right.
to pick
It was
it up.
brilliant.
That's right.
Elections are all local.
And did-
It's all local. And he
And well, maybe it was
He
in the movie.
staged it.
No, but it was staged. But who stepped? Was it him that
He
stepped,
stepped in it.
Yeah,
he
he
went,
stepped in it.
oh. And then.
But
That's why he
somebody,
made it
I can't remember if somebody had walked their dog right before or if.
Oh no, it was completely staged.
If some progressive wants
is
to
brilliant.
stage that,
Which is brilliant.
if a progressive wants to stage that shit in Phoenix, I'm happy to give you my Rocky shit.
There you go.
I'm happy to provide
No,
it for you
no.
to stage
you
that.
are a giver.
Rolling that up.
I am a giver.
So it's been spreading like wildfire on social media, this Free the Nipple campaign, and I'm kind of in favor of it. Spearheaded
I'm
by
Googling. I'm playing Katie.
Spearheaded by Chelsea Handler and Miley Cyrus and their battle with Instagram and censorship.
Ding ding. I have a conflict in my head because I hate Miley Cyrus except for her Pitbull thing, but I really love Chelsea Handler.
All
Are
right,
they
well,
friends?
Stand by.
No.
Maybe if you listen to the story.
I like to interrupt the headline to
I found that out earlier.
wet the palate of people listening.
So the thing that brought my attention to this was Chelsea Handler, because comedian Chelsea Handler has continued her crusade against Instagram's guidelines, which ban female nudity by posting more pictures without wearing a top. So basically, Chelsea Handler's point is, why is it okay for men to be topless forever and ever and ever and ever, and not women?
Because
So
we like it.
Well, sure. I mean,
I'm on board.
Yeah.
I'm okay with topless girls.
Really, I'm not opposed. That's fine.
Right. Right.
No objection.
I mean, it's not a car I'm buying, but still, I mean, I appreciate the model.
Yeah.
And yet, in my
Happy to look at the headlights.
and yet, in my house with boys, like little boys, I'm like, if we had girls, they'd wear shirts, so you wear a fucking shirt.
I am on board.
I do that. I
Which, no,
actually
I'm
do.
not. I'm a
A virtual never nude, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I listen.
remember
He's
that.
a never nude.
No,
No,
not
almost.
here that night.
almost.
Almost.
I'm not a never nude.
You don't
but I'm
have to
very
cut off
close.
shorts in the shower.
If the
but-
if the lights are on, he's never nude.
right.
What are we doing?
So Chelsea Handler recently bared her chest on top of a snowy mountain while claiming to be looking for her dog Chunk. She says, "I lost Chunk in the mountains," she wrote, and posted a photo on Instagram of her. I will turn it this direction. Topless
Oh, she's not wearing a shirt.
on top of a mountain.
Why are you looking away?
Because I was looking at the picture of the Play-Doh penis.
Oh.
Stand by.
Because
So the Play-Doh penis
Stand by.
interests you more than nips. All right, well.
No. I'm
Marty, follow-up question.
No, I
thought I wasn't supposed to talk anymore.
Everything's
All right.
fine.
So the clash goes on and on. Chelsea Handler's been doing this for quite some time and has noticed. I can't remember the first picture that she posted, and Instagram keeps taking her pictures down, going, this is violating the terms of service and nudity and blah blah blah. So Chelsea Handler has a big problem with this. Miley Cyrus has jumped on board and is helping to spread the campaign. And my page won't load. There we go. The Free the Nipple campaign has popped up on a few different arenas, but for the most part, gets attention thanks to celebrity supporters like Chelsea Handler and Miley Cyrus. And it's basically an equality movement for empowering women across the world and in all venues, which includes supporting the freedom of the female body. In many pop culture cases where the topic is addressed, freeing the nipple refers to the policy that Instagram employs that shows nipples on the photo of men and not of women. Women's toplessness, as it were, is strictly prohibited on Instagram, and these women's photos keep being taken down and down and down. And I actually, I signed on to this because I'm kind of on board. Like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
But isn't it true that we all just had this scandal about Jennifer Lawrence being hacked and her nude pictures are up? Like, isn't it a question of did you post it? Like, if you post it yourself, is that one thing? If someone else posted, is another? Is it like nipples versus male frontal nudity?
My issue with this is...
if you want nipples, I get male frontal nudity.
Right.
I get Chris Pine's penis.
No,
while
I don't think
my
that's
issue
fair.
with this is, why are your nipples less dirty than mine?
No,
I
and I don't
agree.
think that at all. I'm just hoping that the I'm gonna do the Marnie, whatever her name is.
Sure.
Thing.
Rogers,
I can't
I
even
believe.
attempt it because me and Louis Bouillot have become really
I'm glad
friends.
you enjoy that because I literally like walked up to the tasting table and was like, I want to try that one. That'll do.
Award-winning.
Oh shit! I'm gonna buy.
and they
I'm gonna
will
buy
sell
2
this.
more.
They will sell this.
I care.
But my thing is like, what are we not Are we not protecting somebody because they think they treat like nudity as like maybe we're. I don't think so because I think tits are tits. You know what I mean? Like,
right?
It's kind of like. Oh yeah.
Well, and I think
do you prefer?
no muss? No muss?
Eat, no treat. You gotta finish. You finish the shitty stuff.
Wait, I thought this was the shitty stuff.
Pussy.
Thank you, honey.
This isn't the shitty stuff?
No, you drink that shit, then you get the good stuff. God damn it, we will not have mixed.
I thought it was the same shit. I didn't know.
No, this is. How do you think I protected the good shit?
I don't know how you do half the shit you do.
Well, that's just magic. I've never been so complimented in my life. I forgot my very valid point. But if you can see a nipple, I want full frontal nudity on Chris Pine when he sings.
But wait,
No, I think that's different. That's different. That's
It's
different.
totally different.
It is.
All right.
Nipples are nipples are
different.
nipples. If yours are dirty, then mine are dirty. If yours aren't, then mine aren't.
Right.
But if I can see your vagina on an HBO,
okay, but we're not
if I
talking
can see
vagina.
your vagina on an HBO show, I want to see Chris Pine's
I
penis.
don't disagree.
Legit.
All right. That's all I want.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But if you want,
Genitalia is genitalia, but like topless is topless. Stop. Like how many shirtless boys
Those are
have I
dirty.
seen in the last 2 months? Like 100
in
of them.
homoerotic poses. I'm with you 100%. I just want, if I got to look at one more woman snatch.
I don't know why.
No,
I don't disagree at all.
Say pussy. We drink for that.
But aside from all the lovely, beautiful shots of shirtless men that you do find, there are just as many on any beach, any pool,
Real
men
gross.
who are 5 times as heavy as anybody in this room. Quite frankly, I can't even see the Speedo.
Oh, yeah.
But their tits are bigger than any girl.
Than mine for sure.
They're bigger than Marnie before the reduction. And they're out there free, the nipples free.
Right.
I mean, wingback chairs and ladders and shit.
Cover it.
I think that's fair.
As a self-proclaimed celebrity, I want
somebody's got to do it.
Is that Cat
The
Carlson?
Cat Carlson
It's a cross.
Memorial boob tent.
I wanted to
Okay.
The tit tent, as it were.
I wanted to express my support for if yours are dirty, then mine are dirty, and vice versa. Like nipple's a nipple is a nipple, and it needs to be
and I'm absolutely with
True
you.
story.
needs to be same song across the board.
If
Shame.
our whole
You know.
story is above the belly button,
Right.
I am completely on board.
Can I
Please.
inject a question?
Please do.
Bag of notes.
Are you more like pepperoni or
I hear it
dime?
too.
Pepperoni or dime?
What are you asking me, sir or ma'am?
Oh,
Ariola.
nipple size.
Not your business, because I'm not being topless today.
I'm just asking. I thought we
Do
just
you
inject
enjoy?
a little flavor into
Do I
the story.
enjoy?
Yeah, I don't think it's are you? Do you enjoy? Are you asking what she is or what she enjoys?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that it shouldn't matter. I think if it's okay for you to be shirtless, it's okay for me to be shirtless, and if it's not, it's not. Both
So in
correct.
this studio,
And-
none of us will ever be shirtless. 'Cause
No,
it's not.
it's a true story. That's a true story.
deal,
not
deal,
okay.
deal.
Yeah, shit, I'm not taking my
to
shirt
use a
off.
phrase you like to use, it is not okay.
No, that's
Hashtag.
That is my
I know, but I've
hashtag.
been using the shit out of it.
She uses it a lot more than you do.
Hashtag not okay for
You know,
anybody in this room to be
You
topless.
invent the wheel, and all of a sudden,
Done.
Firestone's got your fucking patent.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, playing the part of Firestone,
I
Dr.
think-
Ben Carlson.
Yeah. And Clayton, I think anything that is like this size pepperoni or this size dime, weird. Anything else in the middle of it, fine.
Wow. You know
like
what? Here's the thing.
Abnormal nipple size.
You can drink in the bathroom.
Marnie
Does
stands,
that- does that
as
open up
Marnie
any
stands
avenues
in the
for us?
corner,
Hers are perfect.
mouth
Mull it
agape,
over. Just mull it over.
going, what the fuck is happening?
I've mustached you. A question.
That is so funny.
Al gave me more champagne, honey. Sorry.
Cat Carlson, you have the
Well,
floor.
so now my browser has frozen.
Because you're looking at nipples, naked nipples.
Because exactly.
Yeah.
Standing by. Does anyone have something to add? Would you like to add something, please?
No,
I want to ask you
My whole
questions.
story-
Give me another topic. I'll ask you a question. Then
Another
you'll answer.
topic.
All right, I
Let's
just want
see.
to tell you that Richard has pointed out that he wants to see Chris Pine's cock on Tumblr,
Well,
and I just said while
I'm
he's
all right
singing.
with that.
I just
I'm
said,
fine with that on Tumblr.
but I want my wish to be specific, so I want to see Chris Pine naked while singing "Agony, Misery, Woe."
Oh.
Yeah,
My agony is much worse than yours.
yeah.
I
By
think
the
Chris
way.
Pine
No,
has
it's
nice
painful
eyes.
for
I don't want to
you.
see any other part of him.
I want to see
you're not-
every part of
you're
him.
not-
I would like to investigate him fully.
Atta girl.
That's what she said.
Did
Yeah.
anybody hear?
No, that's what
about
I said.
Everyone's had a bad plane flight. AirAsia. But I mean,
Bum.
I feel like Marnie's introducing her own segment.
I like
Malaysia.
it. Thank God, 'cause my son crashed.
Malaysia, AirAsia. Does anyone notice a trend? Now, I'm gonna change the tune-up. A little
Thank you for
ultra-orthodox
saving me.
men cause flight delay by refusing to sit by women. Again.
And-
Did you hear about this?
No.
Yeah.
And
Go
can I
ahead.
point out?
Were they
Please
measuring
do.
it in
May
metric?
I just?
May I just?
No.
Please do.
This has been the safest year in aviation history.
History, right.
Yeah, but the
we hear
Lost
about
Island
this-
sucked that one up.
Yeah, except for that guy with bad teeth that
And
talks
the
on
polar
CNN.
bear.
Anyway,
it's
the
the
flight
safest year,
went down.
even with-
I hate him.
He's gay.
A Lost
God,
Island sucked up the
really?
plane with the
Okay.
polar bear
Yeah.
shit.
I gotta hate him. Anyway.
No one
Richard-
watches that show more than me, and I'm
you-
not biting.
I
Richard-
wanna
gave me more
kind of go
champagne,
back to the
Al.
It's Richard
ultra-Orthodox
Quest.
people. He's annoying.
He's your aviation expert.
He's annoying.
He's British.
He's annoying.
To Lost.
Now,
By the way,
There's
Kat,
a-
your
there's
segment's on hold.
there's a-
We're not done with you.
I
I'm
understand.
still
I'm
I'm
just
She's
just
waiting
gonna
for her internet to come back.
finish.
She's still frozen page. Oh wait, there's a person on her page
There
now.
was this whole big thing about a flight that was being sent off, I say.
Point A to point B?
Well,
Far from here.
in a way.
Just say.
In a way.
In a world. Too easy.
In a world.
Pussy.
In a Jewish world.
I like that the Louis Bouillot just gets closer and closer to me.
Pussy.
Well, there was Sippy.
That's a
You
girl.
better splash a little in there. Yeah.
There was a Delta Airlines flight that was reportedly
Atta girl.
delayed for roughly a half an hour.
I'm
which,
rude to you.
By the way,
Rude.
a half an hour delay on a flight. Does that irritate anybody just in general?
Nah,
It doesn't really me either. Like, because usually I'm the one
It
holding
gives
the
you
flight
time
up.
to get to the plane.
Totally. I'm the
Yeah,
one holding
no
the flight
shit.
up.
That's a
But
sober up to get on the plane.
That's a fair point.
That is a fair point.
I'm
Ernie,
not
fair
going to give
point.
you a high
Thank
five.
you, thank
I'm
you.
not going to not give you a high five on that one.
We don't
The
go to the airport
FAA
together.
has disagreed with me at least once.
I know.
I do too.
I like to get there
No.
3 hours ahead of time and sit and
A
read.
day and a half. Anyway, for roughly a half an hour, because several ultra, not just Orthodox, ultra Orthodox Jewish men refused to sit next to female passengers. It goes against everything they believe in. Now, if
Give 'em
you're
a
going
seat
to
on
get
the
on
wing.
if you're going to get on a flight, why are we holding this shit up? Like, why don't you just put into your
Call your
I'm
Amish friend
right.
and take
I'm
a buggy to
vegan.
where you're going.
I'm vegan.
Like, I'm
bitch.
sorry.
Swim.
Your ultra orthodox
Let those
views
curls
do
take
not
you for a
include jet
ride.
propulsion. No.
By the way, I'm going straight to hell. Anyway.
No, but these are my ultra orthodox
My mom's the
Jew
bartender
friends.
when you get there. She drove me.
By the way, I love that. No, but I really
I'll be
did.
your
I thought
hostess.
this was a little too much. That there was all kinds of commotion. There were people on the flight that were like, "No, we're not moving," so that this person can sit where they want to or need to. And I have a feeling it's because a lot of people
Strongly
were like,
held religious belief.
Well, due
That's
to
what I'm taking away from 2014. My strongly held religious belief that people are douches.
douchebags.
But Louis Bouillot is
not.
delicious. I don't know. He's probably
Anyway.
a Nazi sympathizer, but I like him.
I thought it was. I
I'll allow
thought it was
it.
interesting. Would you guys
I'll
give
allow
up
it.
your seat? Would you guys if,
Are you kidding? You know the hissy fit I would throw if somebody
Oh.
told me their deeply held religious belief kept my plane from taking
By the
off?
way-
I'm like, oh, I can play this game better.
No. But if you are sitting next to a
Anything
man,
you can do,
I can do better.
I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't. Yes, I can.
Yes, I
Yes, I can.
Very good.
Cole Porter. Only a gay
Last
show,
week,
my friends. Only a
Gershwin,
gay
bag of
show.
nope. Bag of nope. You better appreciate that we just brought Cole Porter into this bitch.
But I mean, for real, that's what happened on this flight. There were people that were like, "No,
There's
we're
2
not
pages.
moving."
What are you licking your
I like
finger
to
for?
think
I'm
that
not, I was
I like to
funny.
think that my Zen self would be like, fine, I'll get up and move. Let's just go. But then I remember that last week I got in a fight with
I
a woman
taste the
outside of
difference now.
abortion clinic.
Yeah,
a really
you
bad,
did.
ugly fight.
Yeah.
I told
She
her I'm
does
glad
that a
that her
lot.
God loves her because no one else does. It was ugly.
Yeah, she's good like
But
that.
I have to tell you,
But
like,
I want to just move the plane on.
I will move the plane on until you tell me that it's because of some kind of like you don't want to sit near a woman, and then it's going to be like, oh, I'm going to kick you till you're dead.
game fucking on. I'm not moving.
Right.
I-
Pussy.
you're-
I
I
haven't
would-
drank in a while.
I would like to be on the plane next to Al when somebody wants to pull that shit on him because I just want to be there to listen to his rant because I can't do it.
No, I will tell you what. I am not going to give up my window seat to any fucking bitch. But if all of a sudden it's because of some ridiculous fucking reason, and if it's your religious reason.
And if you told
Here's
me
my deal.
the
No,
lady
then
outside
get
does
on a different flight.
The lady over there doesn't like to sit next to the color blue, so she wants to change it to be like, yeah, I'll take her seat. But the minute you told me, oh, it's a religious guy that's against
We're
women,
done.
I'd be like, oh, wait a minute.
Done. You
May
of
I
all
just?
people. You of all fucking
Right.
people.
As soon as you told me you had some kind of weird religious thing, I'd be like, oh, we's going
We're
down.
done.
Yeah.
Well,
this
and
plane's gonna spend another
that's right.
hour on me.
Yeah, right. Because no, I'm not going to move. And you can fuck right off if you think
Right
that...
off. Right off. Fuck right off.
Let it go. I feel like Cat's internet is back.
Do you want to
Not
build
the
a
snap.
snowman?
Not the snap. Have you all
snap,
shot?
by the way.
Have you all shot your wad on this?
But I think Cat's internet is back.
No,
As long as
are,
you're-
are we?
oh.
Hang on. God damn it.
You shut
Are we?
I do.
Oh, gee, Happy
New Year!
Happy birthday!
We're at 21
I
screw
have
caps.
one more story.
Two
It's
other-
kind of a buzzkill, but
No,
I feel
no.
like it's important to talk about.
Are we
Please
back?
do.
Are you at 100% with internet?
I'm ready.
We're starting
I've
over.
got one more story.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So I
Kat
saved your
Carlson.
ass.
No. Kill the music. No, because
Why?
this one's somber. This one's sad.
Somber.
Oh, well, I would need to find somber music.
All right,
Dun,
somber
dun.
champagne.
By the way, I want to remind everybody.
Santa just is white.
There you
Yeah.
go. I just like-
Louis Bouillot was probably white.
Maybe.
Probably a big honky.
And I would like,
And a furnace operator.
and I'm not sure why I got sentimental today, but I did.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. I remember you
She
had
had some
feelings.
sleep. She
I
had
do.
some
I
sleep.
have
I
one
cried all
feeling.
weekend.
And then
I
his
found
heart
it.
grew
I feel like I should have-
too
I found
big.
it.
I feel like I should have
She's the
some
Grinch.
music for this.
It's okay. You don't have to have
I
music.
will look.
All right. Would you like me to
not-
wait?
Yes.
No,
Please
no.
go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I think if I use this one.
All right.
No, it's sincere emotions, not that
no,
kind.
this is
That's
This
like
is
a
fairly legit.
baseball get
No,
together.
this is crime scene footage music.
this is not crime scene footage. no.
Okay.
Okay. You're right. That's what it is.
Because there are people in the world, and everyone knows someone who is in charge of raising a child. Yes. Everybody knows somebody.
Ding ding.
True.
Yeah. Everybody knows somebody.
I didn't mean to point. Sorry.
And so it kept popping up on my social media, and I finally read the story. And it's about the transgender individual from Ohio.
Very unfortunate.
know
You are
this.
correct.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. So after posting a heartbreaking suicide note online, a transgender Ohio teen took her own life early Sunday by walking in front of a semi-truck on I-71 near her home outside Cincinnati. Leila Alcorn, 17, scheduled 17 years old, scheduled the note to be published on her Tumblr page after her death.
Wow.
She wrote that she'd felt like a girl trapped in a boy's body since she was 4, but didn't know it was possible for a boy to become a girl until 10 years later. She said, "When I was 14, I learned what transgender meant, and I cried of happiness. After 10 years of confusion, I finally understood who I was. I immediately told my mom, and she reacted extremely negatively, telling me that it was a phase, that I would never truly be a girl, and that God didn't make mistakes, that I was wrong. If you are reading this, parents, please don't tell this to your kids.
Oh.
Even if you are Christian or are against transgender people, don't ever say that to someone, especially your kid. That won't do anything but make them hate themselves. That's exactly what it did to me." She continued and said, "Either I live the rest of my life as a lonely man who wishes he were a woman, or I live my life as a lonelier woman who hates herself. There's no winning. There's no way out. I'm sad enough already. I don't need my life to get any worse. People say it gets better, but that isn't true in my case. It gets worse. Every day I get worse." So
That is
like it's
heartbreaking.
terrible and it's horrible, and like seriously, like accept your kids. You know what I mean? Like this. I know. I really like
warts and all.
brought the mood. Yeah,
No
warts
matter
and all.
fucking what. Come on.
And I know it's a mood killer, and I
No,
just
it's not.
I feel like it's
Ever.
important
Ever.
because
Good for
It
you,
is
Kat.
important.
because she
By the
found
way,
out. Wait,
you were
wait,
not
wait.
a pussy.
No, I know. She found out later than she should have that it's okay. Okay, and
it does
more
get
people-
better. It really, really does
Right.
get better.
It does.
And more people than that. Like I found out later than I should have that gay was a thing.
It's unfortunate.
You
Literally, as you were reading that story, I was sitting here thinking, you could have been a champion for so many things. Correct. You could have been that inspiration. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, she literally felt there was no way out. I read this story earlier in the week, and I avoided it because it was just one of the things that I didn't want to tackle.
Right, it's one of those things that you don't want to get into, but we have to get into.
But you're right. It's a legitimate thing that you have to face. Yeah. So many people have to face.
I identified with this girl because this girl could have been me.
Right.
Yeah. And I was almost 20 years old before I realized that gay was a thing.
Right. That's true. That is right.
I
based
had
on
no
your
idea
story.
that it was a thing. Like, I grew up in Salt Lake City. I had never met a gay person. Like, Will and Grace wasn't on TV. Like, I had no idea that it was a thing until I moved far, far away from home and far, far away from my parents who didn't know what to do with me.
And you find out that far, far away from home was often the best place to go.
That's what.
And it was and it wasn't, because far, far away from home was dangerous and it was ugly and it was sad and it was scary.
But,
we're back into the woods, but you have to.
Oh my God!
But you have to go in and find out.
Is that why you loved it?
But you do. I mean, but you do.
Is that why you love that movie?
Oh no,
I'm seeing it tomorrow. I love the music.
Oh, I thought.
I'm just saying that's why you go away to you find out things and you
but
learn
not
things.
Everybody. How wonderful could it have been if A, I had known, and 2, it was accepted, and 3, you know what I mean? Like,
I wish you had had my parents.
Less hard could my life have been?
Or if this person had just reached out to someone with a tiny bit of knowledge,
with a little bit, yes.
And you don't even need a lot. You just need a little bit of knowledge.
But for people who are in charge of raising children right now, it's okay whatever they turn into.
Forgive me. Where was she from? What part
Cincinnati,
of
Ohio. Because you either have to have courage enough to seek out those people who will support you.
But you have to know that they're out there because you might not know.
The story of this individual was that she went to a public high school, was pulled out of the high school by her parents, was then, after coming out as transgender.
The shame came from home, not from public.
Was then banned from the internet, was then banned from friends, was then shut off from everyone. Like, this individual's parents
radio silence is the problem.
From the world.
Yeah.
Like, she had no idea that anything was out there.
That's...
The first thing I look at, and it's this may sound, I don't know how it sounds, but
go ahead.
Just decide for yourself.
However it goes.
The first thing I look at when I see a picture, because when you look at the pictures, is I think are you cute enough to fake it? Because when someone's this sounds horrible, but I don't mean it this way.
Go ahead.
But sometimes you think to yourself, well, you're cute enough to fake something till you can get out of that situation. You're just. What's that U2 song? Don't get caught up in right now. It's like this moment, or there's that U2 song about this is just this moment.
Stuck in the middle.
Stuck in the moment.
Stuck in the moment, and I can't get out of it.
Right, and you're just get through this moment.
You're exactly right.
No, but that's exactly the thing. Just make it through this moment, and if you have a resource, if you can be. Fun, and maybe you can't be funny. Maybe you're that shy person that can't.
Nope, you're right. Children will listen. Sorry, Al.
Oh no,
they hear it. They hear it, and everything.
Children will see and learn.
Mm-hmm.
Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children, not free. Anyways, I can go on and on about how deep that show is, how completely profound. And you see a story like this, and you're just just hold on till you
hang on until you can get out. Sure,
and I not think everyone that can. All the time.
So
not everyone can, but how do you teach someone that they can?
Get on the internet and find us.
Teach the parents. No. Teach the parents. Teach the parents. If you're parenting small children now, they are not going to turn out like you imagine.
But I don't want to hear. I can't listen to another story where someone says our child died. This was a teaching moment. No.
Yes. Oh my God! Because the mother in this story. Yes. Oh my fucking God! I want to slap her. She's like, oh my God! Our son decided to blah blah blah. Totally Christianed out of it. No.
Yeah, but what was the story that I did in Idaho?
The prayers for Bobby.
Yes.
Right. I mean, the person who was buried.
You don't want to hear that you learned about it after your child was dead. Learn it while they're alive, you stupid motherfuckers.
Anybody that might be listening, that might know someone that's having a small child, your child is not going to turn out like you imagined.
Yes.
Ever.
Ever.
And they're still perfect, and they're so wonderful, and you can love them no matter what.
Yes.
Well, I can tell you right now.
They're perfect.
My mom probably didn't look at me when I was, and it's not about gay or straight. She was like, she's going to end up different than she did. Nope. right
Yeah.
here. This is
And-
who I am.
right, yeah.
And my mom probably hoped for somebody else
And
or
my-
hoped for something. But
Right. My poor mother and I,
them
we
through.
learned a lot of things the fucking hard way, the real hard
Yeah.
way.
Right.
And
You know.
my mom was very religious, very like into it
Really,
all. Not
yeah.
not judgmental. I would never say she was ever judgmental of people except for white trash. She did not enjoy white
By
trash.
the way, Ruthie and I would have loved each other because I.
Who does really?
she really
I
had
am
a
white
short
trash.
tolerance for white trash.
But
no,
different white
Oh,
trash.
admitting-
I'm in your white trash junk. There's a hole in the
No,
junk
but
in
you're
white
you're
trash.
beige trash. It's totally separate.
It's when you don't. It's when you're trash and you think.
Totally separate.
No, there's a dip.
Oh my god.
There's the trash that's
I'm okay.
There's the
You're
trash
good.
that's the trash that's trash but thinks they're superior.
Oh, sure,
That's
sure,
the
sure.
kind of white
Yeah.
trash. The people that they're holding some kind of superior thing. And I always have to say, like, as I belch my way through champagne, my mom's out was always it's nature.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I was adopted. So my mom always threw back to that. Like, there was nothing we could do.
Nothing you could do,
You were
sure.
just born that way.
That's
like,
right.
we had
nature
no...
versus nurture.
Right. And
right,
my
absolutely.
mom was the biggest because she was like, please don't let it be nurture because then it's us. Right.
Wait a minute. Do you think that Ruthie would have had a problem?
No, because she developed that argument clearly
No, but
earlier in life.
I mean, had you been there? I mean,
Had you
this
been
is
a product of
all-
Ruthie?
Yeah, this is all completely
Oh,
conjecture,
but who can, like, there's no
who
way
can
to say.
No, I
Right.
no, I understand, but
Because
there
I'm
is-
sure
no,
Frank is pissed off.
but that's
that
a
he
legitimate
heard
question.
Her clinging to that argument.
Her argument is correct. It's nature. I agree.
Right.
But
I think her
if
clinging to that would say that maybe she would have fought a little harder with if
against Donna Summer,
no, if my sisters had been gay, I
love
think
it.
she would have fought a little harder.
Oh,
But
okay.
with me,
Sure.
it was like, well, that's clearly nature.
oh, this has nothing to do with us.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with us. He was just
We
born
love
that way.
him.
Right. Oh
We
yeah.
love him. We accept him. We everything. But
But there was
That
never
was-
a but,
that-
and that was the thing with her.
oh, good. I
Right.
love that.
There was never
I
a
love that.
but. It was always like, well, that's and I think she convinced my father of it at some point.
Okay.
As like, no, that's nature.
Okay, so with that, and we're not going. I'm not shitting on your segment, Kat. I have a follow.
no,
I have
I-
a follow up question.
I ended my segment where I wanted to.
Okay,
yeah.
so with that same
I
thing,
love
and,
that you
and
did
with
that
and
story.
with this argument that he's talking about,
Mm-hmm.
Debris Blanc. Molly, could I love you more because I can't?
I obviously I know your mother. I know where she stands, and this is a non-issue.
Yeah.
My mother, non-issue. Doesn't matter. Like when I came out to my mom, she's like, and move on. That was no big deal.
Because some people just love their children. They're not
Right.
looking for qualifiers.
Right.
Right, right,
And
right.
let's be honest, after my abusive ex-boyfriend and my ex-husband, my parents were like, praise God, when I brought this
Oh my
one
God,
home.
she's a lesbian.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we love Marty.
Well,
But
that,
also,
but-
I have pretty eyes and really good teeth.
But the-
so
and you
I'm
like
just-
Barry
And big
Manilow.
tits.
No,
and that was going to be one of my questions, not the tits. But the question was going to be,
you're a lovely person.
you're out of
You're
all
sweet.
of out of all of us on this show, you have been through an entirely different situation with regards to relationships, not just with those dogs, with humans and people.
Oh, I was going to say which
and your
dog?
ex-husband.
Right.
Same thing.
Now,
Same Sean.
now with that,
My
with
dog's way
that,
better.
there,
Yeah.
there
They're
was
bigger
there was a
penises.
massive transition
Right.
from a dysfunctional, unhealthy relationship with in a heterosexual term, and now you've transferred to a healthy, happy,
Yeah.
dog-filled, pet enthusiastic.
Home-owning,
kidnapping.
regardless
Right,
of...
right.
Right.
But
Let's call the
Has
crime
there-
a crime.
has there has
It's
there
her crime.
ever
Her
been
crime.
a discussion, a
I just
point,
kept the things.
a thought that you know of that looks at this in any derogative way or anything that's less than positive for you?
Your dad.
No. My parents are incredible, and they are truly the epitome of we want to see you happy and successful
And you brought that up
and
again,
living
and
your
again.
life.
No, and I have heard the same thing
that
from
is
him.
a
But, like-
constant theme.
But
yeah.
my I was in an unhappy marriage. He wasn't like a gigantic dickhead. He was just not a good husband, and I was unhappy for a really long time. And my parents are
He's
just
better
happy.
as a single male.
Yeah, my parents are just
And
happy.
she's better
that
as a lesbian,
I'm
so everybody
happy.
It is a win-win.
Right. And
Like
my
a
parents
berry.
love her, and
Not a
like
berry.
It's
but
just
your dad initially
Pour him some
would
more.
have preferred.
Okay, so then I'm gonna pose the question.
Please do.
Your
we're not
dad
done?
would have preferred.
I think my dad wanted to be able to walk me down the aisle, and he did.
And he still
now
can.
he sees me, and he still can now.
And he still can again.
and
10 years.
he sees me happy.
Well, did he not walk you down the aisle?
He did.
All right, then
Are we
wish
out of
fulfilled.
berries?
Are we out
Yes.
of berries?
Berry-
Yes.
we are
Do you
a
want my
berry free
berry?
environment.
This is an Angela
You
Lansbury.
can dig my berry out.
I don't want to.
Oh.
I don't want to. No.
Leave
take
her
that back.
berry out of
May
this.
So-
I just?
So I'm gonna pose a similar question.
I'm gonna.
And if we've already discussed
Thank you,
this,
sir.
I was drunk then. I'm
No, you're
drunk
fine.
now, and I don't
It's
care.
okay, and we'll discuss it again and again.
And that's fine. Repeat
I
before.
appreciate that.
Let the affiliates know down the line. We're running over.
Thank you.
We're running into the new. We're running
I got
straight
my-
into Donna Summer's birthday.
I got my teacher bladder working. Can we? Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means I can hold my pee for
Get
a
up and
long
go
time.
pee.
But
Oh, suck it, Perkins, suck it.
May we
Hey,
just
the first time I've
may
heard
we
that.
just
What?
give
Dip it in there a little
the
bit.
due
Gently,
that
gently.
this deserves for Bag of
Oh,
Note,
atta girl.
please.
I'm
It's a
reading.
due that is just. Bag of Nope, you were funny as shit, and you have been such a wonderful addition. I'm loving this.
I'm gonna read the comment from Bag of Nope in the chat room. I grew up the kid of a homophobic evangelical preacher. He now has a 40-year-old bisexual liberal daughter. Sometimes you can't mold your kid, but you can teach them human kindness and love. And that, my dear, is the God's
Amen.
honest truth.
Happy New Year, right?
For those of
there.
you that believe in
End of
God.
story.
Cheers.
Bag of Nope.
Or universe. That's the universe's
What
way of
kind of-
telling
Does-
you to.
Teach your children well.
Love.
Teach them how to love.
Yep.
It's all about kindness.
Going back to Kat Carlson, if I may.
Your question, sir.
May I
or
just-
ma'am?
That's Dr. Ben.
Dr. Ben
Dr.
Carlson.
Ben Carlson.
Cat Carlson.
Ben Carlson. I said
Parenthetically,
Carlton.
Kat.
Parenthetically.
Parenthetically.
So
Thank you, Bag.
I'm varying off of what I thought, but I had a thought.
It's okay.
I had a point.
You're okay.
So with this, the identity,
Mm-hmm.
and if I don't remember if we've actually talked
Maybe
about
not.
this specifically, maybe not. This 17-year-old
Mm-hmm.
who identified as
Transgender.
but, hang
Male
on,
to female.
male to female.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah, cheers.
Was you were not around your family during those developmental years, were you? Your biological family. You were not around them enough around those years, were you?
I was as many teenagers are, filled with angst and confusion.
Ooh, me too.
I wasn't.
And so
I was a bitch.
I've heard.
as the symptom of said teenage angst and confusion, and in hindsight, perhaps a lot of that confusion being ultimately being gay,
Sure.
I left home and moved across the country 3,000 miles away from my family
To
home
Pennsylvania.
to Pennsylvania
I recall
at
all
the
that.
age of 17.
Right, I
Yep.
recall all that.
Yep.
So instead of jumping in front of a truck, I jumped
You
in a
escaped.
car
You
and
just
moved
escaped.
3,000 miles.
Got it.
And that
And left
went
and didn't tell anyone.
well-ish.
Okay, so and again, if we've discussed this, I don't recall
That's
it.
okay.
So before getting in said car and not knowing, and because you've told me you didn't know where you were going,
Had no idea.
I'm going to my. I'm
It's a very
Yeah,
fun story
you
when I
did.
she's
retell
like,
it. It
I'm
is.
going to
You're
my
like,
parents'
oh.
house, and you wake up.
And I was like, yeah, all right.
you
Where
wake
are
up.
we going?
You wake up in like Denver. Where are we
Right.
going?
So
My parents' house.
let me recap the story a little bit. I was living in an interesting situation, and as they do, shit goes down in the middle of the night, and the woman who was basically responsible for the roof over my head, had a small child and had some drama happen, and she said, "I'm gonna go stay with my parents. Are you coming with?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, sounds good." Jumped in the car. Woke up. We were in Colorado somewhere. I was like, "Hey, where do your parents live?" She said, "Pennsylvania." I grew up in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, all right. Cool. Do you
remember that.
need me
You're
to drive?
alive?
Because I've been sleeping for a while." So,
Yeah.
like you do.
Like you
Yeah.
do.
So
as you do.
in my acting out and some of my issues, I jumped in that car and just went.
And the time frame between jumping in the car and when you reconnected with your mom and said, "Hey, by the way, I'm alive. I'm okay." How long? 3 months? 4 months?
Let's see.
A
I'm going to
year and a
say no, not that long, because I turned 18. This was in July, and I turned 18 in December and knew that she couldn't come get me anymore once I was 18.
Okay.
So it was before Christmas.
planned, kind of. I mean, ish.
Kind of.
knew.
Once I got there,
She
I knew,
realized the reality.
Right.
Right.
I
Okay.
knew that if I reached out to my parents for any reason, that they would just come.
Sure.
Because
Got
I
it.
was underage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Fair
it was
enough,
it
fair
was
enough.
before Christmas of that year. Pretty soon. It was before I turned 18 because I still have the 18th birthday card that my mom sent me.
Where the fuck are you?
No, it was very sweet. My mom said that while she'd love to have me back and would love to help me and would love to do all of these wonderful things, she understands that I made choices and that she loves me and supports me no matter what.
Okay.
Oh,
it was a very nice card. I
wonderful.
know.
I'm glad you
Doesn't happen. I mean, truly, that
So-
doesn't happen often, and that is fabulous.
So,
I mean, 2 years later, I came out and tried to bring
No.
a girlfriend home, and she was like, "Mm-mm," and I
Well,
was like, "Okay,"
you know,
and
So-
we didn't
Not
talk
that
for 2
game.
years.
Yeah.
okay,
So,
so
that
don't support
changes
you.
things,
Right.
right?
but
Right.
Carry on.
but before that story, before you got in the car
That's right,
and
Aaron.
realized you were driving cross country and didn't realize
Cheers.
it,
Yes.
I don't recall ever hearing you say anything about there was a confusion, because again, you didn't know there was a thing as gay. You were kind of on radio silence, so you didn't understand that there was options. You didn't understand what you were feeling. Were there ever those conversations with your parents where like, I'm not a girl? Was there ever that?
Well, first of all, I'm not transgender.
No, I realize. No, you're right.
No, I mean, it's and legitimately,
but
like,
I will have to say, like, I have that same thing where, like, I love female pronouns and funny things, but
Sure.
I'm a boy.
Yeah,
I love the Book of Love song. Wait outside of the boys' bars, but I'm not
Right.
allowed because
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not a
I-
boy.
He also loves Barbara Streisand, Donna Summer,
But
Bette
no,
Midler.
but I don't fit into the
Right. So
do I.
stereotypes.
What's your point?
So when someone is singing about, but I'm not a boy, I don't feel sometimes like I fit into all the boy categories, but I'm a boy. Like
yes,
like
and I get that. I don't fit into all those the girl categories.
It's the gingerbread person that we all enjoyed last week.
Yes,
like, and that helped
the genderbread
me, too.
person. No, that was really
the
great.
genderbread person helped a lot. Like, because I like female pronouns, I like all that stuff, but I'm a boy. Like, I
Right.
don't want to cut anything off or change anything
Right.
sexually about me. I just happen to have
Sure.
a little more feminine qualities than
Right.
maybe some people are comfortable with.
Other people,
I'm very
than most other people in the studio.
But I'm,
No, I'm okay with it.
but
That's funny, Clayton.
but joking aside, I'm very comfortable with.
Right.
No. And I am oddly comfortable
Right.
with the fact of being, and I'm not mocking that, Al, at all.
No, I know, right.
I'm saying
But
that,
if
that
there's someone-
everything about me feels male.
But as we
like,
find-
honest to God, like everything fucking about
Sure.
me feels male. And then I date this one, and every other thing about me feels like a female.
Right.
Because I'm
Sure.
the big girl about it, and she's the boy, and everyone thinks there are these roles.
Right, but
right?
and you're back to the genderbread
the genderbread thing.
human
And
or
I'm
cookie
like,
but I really think that kind of thing helps. And then if there's somebody listening who's like secretly listening to the internet,
Yeah.
just, you know what, wait it out.
wait
You
it out.
can-
Everything is
You'll
okay.
figure it out.
And whether you need to, in your case, you may
Yeah.
have needed to get away. Me, I ran away in a way too, and it was just because I don't know what you people are selling, but I can't
Right.
deal with it.
I don't want that Kool-Aid.
We're gonna put a continent between us, and then and I really did.
And here's the cool thing.
I reevaluated in 5 months, and I'm like, I like them. I just
Right.
can't live with them.
And here's the cool idea.
No.
If somebody is
Yeah.
listening, sorry, Bo. If somebody is listening right now that is trying to figure those things out, that we
Call us, email us,
figured out,
Facebook,
right?
Yes.
That we
Get
were
in
trying
touch.
to figure out moons ago. Fucking send something. Send a smoke signal. Do whatever you need
Right.
to do.
And Barbara
We
Seville is very
are
good about
right.
that.
Yeah. Oh God, Barbara
yeah.
Seville is very good about that. But I say it all the time, like,
Send
it's-
a smoke signal. We're right fucking here.
there's a little bit of we have so much to do. You can't turn that dial down.
We have
Clayton,
we have
stop it.
14 minutes.
Oh, we have 14 minutes to do it all.
Look at
All
that.
right.
This is such an important topic, and
We have
It's
so
a
much
really
to
big
do.
topic. Yeah.
it's a really important topic.
We'll
and
start
for the
it in
new year,
2015.
For the new year, for 2015,
We'll take it on.
May our goal be that no one else takes their life
No.
Ever.
over
Oh.
a gender identity or just some kind of identity.
Anything that we can
Incidentally,
do.
my phone number is public through Facebook, so if you friend request me on Facebook, Cat
Mine
By the
calls
way,
in,
not,
I don't
but
give
you
a
can
shit
find
what
me.
you do.
and you will get my phone number and you can text me and I will answer.
3639. I don't
Bye.
care.
Yes,
Call
you will.
me.
Yes, you will, Karen.
Well, leave a message and I'll call you
10:15. I'm
back.
gonna write that down.
By the way, trust
Blurt
me.
that out.
With my job,
Yeah.
I always let it go to voicemail.
Right, that's me too. You're never gonna get ahead
yeah.
of me.
But
no.
you can always, if you want to, you can email us at info@qtalkamerica.com. We will get back to you.
We
or
will answer.
And
or
all of
join
us individually, like there's no reason anywhere in the world, as connected as we all are, if you have access to anything, just reach out to someone There's someone that can. There's if we're not the person that has a story that's similar to you or can't talk you through it, we know someone.
We know somebody that has your same
that
story.
All I can
story.
tell you is that by giving my number that Clayton apparently has bleeped out. Please, and by the way, I think somehow
you
I'll
realize we're
appreciate
heard
that.
around
No.
the world.
And somehow I'll appreciate that. Please just send us something, and Al is exactly right. If you feel more connected to Clayton, Al, Katie June, Kat, myself, Ernie.
We can get you to all these people.
However you get there,
Buddy.
Yeah.
God,
and they're making you never know if it's you don't know are you just clinging to an award show, to the Super Bowl, to the.
I love the Oscars.
To the
I want to
People's
talk to
Choice
Al, and
Awards.
I don't know what to do. Fucking just send something.
Or there's something about Minnesota that speaks to me. I don't know who
By
you are,
the way-
but they might exist.
By the way, if it's about Minnesota,
Is that intentional racism, kind of? United States
Minnesota, yeah.
And it really does.
We love you guys.
But can I just read my funniest Craigslist ever?
Just?
Can we just finish the year with the funniest Craigslist ad ever?
We're going to do thoughtful vulgarity before.
Oh, I thought we just did thoughtful vulgarity.
No,
we
I'm
haven't
waiting for you
officially
to ask
done
me a
it.
question.
All right, our end of the year question, but I really think we should read the funniest Craigslist ad.
If it's about a koala,
Go ahead, and let's just transition.
Koala?
Let's do your Craigslist list. Then we're
if
gonna do a
it's about a
final.
koala, I might pee myself.
All right, I don't know his name, but we're gonna call him Mug Chug. Mug Chug. You ready?
It is.
I have a 3-year-old koala bear named Gumnut that I am desperately trying to find a new home for. I bought him in January, figuring it would be an awesome pet that would enjoy living in my greenhouse. Sadly, I was wrong. I paid $3,200 for him back in January, and I'm not sure what the used koala bear market is like in a good economy or the one we have now. So I am open to offers. Please use some common sense before contacting me. Don't be an idiot. I am not interested in trading my koala bear for your busted-up 1980s Camaro, pictures of your naked wife, or an offer to paint my garage door. Gumnut stats.
Are koala bears legal?
No.
Okay.
Gumnut stats. Here's the good.
Okay.
There's a good part of adopting Gumnuts.
Well, yeah.
Remember, Gumnuts is a koala bear.
That's the koala bear.
Currently for sale on
Gumnuts.
Craigslist. Number 1.
Oh,
He
that
is
is cute.
somewhat housebroken. He uses a cat box
More than Marnie's new dog, Huck.
most of the time. 2. For the most part, he is very quiet. This also falls into the bad category, which we will touch on in a moment.
Oh.
3. He eats spiders. I'm not kidding.
Nice.
We haven't had a
Legit.
spider in our house since we got him.
Yay.
Yay, spiders.
4.
Good
He
for
hates
Gumnuts.
watching Desperate Housewives. Used to be my wife's favorite show until Gumnut bit her for changing the channel from Jeopardy to Desperate Housewives.
Oh.
Maybe Gumnuts has a crush on Alex Trebek.
Number 5, good points about Gumnuts. Gets along well with one of my 2 dogs.
Legit.
Right.
Because the other dog's an asshole. I understand.
Number
Or it's
6,
just temperamental.
loves
Asshole.
to go for car rides. What's not to love about Gumnuts?
Who fucking doesn't? I want Gumnuts right now.
I take
ready?
Gumnuts.
Ready.
Now for the bad.
How would
Oh,
Gumnuts
oh.
get along with pussy? Drink
bad. Wait.
bitches
There's
drink
bad.
I
pussy.
feel like this is point counterpoint.
I don't know what to do with these two.
It's like
for the bad.
Crossfire.
Oops.
Are you ready for the bad?
Yep. Go.
He eats a lot of eucalyptus, which is not as cheap as I expected.
Unless
2,
you live in Arizona.
2, apparently, eucalyptus is like
Apparently.
a drug for koala bears. When Gumnut is coming down from the high, he becomes violent and aggressive.
Oh, Gumnuts.
Number 3. Nope, not that shit.
Wrong.
Okie dokie,
Stop.
my bad.
He raped and killed my wife's cat, Miss Kitty.
See you later, Miss
Waco,
Kitty.
Texas. Waco, Texas.
Parenthetically,
yes.
parenthetically,
Nice girl.
honestly, parenthetically, honestly, I wanted to put this in the good section because I've been trying to find a way to get rid of that worthless cat. I don't know what for 2 years.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Gumnuts.
Good job, Gumnuts.
Number 4.
I will shut your microphone off, Aaron.
He does not like Asians. I have no idea where this koala was raised, but someone of Asian descent must have really mistreated him.
He doesn't like Jackie Chan movies.
Number 5 of the bad list. Loves Vin Diesel movies. Not sure why. He just does.
I kind of get it.
Number 6.
Ditto.
He has extremely sharp claws and teeth, which he uses often. Number 7.
To rape and kill cats.
Yeah, exactly. Loves shiny objects, steals and hides them frequently in my dog's anus.
Holla!
I don't know which side PETA's going to be on. Pro-koala or anti-koala?
Number 8, which you may
Anti-koala.
remember from the pro list.
Uh-huh.
he is quiet, and as a result is stuck in my wife and I during intimate moments. I mind him watching. Maybe it won't bother you as much.
Oh, our dogs watch.
Number 9, Gumnut smells terrible and is not easy to wash. I had to hold a gas-soaked rag over his mouth till he blacked out to get him into this tub.
Stop!
Turn the mic off.
Seriously, I'm with you.
Number 10, and this is really what keeps you from purchasing Gumnut.
Oh, this is it?
Once he is in the water, he's fine. Getting into the water is the challenge. He will scratch you, he will bite you, you will bleed.
For the camera purposes,
I dated
like
that
to show
girl
you that
one time.
I think I broke my hand today.
Her name was
Serious inquiries only. What else is following this up?
Does not like Asians. I don't know why.
.com.
Nobody knows why.
All right, .com. This is an actual Craigslist ad. It's not as good. It's not as good as like crime scene footage.
No, actually, it is.
That
and
is-
I've
wow.
had that.
All
for a
right.
little
So
bit.
now, please go to whatever that
Thoughtful
segment's
vulgarity.
called. Thoughtful vulgarity.
Here we go.
You're
Please
welcome.
I believe it
stand
is
by.
lame.
Here we go.
And now, Thoughtful Vulgarity, where we, in the studio, try to make ourselves slightly less shallow, which is not hard to do. We will ask one question of the panel and have them try to answer it while fucked up drunk. Because you know at home how well it goes when an important question comes up 90 minutes after alcohol has been served. Politics, religion, why not? You're fucked up. What could possibly go wrong? Who could you offend? You've been warned. Good luck.
I just have to award the 2014 award. It was a horse race right to the end.
Oh,
But Bag and Note pulls it out with Totes Rapey.
Totes rapey.
And I know she probably
agree.
is quoting us.
Cheers to Gumnuts.
She is.
I mean, to Gumnuts and Bag of Nope.
add a note.
Gumnut is totes rapey.
By the
but-
way, I call
Oh, and
her
it's
a
also
pussy.
totes a voyeur.
Totes Rapey Pussy.
All right, hey, we gotta wrap this. We literally have like 6 minutes. Let's
All right,
go.
all right.
Add a girl note.
So, Maria Hoo-Ha. Pussy.
Yes.
New name. Yep.
What was your most successful resolution of 2014 as we get to the end of it? What did you do? What was your best? What did you do best?
To love better.
Oh, it's saccharine and sweet and gross
now
at the same time.
we peaked on the fucking first
She would have
answer.
said that whether I
God
was here or
damn
not.
it!
No, by the way, I mean that in general.
I
To
get
love
it that
better.
we climaxed at the beginning.
Well, duh.
I can't
Oh,
top
So
that.
that's how
right.
it is. That's how it
But
is
don't
with her.
make
You peak at the
climax
beginning.
right away.
You
Go
do
ahead.
climax right away.
Someone's a 14-year-old in the room.
I've had a
That's
lot to
Aaron.
drink. The boy. I'm the boy, remember?
So I don't make resolutions every year. I just don't.
I don't even.
So I think the thing that I did well this year was to the same as I do every year, and is to survive.
Oh, good.
Whatever comes and
You're still-
whatever it goes, and
I can tell from looking at you, you're still alive.
You seem to be alive.
At
Yes.
first, I was afraid.
but then
I was petrified.
No!
I kept thinking I could
Nice.
never live.
Without you by my side.
Everybody's fucking
I
drunk. I love it.
all right.
No, but you know what I mean? The thing that I do year after year, and the thing that just continues to happen, is I survive. Whatever comes at me, I manage it, and I...
Good times and bum times.
Exactly.
I've seen them all in my
All of the
dear.
songs.
I am still here. I'll go
Yes.
Sondheim.
Shit
It seems
on
to be the
your-
show about Sondheim.
Sondheim?
So I'm going to throw you a little more Sondheim.
Good, I love it.
Totes
I
Nope
don't
should
get
love
all
that.
of it, but I'm researching. I'll be there next week.
I'm here to help you with
Yeah.
anything.
But like continuing on the it gets better. Like you do get through it, you do survive it, and there's life after.
You've become a celebrity, actually.
a self-proclaimed celebrity. It's true. Yeah.
Somebody got-
I left a place that I thought was my identity and decided.
You did.
I did.
Yep.
I left a place that I thought was my.
And, no,
it's not.
I have to interrupt
No,
you there
no,
too.
I'm-
Congratulations
yeah.
on that. We've all
Thank
done
you.
it.
I'm so fucking proud
I mean,
of you.
they had to
It's not
close
even
wings
funny,
to get him
huh?
away from that, but
Right,
the rest of us
there's
did it
that.
voluntarily.
And by the way, we're not naming anything, but honest to Jesus, you were the face of that
Sure.
place.
You know, and I
Well
thought
done.
that was my identity, and it's not, and I have
No, nothing.
moved beyond.
You
You're
are
on
your
Star
identity.
Tours now. You're everywhere.
I am on Star Tours.
You are.
Incidentally, those of you locally that are looking for a New Year's Eve party, Stacy's on Melrose.
Could
I'll be
you,
there. And then the day
you
after
already have
Adventures
it
and
down?
Hangovers, I'll be at Cobalt.
I really want to be to that. I really want to come to that.
I'm fucking everywhere.
You're what?
Careful how you word
everywhere.
that.
She's fucking
I'm fucking comma everywhere.
Yeah. No.
I like a Danish cookie.
But yeah, like anybody that might be young and impressionable listening, it gets better. Bad shit happens. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Bad shit always happens. There's no way
Always.
around that.
There's no way around
True
it. You
story.
could be 17, you can be 22, you could be 37, you could be 52. It doesn't matter. Bad shit happens.
I'm not
Pretty
52.
girl, pretty girl.
Put your
I
finger away.
wasn't pointing at you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he might be.
3 in the stink.
We have.
Ernie.
Ew.
Ernie.
Oh, that's a lot.
Do you want? Are you
That's
finished?
a lot in the
I feel like
stink.
that's
She's older.
Who's older?
her.
Not you.
Ernie.
We've already passed
that
you.
made me real mad.
Okay,
Do it.
Go.
So, I have had a lot to drink. This is successful, thoughtful vulgarities. Vulgarities. My New Year's resolution last year was to reduce road rage, which I think I truly have by being in the moment, which is kind of turned into my resolution, is to be in the moment and to try to be more aware of the moment and respectful of where I am and accepting of where I am. Next year, it's to be a better listener. Sorry, it's not next week, Al. I would have been a better listener next week. But I want to reduce my interruption rate and actually listen more efficiently.
You're my biggest fan. I have no worry about you.
I totally am.
You know she is.
But I think this year has been really successful when it's come to big decisions, big life decisions, big.
Did you buy that shit house this year?
I bought it last year. But I've made a lot of career decisions and life decisions, and I'm happy. I'm drunk currently.
Atta girl.
Cheers, pussies.
That's a dream come
You've
true.
been part of kidnapping
But
animals.
more than that, I think that I have made a lot of long-term decisions that will make my life as happy as I hope it to be. The
Very
end.
good.
Clayton McKee, your turn.
One of the things that I had thought
With
about
3
was
minutes.
trying to work less, and I have failed miserably
Oh.
at that. However,
That's all right, though. That's all right.
However,
As long as there's a butt. You need
one
a
of
butt.
one of the things that I made a commitment to and I've been able to do is what we're doing right this very minute. I wanted this to be successful. I wanted this to continue. That's why I brought it into my home over a year ago. And the fact that last week I have paid off every single bit of Q Talk America, and I solely own it and no longer owe anybody anything other than the recurring charges that happen every month. But every bit of equipment is...
So if I pay the $5 to get rid of those
Are you drinking
goddamn
this out of
commercials,
this?
does that come
Are
to
you sure?
you?
No, it goes to them.
It was good wine when it started. It's good
So
wine when it ended.
it's good. It's all good. I'm not mad. Everything's great. We enjoy this every Tuesday, and that's what I enjoy. And that's what the people who are in the chat room, Aaron and Richard and Bag of Nope and Harrison.
Do I not get a
and
turn?
everybody-
And
yeah,
Cal?
yes, they all enjoy it, and that's what I'm thrilled to be part of. Al Perkins, you got 45? A minute.
You have 10 seconds. I have something to say.
Honestly, my resolution this year was the same as it is every year, to enjoy life a little bit more, to travel a little bit more, to see something I haven't seen before, and it just keeps coming true. Honestly, we have fun every fucking Tuesday. I love my job, but it's hard. But I come here every Tuesday and I shake all of it off. I'll quote Taylor Swift.
Atta girl, Taylor.
But it's a reset. Like Kat said, it's a reset.
It is. It's a reset, and
for me too.
I can be there's people I'm mad at for a day, but you know what? You just walk through a different door, you turn a different corner, and you're not who gives a shit? That doesn't matter.
And for the rest of my life, I will say to my brother, thank you for asking.
Oh,
me to
yes.
join.
No, and I have to say that
This
too.
lovely ensemble.
Indeed. Yes.
By the way, all y'all shut up.
To Clayton.
To the
no. It's not to
the
me.
lovely ensemble, because Clayton, honestly,
Shut up.
what a fabulous, fabulous Tuesday. I mean, once a week, something to be able to look forward to that is so
And
much
get drunk
fucking
too.
fun. By the way, and that's my favorite thing.
Right. And we're
9
in our
out of
fourth
10
calendar
times,
year.
I don't get drunk to it. But I love this.
But 2012, 2013, 14, and now 15. This is our fourth
Thank you.
calendar year.
Here we go, boys and
right
girls.
along.
It's been great. We will see you.
We love you, Clayton.
As we do every week. We'll
Love
see
you all.
next Tuesday in 2015.
The show on Q Talk America.